Tonight is the night. No more need be said. Let's start the show. That is correct, folks. That is correct. We are back in the building here tonight as the New York Knicks are all suited and booted and ready for game 2 of the NBA Finals. This is not a regular season game. This is not a regular playoff game. We are in the championship round. The New York Knicks went into San Antonio on Wednesday, took game 3. They didn't steal it. A lot of people are surprised that New York even put up a good fight against San Antonio. They won it by 10. Their 11th double-figure victory during this playoffs. As a matter of fact, they have 12 wins. They have 13 wins total. They have 13 wins total, 12 wins in a row. 11 of those 12 wins have been by double figures, including Wednesday night's game. And so here tonight, New York is looking to go up 2-0 after not having home court advantage in the NBA Finals. They said it doesn't matter. It does not matter because we know New York fans travel. We have the correct mentality to come into the building and snatch victory from the jaws of defeat because we, not you, San Antonio, but us as New York, we have Jalen Brunson on our side. Possibly the most clutch player we have ever seen. Yes, I'm going that far. I know it sounds blasphemous. But look at the numbers. Look what he's done. When it comes to fourth quarter time, he could have missed 20 straight shots. And I have full confidence that Jalen Brunson will find a way to pull the game out for his squad. And so here tonight with New York staring down a desperate 7'7" alien down there in San Antonio with the young guns of Castle and Harper, with the former All-Star and De'Aaron Fox, with vets like Harrison Barnes and Luke Cornett, former champions, standing by his side as the New York Knicks stare down a desperate San Antonio team. I am fully confident that the New York Knicks will find a way, scratch, claw, and fight their way to a victory here tonight. Because that is what New York has done. When counted out, and everybody's penciling in a 1-1 series going back to New York, when everybody has counted out this New York team, they have come through. They have come through in the most dire of situations. And here tonight, San Antonio are expecting themselves to be the more desperate team. And I got news for you, this New York Knicks team. They have been nothing but desperate. James Dolan put the directive out there. Leon Rose backed them up all the way down to Mike Brown. They fired Tom Thibodeau for making the conference finals last year. The message has been sent. You either win or you go home. It does not matter that this is a 4-game series. You either win or you're getting shipped out. Whether you're the coach, the front office, or the players. And everybody has gotten the message. You listen to all of these post-game press conferences and they all deliver the same exact message as if it's been drilled in their head all season long. I don't care that we won the last game. As far as we're concerned, this series is 0-0. That's the exact mentality you have to have. This is a win-or-go-home game. This is not a, win and the series is tied 1-1. This is a win-or-go-home game. There is no lose. There is no option. And I'm fully confident that our New York Knicks, led by Jalen Brunson and Karl Anthony Towns, coached by Mike Brown, will find a way to pull it out for New York here tonight. So let's get ahead. Let's get it started. I'm locked in. I hope you guys are locked in. We got a couple of things we can go over. Of course, we can go over the bingo card. We can go over a couple of players here, but in particular, I do want to go over last game's box score because we're here. We're in the finale. There is no future. It is now or never New York. And so I fully expect Jalen Brunson to shoot it better. I expect Bridges to be more involved. I expect OG Anunoby to have a better first half. Josh Hart to make more than one shot, even though he did grab the 15 rebounds. But again, of course, we'll go over everything in a second. But how is everybody doing here tonight? What are the confidence levels looking like? And oh, by the way, y'all, look what came in the mail today. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And if it wasn't for the jacket, the lucky jacket, you know what I would be rocking here tonight, but it is in our possession. It has finally arrived. I was starting to get a little worried. I knew it was going to take a minute in order for it to get here, but it has finally arrived, and it goes oh so perfect with the championship hat too. The conference finals hat, the NBA finals hat. Of course, it's a beautiful combination, and we will be rocking it all week long. Same way we've been rocking the jacket and the shirt combination, which, by the way, I put the shirt on today, is getting worse. The smell's getting worse. It's pungent. It's a pungent shirt right now. It is crazy. Amy, appreciate you. Amy, Jason, Jay Gardner, Hoobian, Ruth Simpson, Adani T with the Badani, Jason, appreciate you, brother. Amy said the fumes from Sheffy suit maybe make him crazy with optimism. I've said that from the beginning, Amy. Knicks in 4 until proven otherwise, and they have yet to prove me otherwise. I am waiting to be proven otherwise, and they can't deliver. And so it is Knicks in 4. It is Knicks in 4, and I fully expect our Knicks to pull it off again here today. Christian Blaze with the Christian. Dang, the shirt is fire. Hey, Knicks, but respectfully. The shirt is fire. It is a fire shirt. Now, there are other shirts I could have grabbed, and best believe, upon the New York Knicks winning the NBA championship, a lot more shirts will be copped. I may even, and I've said it before, I'm not a jersey guy, but I may have to go out and get me a jersey. I may have to. Especially with the finals logo on it, it's going to go crazy. Sons Jen said the blueberry and cheese will have to be retired. Yeah, until next year. Until next year rolls around, but until then, we're rocking it to the end of all the way through. All the way through. Even if they lose, this outfit's not going anywhere. I know the mentality had been, when we lose, I'll change the outfit, we'll go to something. No. This is the outfit from henth here forward. We are not doing anything. Mr. Nixon, what's up, Mr. Nixon? Michael Mack, what's up, Michael Mack? Cash, what's up, Cash? Who else do we have in here? Lance Napier, what's up, Lance? Rated, what's up, Rated? Appreciate you guys. George, what's up, George? Justice's dad, as always. DB, appreciate you. Jay Gardner, end of days. Maria Gomez, or Gomes, what's up, Maria? Appreciate you guys. Spotty T, Ian Parkins, appreciate you. Vic P, as always. Jatano Williams, what's up, Jatano? I appreciate you guys immensely. Let's get ahead. Let's get to it. Pretty good. What's up, pretty good? Gabriel Gobi. What's up, Gabriel? DB said, got my Cat 32 and my custom black Emirates DOR 51 on deck. There you go. The fact that you had to get a custom is unfortunate. They got to get the DOR jerseys suited and booted for the rest of the world. Because best believe, if there's any jersey I'm rocking, I might be rocking a Mo DOR jersey. I really might be. That's my guy. Nah, it'd have to be a Brunson jersey. I got to get me a Brunson jersey. All right, let's also put up the game. Why does it always default me going to ESPN when the game is on ABC? Come on. What are we doing here? You know what we're here for. You know what we do. Eric C said, go up 2-0, and this is Bedlam. Oh, it's about to go crazy. And my guy, Freeway Hustle, with a very generous super chat. Appreciate you, my guy. He said, ESPN ABC sounds more like Spurs pregame. That's why we're here, right? We don't need to listen to these dudes. And obviously, look, the Spurs lost the game, so they're going to talk about the adjustments the Spurs need to make in order to pull off a victory. They want this to go to 7. But if you're the New York Knicks and you're us, we know it's only going 4. Maybe 5. Spurs are a very good team. Maybe 5. It's going to go 4. It's going to go 4. 2-0 is going to feel insane. It's going to be crazy, especially coming back Game 3 in the Garden. Here's the thing. The last 2 sweeps that the Knicks had, J3, what's up, Jay? The last 2 sweeps that the Knicks had, unfortunately, they had home court advantage. So Game 4, they ended up winning on the home court of the opponent. It was just meant to be. So Game 4, after the Knicks complete 3 sweeps in a row for a 15-game playoff winning streak, is going to feel so sweet. It's going to feel so good to raise that championship and celebrate on the court in MSG. It's going to be incredible. It's going to be euphoric. Christian Place and MSG is going to be beyond insane. Oh my goodness, brother. The building may come down. We may knock the building down with how raucous we're about to be. Eric C said, where's Susan? Where is Susan? Mr. Nixon went to Mr. Nixon. Game 3 is going to be crazy. It's going to be insane. It's going to be insane. There's no other way to put it. Christian said, Wemby needs to put a 30-point, 10-rebound, 5-block game. This is a game 7 for the Spurs. Yeah, if you go down 2-0 and you completely get eviscerated away from your home court, listen, if they lose the first 2 games at home, if they want to complete this comeback, you have games 3, 4, and 6 in MSG. 3 of the next, if I can do math in my head, 3 of the next 5 games will be in Madison Square Garden. Good freaking luck, which, by the way, Wembanyama in his entire NBA career is 0-3 in Madison Square Garden. He has yet to pick up a victory in the world's most famous arena. Vic P, what's up, Vic P? Once we win it all, what happens to the Sioux? Retired forever, or will you bring it back next year? We're going to bring it back. We're going to bring it back. What do you think? Maybe we retire it. Maybe we put it in a glass case and we throw it up on the wall somewhere. That'd be hilarious. We might do that. We might do that. Maybe we go out and we find a different blue blazer for next year's run. I mean, you guys saw we have other attires, but this might be too legendary to keep around. You're right. We may have to frame it. We may have to frame it as if and hang it up in our own rafters in the studio here. Michael Rogers, the studio, the room. It's just the room. J3 said, oh, we got our favorite ref tonight, Tony O. Brothers. Yeah, it's a good point. It's a good point, Jay. I did see that Tony Brothers is the lead chief official here tonight. And you know Tony Brothers officiates the worst games in the NBA. Expect missed calls. Expect the foul fest. There's going to be like 50 free throw attempts here tonight. Multiple players going to be in foul trouble. Expect Karl Anthony Towns to pick up 2 fouls in the first 2 minutes. It's going to be disgusting. It's going to be a disgusting officiated game. Keith Modeste, what's up, Keith? All the way from Trinidad, West Indies, been a fan since 1981. Yes, sir, Keith, appreciate you, brother. Recovery Grind, what's up, Recovery? Good luck to y'all tonight. I hope we got luck on our side. Every championship run needs luck. Every championship run needs luck. Sons Jen said, break glass in case of emergency. That'd be hilarious. If we run over to the rafters. Yeah, we might hang it up in the rafters. That would be funny. That would be funny. And keep it as a memento to the channel. Chaos Kid said, I'm late. I was right on time, brother. I was right on time. 8 o'clock. I had it up at 8 o'clock, and I was here at 8 o'clock. I was here. I said I'd be here, and I was here. David Osh Jr., what's up, David? Dib Keith, what's up, Keith? Bridges game incoming. I had the same thoughts, Keith. I had the same thoughts. If you saw some of the interviews that De'Aaron Fox did yesterday after their practice practice walkthrough, whatever it was, their media availability, De'Aaron Fox talked about, like, the different options they have in covering Jalen Brunson, and that you don't want to bring too many defenders over because then it leads to other guys getting open, but that may be the path they take and whatnot. And if that's the path they take, expect Mikal Bridges to be the outlet. Him, Josh Hart, expect those guys to be the outlet here. And especially Mikal Bridges in that mid-range, especially with Wembanyama walling off the paint. Expect Mikal Bridges, if they do intend to go that route, to feast here tonight. And we've seen Mikal Bridges go off against this San Antonio team. He did it this season. We obviously know, I think it was 2 years ago. Was it last year, 2 years ago? It might have been last year. No. Yeah, it was last year. Mikal Bridges' first year here. Where he went off for the 42-point game on Christmas Day. Incredible. Expect a big Mikal Bridges game. I agree with you. David sees a big OG game. I could see OG too. I mean, I could see everybody. I could see Towns going off for a 30-point game here tonight. I know he hasn't been a big scorer during the playoffs because he's been more of a connector as well as scoring as well. But again, if they are forced to take Wembanyama off of Karl Anthony Towns and have him guard Josh Hart here tonight, which maybe they will, maybe they won't. My guy Freeway Hustler, continuing with his generosity. I appreciate you, brother. He says, wish there was a crowd-only mode. Chevy is the best in the business. Hit the like. Let's go, Knicks. Appreciate you, Freeway. Appreciate you. That would be fire on the broadcast. If they had a crowd-only mode, I wouldn't have to have the volume turned down to like almost 0. It's actually on 1. It's the lowest I could have it. That's what the volume is set to. Appreciate you, Freeway. Thank you for your generosity tonight, big dog. As far as, I think I was talking about David, OG game. Yeah, I could see Karl Anthony Towns having a 30-point game, but like during the course of this finals series here, I could see like Anunoby having a big game, Towns having a big game, McBride having a big game off the bench. We've seen Brunson have the clutch game, and Towns obviously had a great game 1 and whatnot. I could see Bridges having a big game. I could see Josh Hart, like against Cleveland, knocking down a bunch of perimeter shots. Like, this team runs so deep that I know people continuously overlook them. Not people, the national media who did not pay attention to the Knicks, and we've been trying to tell everybody. But I could also see Mitchell Robinson having a 12 rebound game with 8 of them being offensive. There's so many guys on this team where it's like, oh, guess what? Here tonight, Landry Shamet's going to hit 6 threes, or Deuce McBride's going to hit 5 threes and have 2 steals, or Mikal Bridges is going to go off for 28 with 4 threes, or Josh Hart's going to hit 5 threes tonight, or OG Anunoby's going to go off for 30. Stuff like that. Karl Anthony Towns going to have 30 and 15 tonight. Stuff like that can absolutely occur here for this Knicks team. And we always know Jalen Brunson's going to show up. So, Freeway said, they love to talk about the Spurs didn't play well as if the Knicks did. Yeah, there was definitely a lot of that. There's definitely a couple of people that I watch in particular who are very good, who were, Zach Lowe was even one of them. Where Zach Lowe was all over it, where he was like, he even called it out. And he was like, a lot of people are talking about the Spurs didn't shoot well. They actually shot better than the Knicks. Who didn't shoot well either. So, yeah, both teams had a pretty rough shooting night for the most part. The Knicks made them when they needed them the most. Anunoby ended up with 3 threes. Shamet ended up with 3 threes. And overall, the Knicks hit, I think it was 10 threes. Knicks hit 11 threes in comparison. The Spurs hit 11 threes as well. They were 11 for 43. The Knicks were 11 to 36. So neither team shot it well. I expect the Knicks to shoot it better here tonight. I expect the Spurs to shoot it better here tonight, but we'll see. We'll see. Cash said, I'm telling you, this prediction, everyone in the chat, this is once in a blue moon prediction. Knicks will win by 10+ points. Mark my words. Brother, I got Knicks in 4. Knicks winning by 10 tonight is not out of the realm of possibility. We are for sure there. AP with a very generous super chat. Appreciate you, AP, for your generosity, big dog. He said, good luck to us tonight. Please no tie, 2-0. Yes, sir, brother. Yes, sir. Knicks in 4 until proven otherwise, and people have yet to prove us otherwise. Anyway, we do want to get to a couple of things. Let's run through our bingo card real quick. Not much has changed, but I did add a couple of things that I thought should be added, especially to a finals bingo card, right? Harvey, what's up, Harvey? Champagne put the evil eye on his own team by trying to punk Jose. Hey, and we could see a Jose Alvarado game, right? Like, there's so many guys on this team that I could see them coming through and having big nights. You could also say that if you're a Spurs fan, like, well, Vassell can have a big game, and Champagne can have, well, Champagne did have a big game, and y'all still lost, So, Ahmed, what's up, Ahmed? Appreciate you, brother. Susan, what's up, Susan? Just wanted to check in, hit the like button. Y'all, positivity alive. Unfortunately, have to work. Appreciate you, Susan. Always got to handle business. Hope you have a good night. And of course, the New York Knicks will come through for you, Susan. We're good. We're good. Let's run through our bingo card here. We're going to start with Steph Castle to get 20 points. If San Antonio wants to win, we're going to see it from both sides here. If San Antonio wants to win, Steph Castle is going to need to get to 20 points, if not more, considering the inconsistencies of scoring throughout this team outside of Wembanyama. Steph Castle has consistently been the second best player. Chick Brooklyn Beauty, what's up, Chick? Steph Castle has consistently been the second best player during this playoff run for the San Antonio Spurs. He will, even though he scored 17 points, we'll go through the box score in a second here. Even though he scored, it was 17 points. I can pull it up real quick here. Scroll down, we see Steph Castle had 17 points on 7 for 16 shooting. It was 1 for 5 from 3, 8 boards, only 3 assists. They didn't have a ton of ball movement out there. He also had the 2 turnovers. But if they want to be able to pull off this victory against the Knicks, and if the Knicks want to hold down San Antonio Spurs, guarding Steph Castle is a top of the list of priorities here tonight. Raymond, what's up, Raymond? Sorry, Susan, just don't worry, they'll win. They'll win. They'll win. They will indeed win. TT in the morning. What's up, TT in the morning? To see if Fox shows up today for the Spurs. Looking to see if Fox shows up today for the Spurs. Fox, we'll get to him here, and we'll go through his box score as well. Definitely has a lot of weight on his shoulders. I know he's dealing with the injury, but man, oh man, he played 38 minutes while Dylan Harper only played 20. He played 20. He played 10 less minutes than De'Aaron Fox. It's gonna have to change. You're going to have to see 35+ minutes from Dylan Harper and sub 30 minutes from De'Aaron Fox. Now, he was 3 for 13. What happens if those shots go down, we'll see. But he's not been shooting it well since coming back from the injury. They do need his ball handling and his floor game as a point guard out there, as opposed to Dylan Harper, who's more of a rookie, who may have more of a difficult time getting his team. Like, he can score. You can see all the skills there. But what he doesn't have is the experience of leading a team. Right, and going up against this vaunted Knicks defense that does not get the credit that it deserves, man, it is difficult to have a backcourt of rookie Dylan Harper and second-year player and not really a point guard Steph Castle, more of a combo guard, be the starting guards for your team. and not have a floor general out there. And while De'Aaron Fox isn't like the most prototypical, natural throwback point guard, I'm going to send my big man. He can lead a team. He does have a better floor game than anybody else on this squad, and he can set guys up and get them into their offense, as opposed to Dylan Harper and Steph Castle. They can struggle a little bit more in that regard, even though Harper is the better player. I understand why Mitch Johnson stuck with De'Aaron Fox into those minutes, because he's like, well, he's my former All-Star, but also I'm not worried with him bringing the ball down and setting our offense up. He's going to get us into our offense. And the Knicks did a phenomenal job in Game 1. I wish I could bring him up. And maybe I'll message him to see if he allows us to use any of his content so I could show it on stream. But there's a guy on YouTube that I've been watching for a couple of weeks here. He does these phenomenal breakdowns, in particular defensive breakdowns of, and let me see if I could just bring up his channel here. We won't watch any of the videos, but I do want to give him a shout out because he's phenomenal. If he's here. He's not here, but different channel. But he breaks down the defense, and the Knicks did a phenomenal job of holding off the San Antonio Spurs from being able to get into their initial action, forcing them to pivot and go and get into something else. And that's why it's incredibly important to have a floor general point guard out there. Keith, what's up, Keith? Bruce Fowler, what's up, Bruce? What's up, Bruce? Daniel Blau, what's up, Daniel? Knicks better win. The Red Sox are beating up the Yankees. I can't bear having both New York teams lose. I don't give a damn about the Yankees. Aaron Judge is out for however long, a month and a half, 2 months possibly. He'll be reevaluated in a month and a half, re-imaged with the rib injury. It don't matter. Whatever happens with the Yankees right now, they're in the midst of their regular season. It don't matter. The Knicks are in the NBA Finals. We don't care about the Yankees right now. We'll care about the Yankees upon the conclusion of the NBA Finals. Jason said Landry Shamet calling out the final play and they getting the turnover was poetry. Yeah, called out the pistol action that he called out the pistol action, which then went into a hammer action, which is a staple of the Spurs offense that they've been running for a decade and a half under Greg Popovich. Has been a decade of their offense. It's been a staple of their offense. And Landry Shamet noticed it, called it out. Probably, some of the coaches noticed it as well, pointed out to Shamet, or Shamet noticed it. Whoever noticed it, they made sure to spread that word across the rest of the team, starting with Landry Shamet, who subbed into the game, called it out to everybody. They ran pistol right into hammer. And Shamet signified it with the hand signals all the way through and sent it to the rest of the squad. And they knew exactly what was running, and Shamet blew it up and knocked the ball out of bounds. They had to run a different out of bounds play, and it was beautiful. It was beautiful. I do want to, his channel name is JD. This channel. It is a phenomenal channel. Go check out JD. Again, this videos, you can see I watched it. These other videos I have watched. It is phenomenal. He goes over the Knicks game plan and what worked and what didn't work, and what worked for the Spurs defense against the Knicks, and how both teams are trying to counter their defense. It is phenomenal. If you love basketball, if you want to understand basketball better, you have to watch content creators like this guy breaking it down on another level. He was phenomenal at it. There's ways of talking about it and then having the ability to pull up the actual plays and break them down and pause them and show them, well, this guy's coming up here to stop this action, and they're switching here and pre-switching and late switching and all these things. Check out JD if you really want to see it. Again, like I said, I'm going to try and message him to see if maybe he'll allow me to show some of the stuff. Even if it's just the shorts, that may be better to show the shorts of like a specific action or a specific play that he broke down, because he does phenomenal work. He said awful coaching too. Stay away from that guy. Don't even give that guy attention. Remember what I said about being in an attention economy? Don't give the negative Nancy's like that, who are screaming into the void and don't know what they're talking about, attention. Villanette TV, what's up, Villanette? Checking in from the job. Let's go, Chevy. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. Orville Sweeney, what's up, Orville? On a Knicks high, man. Yeah, man. Yeah. Okay, we probably have 10 minutes till tip off. So I did want to go through the box scores, but I also want to go run through the rest of the bingo card. Jason said awful coaching is an idiot. Yeah. I saw one short of him like a year or 2 years ago whenever he started popping off. I was like, that's cute. That's a funny video. It's obviously satire, and he has just leaned way too far into it, and it's absolutely ridiculous content. Raymond said, what is it? It's just JD? It's just JD. Oh, why did I exit out? It's just JD. I could show you again. My guy, it's just JD. If you typed in Jordan Diernba? Jordan Diernba, JD. If you type in JD NBA defense, check out JD. His channel should come up. This is Jordan. Check out Jordan's content. He's phenomenal. Again, I'm gonna message him, see if he gives us permission to use his content, because I don't ever want to put somebody's content over my content and just be like, oh yeah, let's check this out. No. I'll ask him. Anyway, there you go. Thank you, Judges. There you go. Mike Sleva. They keep underestimating JB like he hasn't been doing this for 4 years. That's what I'm saying. People are like, oh my goodness, I can't believe how clutch he is. I'm like, where have you guys been? He's been doing this for years. AB said, game of the year, let's do it. Absolutely. Speaking of game of the year, let's talk about how the Knicks could win it, how the Spurs could win it, how the Spurs are going to try and keep the Knicks from winning it, how the Knicks are going to try to keep the Spurs from winning it, vice versa, all the way around. Josh Hart, 12, 5, and 5. Obviously, we saw him have the 15 rebounds, the 3 points, and the whatever it was, 6 assists, and the 4 steals. He was phenomenal the other night. He didn't get his bingo spot with the ridiculous stat line because he couldn't put the ball in the basket or at least give us a winner steal. Either way, Josh Hart was phenomenal the other night. Usually him hovering around 12, 5, and 5, and whatever configuration it ends up in, whether it's 12 rebounds, 5 points, and 5 assists, if he can end up around 12, 5, and 5, that's usually a phenomenal Josh Hart game. We'll see what he has in store for us here tonight. We are in the finals, so you could absolutely see him going all out. It's been glorious to watch Josh Hart in his full Josh Hart evolved form. Young On, what's up, Young On? Felipe, what's up, Felipe? Isaiah Gardner with the Isaiah. Fox said they're going to try to get the ball out of JB's hands and let others take tough shots. It isn't going to work because JB has 14 assists. Yeah. It could very well be the kind of game where Jalen Brunson is like, oh, you're going to hedge and show a bunch of defenders to me. Okay, well, Mikal Bridges is going to flash to the mid-range and he's going to knock down mid-range shots on you all night long. Or we're going to get it to the mid-range, or we're going to swing it around, end up back in Brunson. He'll have the advantage. He'll look to attack again. They can't guard the Knicks in the same way they guarded the Thunder. Number one, Thunder were not healthy. They did not have the perimeter players to deal with that. But number two, Jalen Brunson is a more diversified scorer than SGA is. He just is. You're not going to be able to run multiple defenders to him and expect the Knicks to just stand around the way the Thunder did. They're going to be able to pick you apart at that point. User, what's up, User? Hart still needs to score just a little more. Maybe. Or maybe Bridges scores more. Maybe Anunoby scores more. It truly just depends. It could come from anybody. There's not one set, and as we saw in game one, there's not one set way of winning. It's not like, well, we need 12 points from Josh Hart. We don't need 12 points from Josh Hart. We do need some version of 12, 5, and 5, whether it's 12 rebounds, 5 points, 5 assists, or whatever the case may be. Josh Hart needs to be heavily involved, though. 12, 5, and 5 is usually why I have it up there and why I don't specify exactly what the 12, 5, and 5 needs to be, but he does need to be involved. He does need to get the numbers in order to get to that point. Nick Yak, what's up, Yak? We haven't lost the game by more than 1 point in almost 2 months. It is insane, Yak. It is absolutely insane. Any player for 3 blocks feels like a lot. With Wembanyama out there, we'll see. Champagny for 3 threes. For some reason, he did not make it onto our first bingo card, even though he has been there for every single Spurs bingo card. I somehow missed him in the last one. So we have Champagny for 3 threes. We have a couple of guys making their appearance on the bingo card for the first time as well. Coming up, 2 consecutive missed free throws as always. A successful challenge as always. A goaltend as always. Bridges for 15 points. He had 7 the other night, or around 7. Again, we'll look at the box score real quick before we get to the tip-off. Bridges 15 points. Again, if they're going to throw multiple players at Jalen Brunson and force the ball out of his hands, 5-star 60, what's up, 5-star? You need Rich Smith. What's up, Rich Smith? MBM, appreciate you, brother. You need a guy like Mikal Bridges to flash to the middle, make himself available, and knock down shots and be aggressive when the ball does find its way to him. Shot clock violation is always. Harper, 12 points, feels low for him. Maybe we bump it back up to 15 where it originally was. We lowered it down to 12 because he was dealing with the abdomen injury, but we might need to raise it back up to 15 at this point. And you know, there's not much to say. Dylan Harper has been the better guard. Between the 3 guards, honestly, between all 3 of them, Castle, Fox, and Harper, Dylan Harper's kind of been the best one, which is crazy to say of the rookie. A jump ball, Vassell for 3 threes. Him, Champagny are the 2 best shooters, the 2 more reliable shooters on the team. Everybody else is a very inconsistent shooter, very unreliable shooter, even if they're capable of doing it. Mark with the Mark Chicken Feed. What's up, Chicken Feed? My guy, Project Slap, with a very generous super chat. Appreciate you, Project Slap. He said eventually JB Knicks will hit their shots. Absolutely. What happens to the Spurs team when Jalen Brunson can't miss? What happens then? Right? S2 Mar, what's up, S2 Mar? Appreciate you. So shot clock violation, Harper for 12 points, jump ball, Vassell for 3 threes. Like I said, everybody else on the Spurs team, very inconsistent shooters. Vassell and Champagny need to come through as shooters. And Champagny did in the first half and went MIA in the second half because the Spurs defense, the Knicks defense stopped letting him get open looks, and suddenly he stopped knocking them down, then fell out of rhythm, and then next thing you know, they were really struggling to knock down shots from the perimeter. A logo 3, Brunson for 30. Feels like a lock most nights. We'll see, depending on the defense that the Spurs come out with, because eventually he will start to knock down his shots. So we can maybe wave away some of the missed shots that he had in game one, where he got to his spots and just missed the shot that he normally knocks down, to rust. Again, the 9-10 days off that they had in between the Cleveland sweep to the start of game one, hopefully they're in a better rhythm here tonight. Cat for 20 points. He had 18 the other night. It's a pretty low bar. I set it down to 20. It's usually at 25 for the second stars. I set it down to 20 because Karl-Anthony Towns has not necessarily been a go-to scorer during this playoff run. He's been more of a facilitator and connector as well as scoring. So he's down to 20, which is very, very gettable for him. But again, he's been a do-it-all type of big here, and we'll see. And he has his hands full defensively. And of course, Tony Brothers is going to be looking to get him out of the game early, so hopefully. Mark said, ticky-tack Tony. Yeah, Tony Brothers is the official here tonight. So expect Karl-Anthony Towns to pick up 2 fouls in the first 2 minutes of the game, if that. And it's going to be very, very annoying. Double-double as always makes his return, and Landry Shamet. How can we go through a finals run without having Landry Shamet make his first appearance onto the bingo card here tonight? Shamet for 3 threes, right? He's up here along with Deuce McBride. Consider Shamet and McBride the Vassell and Champagny of the Knicks. Shamet with 3 threes and McBride 3 threes. Maybe both of them getting 3 threes here tonight. They're going to need their shooters to knock down shots the same way the Spurs need their shooters to knock down shots to help spread the court and allow guys like Brunson, Anunoby, Towns, Bridges, Josh Hart to attack the basket and have space, especially with Wembanyama trying to clog up that paint. Swish kicked. What's up, Swish? We have Fox for 15 points in with a high ankle sprain. We've seen him struggle mightily to score, so he's down to 15 points when he's usually at 25. We'll cut 10 points off of his prop that we usually have him up here on the bingo card with, so he's down to 15 points here. A travel is always, like I said, McBride for 3 threes. A failed challenge is always Wembanyama for 30. He's going to need a big bounce-back game. 26 was not enough in the previous game. We'll see what he has here tonight. If he's really that guy and he shows up in his second finals game after a rough outing in game one, we'll see. Anunoby for 15 points. We got Anunoby and Bridges here for 15 points. One of those guys is going to have to come through. We'll see which one of them it is here tonight. In game one, it was OG who ended up with 17, had a big second half. We'll see which of the two guys, if not, hopefully both of them, come through here tonight in the scoring department. Either way, we expect high-level defense from, all of these guys playing here tonight. Robinson, 3 offensive rebounds. We lowered it down from 4 because he's dealing with the pinky injury, of course, the broken hand, essentially. So I lowered it down from 4 offensive rebounds to 3 offensive rebounds, so we'll see if he hits that. He only had the 1 offensive rebound in game 1, and we know obviously in the playoffs they are super dialed in, keeping him off the offensive glass, and we'll see here tonight if Mitch Robinson can get it going, because again, it could be a McBride game, it could be a Shamet game, it could be a Robinson game. The Knicks have so many ways to dominate a basketball game. It's going to be interesting to see who comes through for them here tonight. Iron Wolf, what's up, Iron Wolf? Need this win. Need it. TT in the morning said, side note, I think the NBA rookies this year have been very impressive. A lot of standout performances. Yeah, I mean, Edgecombe, standout performance. Con Knipple kind of faded away in higher leverage situations, but had a phenomenal rookie year. Cooper Flag, obviously, on a terrible Mavs team, but he was phenomenal. And then, we're watching Dylan Harper here. Derek Queen had a good season. A lot of promise. And then another deep rookie draft class coming in a couple of weeks now, so. Farm Boy TV, what's up, Farm Boy? Slim Havoc, what's up, Slim? Raymond said Robinson's the man, the myth, the legend. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, let's get JD out of here for now. Let's go through the box score. We just had, I believe, the national anthem there. So let's go through the box score now. Where's our box score? Right here. Of the previous game, so the Knicks won at 105-95. They held the Spurs under 100 points. The last 2 times the Spurs were held under 100 points, came against the New York Knicks. It came in March in the regular season where the Knicks held them to, I believe, to 84 points. And then obviously game 1, they held them to 95 points. So this Knicks defense just has answers to this Spurs offense. We'll start with the New York Knicks, the away team. We usually start with the away team, so thankfully for us, we get to start with our Knicks. Anunoby came through in the second half, 17 points from him, 5 for 12 shooting. He did knock down the 3 threes, one of them being over Victor Wembanyama was phenomenal. I'm expecting him to be a little bit more involved offensively for the entirety of the game, and hopefully the Knicks are figuring out a way to get him and Mikal Bridges more involved. We'll see. Astor Cat with the Bastard Cat, Rog D Guy with the Rog D, Robert Kling with the Rob. Wemby on Cat is a critical matchup. Cat has to have a big night. Yeah, we'll see if they keep Wembanyama on Karl-Anthony Towns. We'll see. Maybe they could try switching up that matchup, put Wemby on Josh Hart again, like they did in the regular season. But we'll just have to wait and see to see what the matchups are. It was very surprising to see Wembanyama come out to get the start on Karl-Anthony Towns. Maybe they did that to see if it'll work and it'll pivot. Maybe they keep it here for game 2 to see, especially to start, to see if maybe he could just clean up his his positioning and the way he was guarding, like he was guarding Karl Towns way too close. Like he's got the size and length, obviously, to give him a little bit of space, keep a hand up to contest a possible shot, and still stay in front of him to slide his feet a little bit better to stay in front of him. So we'll see. Maybe he just needs to clean up his technique, or maybe he just can't guard Karl Towns. We will figure that out here tonight for sure. We have Josh Hart, 3 points, 15 rebounds, 6 assists. We talked about him along with the 4 steals. Let's not forget the 4 steals. Huge Josh Hart night. We have Mikal Bridges, 9 points again, was mostly quiet offensively. I thought he had a really good defensive game, though. He was very important. And then obviously at the end, they brought a double team to Jalen Brunson finally at the end. And like always, Mikal Bridges flashed to the open space in the middle of the court. Brunson split the defense on the pass, got it to Mikal Bridges early. He turned. He had De'Aaron Fox coming over to him. He was able to draw the foul, go to the foul line for 2 free throws. So Mikal Bridges, I think, is going to be huge, especially if they follow through on what De'Aaron Fox was talking about the other night in wanting to get the ball out of Jalen Brunson's hands and forcing the other guys to make shots. Because we know the other guys can make shots. We know Anunoby can make shots. We know Towns can make shots. We know Bridges can make shots. We'll see how quick that Spurs rotation will be off of Jalen Brunson and how the Knicks react to it. Jalen Brunson, right? In listening to as many podcasts as possible, listening to as many opinions as possible as to what transpired in Game 1, there were most people, I wouldn't even say a lot, most pundits were like, man, Karl Towns was the best player in the court, and he may have been. I'm not trying to take anything away from Karl Towns. He was superb and spectacular and absolutely deserves that level of praise. But I just, maybe it's a me thing. I have an issue being like, oh, Karl Towns was the best player on the court when they don't win without the second half contributions of Anunoby in the shot making. They don't win without Josh Hart's 15 rebounds, 6 assists, and 4 steals. They don't win without Jalen Brunson making those shots at the end of the game to put it away. They obviously don't win without Karl Towns, his offense and his defense on Wembanyama. But it's just, I just had a hard time listening to everybody be like, oh yeah, Karl Towns was easily the best player on the court. And I'm like, yeah, he was awesome. But so was everybody else. Like, this is a team performance here. This is a team game. So that's kind of where I'm at, right? Tammy, what's up, Tammy? Always love seeing you at the chat, Tammy. Right? It's a team game. And then again, the Alvarado minutes off the bench was spectacular, especially in Jalen Brunson going down with what felt like a pretty major injury. So ultimately he came back. But Alvarado in his 11 minutes, 7 points, 4 boards, an assist, a steal. He was all over the place. He was great. Landry Shamet, 13 points off the bench was big. McBride did 2 threes was big. Knock down more shots, Deuce McBride. We need it. T the Morning said, facts that Looney Tunes music they played in the Knicks intro. The other was Real Petty. Did they? I don't have the volume on. Did they play it again here today? Speaking of, they're going to come out for the jump ball any minute now, so we got to run real quick over the Spurs. Champagny, 16 points. All 5 of his shots, all 16 of his points came in the first half. 5 for 10 from 3, 5 for 6 from 3 in the first half, 0 for 4 in the second half. Wembanyama, 26 points. It's been beaten into the ground. His performance, 26 and 12, is very deceiving. He did have the 6 turnovers, didn't shoot it well, 6 for 21 from the field, 2 for 9 from 3. He did get to the free throw line. Expect him to get to more free throws here tonight with Tony Brothers being the official. He's terrible. Young LA, with W Young LA, Big P, appreciate you guys. Tammy said it was SpongeBob. I thought it was like the Backyardigans or something. It was some child television show. It was tacky and bad, especially for the NBA Finals. Look, do what you want in the regular season. It's fun. It's silly. We're going to, find our way through the grind of the 82-game season. Don't do it in the NBA Finals. Ridiculous. Ridiculous decision. Steph Castle, 17 points, 8 rebounds. Again, it looks deceiving because he didn't have a very impactful game at all. You barely felt his presence out there. They didn't get many contributions off the bench. The only guy who contributed off the bench was Dylan Harper with the 16 points, but he went quiet after that first quarter. At 10 in the first, 6 the rest of the way. So, but we're going to get right into the jump ball here. Spurs win the tip pretty easily. Of course, it's Victor Wembanyama. Steph Castle bringing it down. We're off and running. The High Vibe with a very generous super chat as always. Appreciate you, High Vibe. He said, locked in, go Knicks. Yes, sir, High Vibe. Appreciate you. If you guys don't know, my guy High Vibe is a Hornets fan. They swing it out to Vassell, coming to his left across the wing. They swing it up top to Wemby, driving to his right, down the lane in the paint, goes up, leaves it off for Castle. Extra pass out to Vassell, a straightaway 3. The beautiful ball movement, and Vassell gets him started with a 3-point make right away. And here we go. We're off and running. We are off and running. Appreciate you, High Vibe. Thank you for your generosity, brother. The Knicks will bring it down. Brunson bringing it down against a lot of pressure here. De'Aaron Fox now switched on to Brunson, whereas Steph Castle got the start on Brunson the other night. So Brunson gets it over to Towns, still being guarded by Victor Wembanyama, who's not guarding him nearly as close here. So Towns has it up top, throws the cross-court pass to Brunson, almost turns it over, and it is Not a turnover. And Brunson's going to drive it down, settle for the mid-range fall away, tough shot over Champagnie, and he got it to go. If Jalen Brunson got the jump shot dialed in, it might be a long night for the Spurs. Quick hit ahead to Vassell. They're going to have to keep up offensively. We'll see if they can. Vassell gets it up top. They swing it around to Wemby. Wemby up top over to Champagnie, driving it down against Brunson all the way to the rim. Can't get the scoop layup to go, but that's because he's fouled by Mikal Bridges, and he's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws. Bridges coming over, of course, to help on the drive as Brunson's too small. Champagnie doing a great job, but not being just a three-point shooter, putting the ball on the floor. Clearly a directive after game one where it's like, man, you got 6'1" Jalen Brunson guarding you, and you're 6'7". Put the ball on the floor a little bit, get to the rim, and you could see right away it's exactly what he did. Ivan, what's up, Ivan? If we win tonight, bring out the brooms. Of course. Broom's still in the vicinity. But like you said, we got to take care of business here tonight. Then we'll start talking real sweet. As of right now, it's Knicks and 4 until proven otherwise. The High Vibe said, shout out Mike Brown, too. Yeah, in all of the discussions of, what the players did the other night, Mike Brown has been so superb during this playoff run, man. He really has. Champagnie knocks down both of his free throws. And Jalen Brunson will bring it down against Steph Castle here. Was it just cross-match before, or are they doing a good job of switching up their matchups and giving Brunson different looks? Brunson gets trapped at the half-court line, saves it over to Towns. Towns over to Anunoby, cut into the rim, kicks it out to Josh Hart. Extra pass to Bridges. Bridges attacks the open space in the lane. High floater over Vic. Can't get it to go. Battle for the rebound. Knocked over to Fox. Fox pushing it the other way. Fox up top, being guarded by Bridges. Crosses over to his left. Driving, stop, pop. A little mid-range pull-up jumper. Comes up short, can't get it to go. Towns the rebound. Big, strong rebound over Vic. And now here comes Brunson pushing the other way. Brunson up top, coming to his left, riding the wave off the Josh Hart screen. Pump fakes over to Josh Hart. Hands it off to Brunson. Brunson coming to his right. Puts up the three. Can't get it to go, but that's because he's fouled by Steph Castle. He's going to the foul line for 3 free throws. Steph Castle getting way too handsy, trying to keep connected off ball and chase Brunson around these handoff actions. Chris Baskerville said, here we go. Clarkson time tonight. I'm calling it. I hope so. Could also be a Clarkson night. I didn't mention him much. He only played 6 minutes in game one. Didn't love the 6-minute Clarkson stint, so I understand why he didn't go back to him, but. Just that said, the arena is packed with Knicks fans tonight. Unreal? Is it really? I did think there were going to be more Knicks fans for game two than there was for game one. But yeah, I'm looking around the camera. I obviously can't hear the crowd very clearly at all. So you guys are going to have to let me know about the crowd noise. But just looking up, I could see blue jerseys everywhere. I could see the blue jerseys everywhere. The blue jerseys, the blue shirts that the fans are wearing in the chat to represent the Knicks. Brunson at the foul line for 3 free throws. He knocks down the first one. He's got another one coming. Oh, no, he's knocked down the first 2. He's got one more coming. Keenan R said, I didn't realize Harper is also Filipino until a nurse told me. Yep, half Filipino. Half Filipino. Same with Jordan Clarkson. The Filipinos are represented very well during this NBA Finals run here. Brunson knocks down all 3 free throws. He has scored the first 5 points for the New York Knicks. Victor Wembanyama yet to really take a shot, yet to really get the ball. Steph Castle tries to split the defense. He draws the foul there, getting tripped up. Bonita Crandon. What's up, Crandon? So Vassell will inbound it here. We're tied at 5. A little over 10 minutes to go here. They get it into Champagnie, left wing, being guarded by Brunson. Out to Castle. Castle up top, being guarded by Hart. Castle dancing with it. Gets it out to Fox. Right wing. Swings through to his right. Down in the paint. Crossover on Towns in the paint. Kicks out to Vassell. Extra pass to Champagnie. Left wing 3 for Champagnie. Got it to go. Nothing but net for Julian Champagnie there. And it's 8-5. Brunson bringing it down against Castle. Brunson up top, spinning off of Castle, driving it down in the paint. Goes to the basket, going for the floater, can't get it to go, gets blocked by Castle, was looking for the foul, and then Josh Hart picks up his second foul already. Remember, Josh Hart was Josh Hart is only going to get the first foul. The previous foul they called on Jalen Brunson on the trip on Castle. So, okay. So it's going to be 1 foul on Hart, 1 foul on Bridges, 1 foul on Castle already so far here tonight. Josh Hart, that's a bad foul. He just reaches in on Castle, who already snagged the rebound. This is excellent offense so far here from the Spurs, moving that ball around. Knicks got to be better on their rotations, getting out to their shooters. Here comes Steph Castle and the Spurs bringing it down here. Castle coming to drive the Wembanyama screen. Stops in the paint, leans in, goes up off glass. Got to go high off glass over Josh Hart to go down. Beautiful move from Steph Castle and Josh Hart bringing it down, hit ahead the Bridges. Knicks to start this game a lot slower in pace, and that's because the Spurs are out pressuring, and it's been fantastic defense from them to start. Anunoby in the lane, goes to the reverse layup over Wembanyama. Got it to go. OG Anunoby finding the angle. It's 10-7 here. Little over 9 minutes to go. Castle coming to his left off the screen. Crosses over on Brunson. Quick pass up top to Fox. Extra pass to Vassell. Coming to his left across the lane. Pump fakes at the foul line. Spins. Got nowhere to go. Has no outlets. Tries to get out to Wembanyama. Knocked away from Town. Champagnie picks it up. Puts up the three out of the corner. And he banks it in. He got the Deuce McBride corner bank off the top of the backboard that McBride hit the other night. So you know what? We got one the other night. And now Champagnie and the Spurs get one, so we'll call all things even. Brunson off the heart handoff, going along the baseline, pump fake, steps through, kicks out to Anunoby, left corner, pump fake, puts up the three off the one dribble, got it to go down for OG Anunoby. And Anunoby's come out locked in, ready to go. We love to see it. Both sides locked in and ready to go. It's 13-10. And now here comes Fox, bringing it down, swings it out to Castle. Castle on the right wing. Gets it over to Wembanyama. Jab step coming to his right. Has Towns in the post. Kicks it back out to Castle. The straightaway three. Or the right wing three, excuse me. Bridges with the long rebound. Hands it off to Brunson. Will bring it down the other way. Brunson has it up top. He'll be picked up by Champagnie. Brunson pulls it out. Quick crossover to his left. Trying to blow past the defense. He does scoop layup. Can't get it to go. Good block from Champagnie. And now here comes Vassell pushing the other way as Brunson hit the deck. It's a 5-on-4 situation. Castle hop step in the lane. Puts up the floater. Can't get it to go. Battle for the loose ball rebound. Anunoby beats him to it. Hit ahead to Jalen Brunson being the defense down the court. Leans in. Layup gets blocked by Vassell. Great defense from the San Antonio Spurs so far. A block by Champagnie on Brunson, and then a block by Vassell on Brunson. They're not giving him anything easy in the paint so far. Whew. Mark said, give me my whistle. I like the no whistles. I'm fine with it. There's a lot of contact both ways. As long as they allow us to play, I'll take allowing them to play as well. There's contact there. It could be a foul. In the regular season, that's a foul. Here in the playoffs, and even in the NBA Finals, I'm good with it. Don't give us the foul. Go get me a bucket, Brunson. Go get me a bucket. Keldon Johnson's in the game. They get it into Josh Hart in the corner. He's going to tag Wembanyama, hop step, and he steps on the sideline there. And the ball is going to go back to the Spurs. Christian Blay said, any man respect to Sheffy for being this enthusiastic about the enemy scoring in the finals. It was the C's losing. I'd be cursing out every bank shot. It is what it is. We got a lucky bank shot from Deuce McBride the other night. The exact same spot, the exact same bank, high off the backboard out of the corner, and it dropped down. So, like I said, call all things even. Now let's hoop. They swing it out to Keldon Johnson, attacking to his right in the lane. Hop step again, Anunoby. Pump fakes, leaves it off to Wemby. Wemby to the rim, throws down a lefty slam. Carlton Towns helping out too far. Good pass from Keldon Johnson. It's 15-10. Brunson bringing it down the other way, being guarded by Castle. Brunson up top, coming to his left. Wembanyama hedges out hard. They get it out to Anunoby. Anunoby swings it out to Josh Hart, right corner. Wide open right corner three. Can't get it to go down. Rebounded by Champagnie. Josh Hart is without a three-point make into this final so far. Champagnie Euros down the lane. Scoop reverse layup. Can't get it to go down. And now here comes Brunson pushing the other way. Brunson up top. Stop and pop straight away three. Let me go. Jalen Brunson. Line it up. 13-15. Here we go. And that's 13-15. Castle has in left wing. They're going to slow things down a little bit, make sure they run their offense. Quick crossover on Josh Hart, down in the paint, kicks it out to Champagnie, extra pass over to Harper. He'll attack the lane, going to the basket, lefty layup, got it to go. The Knicks not doing a good job keeping them out of the paint. Great paint pressure from the San Antonio Spurs, able to kick it out to their shooters and attacking the closeout. Josh Hart has it up top, swings it over to Anunoby. Extra pass over to Bridges on the left wing, being guarded by Champagnie. 17-13. Bridges up top, gets it over to Josh Hart. Josh Hart swings it over to Towns, being guarded by Castle. Towns on the right wing, looking for somebody. Swings it out to Josh Hart. They leave it open from three. He attacks the closeout, gets into the lane, kicks it out to Towns. Wide open from three. Karl-Anthony Towns in and out, can't get it to stay. Rebounded by Keldon Johnson. He's pushing the other way. Keldon Johnson hit ahead to Wembanyama, middle of the court, picked up by Brunson. They swing it out to Keldon Johnson. He wants it in the post to get it back out to Wemby. He'll line up the three as Anunoby scram switches onto him. He can't get it to go. Josh Hart the rebound. We're pushing the other way. Josh Hart, full head of steam, head down, stops at the three-point line, picks up his dribble, swings it over to Bridges. Bridges will attack the open lane, tries to kick it out to Anunoby. The pass got tipped by Anunoby, able to recover it. They kick it out to Towns, being guarded by Wembanyama. Back to Anunoby out of the corner. He's going to pump fake. He's going to drive it in. He's going to pump fake again. He's going to squick it up top. The extra passes over to Bridges out of the corner. Ran off that three-point line, taking the baseline. Back up top, Josh Hart. He pump fakes out of it. Foul line, floater. Off the back rim. Can't get it to go. Battle for the rebound. Wembanyama had it. Knocked out of his hands. Harper picks it up. He's pushing the other way. Harper up top. Maneuvers into the paint. Leaves it off for Castle. Pump fakes. Goes up. Draws the second foul on Josh Hart. Castle can't get the layup to go, but he will go to the foul line for 2 free throws. And we're going to get our first time out of the game as the Spurs lead 17-13. And when we come out of the timeout, Steph Castle will go to the foul line for 2 free throws. This is a phenomenal start to the game for the San Antonio Spurs as they've come out with a very focused offensive attack. They have gotten away from the Wembanyama ISOs that they started game 1 off with, and they are utilizing their team to its fullest much more here tonight. A very balanced attack. You look at the scoring here. Champagny with 8 attacking the Brunson matchup, not just three-point shooting, although he has knocked down 2 threes here. Champagny with 8, Wembanyama with 2, Castle with 2, Harper with 2. So they're doing a great job of having a balanced attack here tonight. Sons Jen said, I think I see why they didn't hand out shirts this time because of all the Knicks fans in the arena. You'd see it. It'd look weird. Is that what you're insinuating? Maybe. Keenar said, we're allowing way too much in the paint. Way too much in the paint so far. Absolutely. Yak said, Spurs defense has been great. It's been fantastic. It has. It really has. Knicks got to find a way to answer it. One of the options could be possibly getting an extra shooter out there for Josh Hart. Not that Josh Hart's playing poorly, but having an extra shoot out there like Shaman or McBride would force the defense to react to you in a different way and spread their defense out a little bit more and make them a little more hesitant of helping out as much as they are. Sons Jen said, I heard 30% Knicks fans. That's incredible. Out in Texas. Knicks fans invading the West Coast. Mark says, title still says game 1. Does it really? Does it really? My bad, my bad. Maybe that's why people are confused as well. All right, let me fix that. Appreciate you, Mark. Title says game 1. Ah, I see. Gotcha, brother, gotcha. All right, I'll update that. Thumbnail's good though, right? Thumbnail's good? Thumbnail's good. All right. Thumbnail says game 2. Title is now updated to say game 2. There we go. Thank you, Mark. Whew. Bruce Simpson said, just started raining heavy in Kingston. Yeah, I said Shamit should be coming in. Yeah, Shamit, probably Mitchell Robinson as well. We'll see. We'll see who we go to off the bench here. But usually Mike Brown has waited to take any of the starters out till about halfway through the first quarter here. Usually the first time out. Cash said, watch the 22-0 run. We'll see. We'll see. It's a long game. Kinar said, also, did I change channel names from Chevy Jr. to just Sheffy? Yeah, I did that. I think last year I did that. Last year I think I did that. Channel name was changed to just Sheffy, I think, last year. AB said, always slow starts. It's a 4-point game, brother. 17-13. What a slow start. Brandon Peabody with the Brandon. Josh Hart's high risk, high reward player. I don't think he's high risk. I know what you mean, but I don't think he's high risk at all. I think he's solidly great every single night. But, you know, like if he's not knocking down his shots, you go a different way and you limit the minutes just a little bit. Raymond said it's time for some Shaman. Probably. I do expect Shaman to come in. We'll see if it's for Josh Hart. He does have the 2 fouls now, so I expect him to come out. He was the one who picked up the foul, and that's his second foul with Castle hitting the pump fake on him. Madrasi with the Madrasi. Just that said, Hart, 2 fouls. Just to up the difficulty. Remember, he was in foul trouble the other night as well. He only played 7 minutes in the first half the other night, and he still ended up with 15 rebounds. Castle with the foul line. Misses the first free throw. We love when our opponents miss free throws every single time. We never not love it. Never, ever not love it. Yeah, so what games aren't we behind? The ones that we have blown teams out in. People have become very, there's a very funny story, actually, that I'll tell you in a second, but Castle missed the first free throw. The Spurs are in the bonus, by the way, the remainder of the quarter. We're halfway through this first quarter. Castle misses both, knocked out of bounds. Champagny knocks it off of Bridges. It's going to stay here with the Spurs. He got to secure those rebounds. He missed 2 free throws, which, by the way, that hits the bingo card, 2 consecutive missed free throws. Deuce McBride and Landry Shaman both check in here. They get it into Cornette, and Cornette gets fouled by Karl-Anthony Towns going for the steal, and that's 2 free throws for Cornette because the Spurs are in the bonus. A bad foul from Towns. I know you're trying to make a play, brother. It's a bad foul, though. 30s TTV, what's up, 30s? It's been a long time together, but we're here. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Still got a long way to go, though. Still got a long way to go. So now Cornette is at the foul line for 2 free throws. And as you can see, almost everybody's picked up a foul. Shaman and McBride literally just checked in. So fouls are already starting to rack up here. But the Knicks have absolutely been putting themselves in this situation. Kornet splits the defense, splits the free throws. A home run pass from Towns to Shamet. Shamet can't get the layup to go. Excellent defense from Dylan Harper in transition. Forces the miss. And now here come the Spurs pushing the other way. You got to get those to go down, Landry. It's a great defense from Harper, who pump fakes, crosses over down the lane to the basket, two-way, and it's slammed. Dylan Harper. My goodness. Dylan Harper exploding to the rim. It is now 22-13 because Kornet did hit that free throw to give him 18. Then Harper got the dunk to get the 20. Bridges gets it into Towns. Towns, high post, and a foul is called. Is that on Vassell? It's on Luke Kornet. Hands all over Towns there. And that's a good defensive possession from Towns there. Just not because, Dylan Harper got the two-handed slam right past Karl-Anthony Towns. But Karl-Anthony Towns just picked up the one foul. Just give him the dunk, right? Fly-by defense from Towns. Just give him the dunk. I'd rather him have the 2 points than you get the second foul. Bridges has it on the left wing off the inbounds. He's being guarded by Vassell. Bridges up top to Towns. He'll spot it for the straightaway three. And he got it to go down. There you go, Big Cat. Little over 5 minutes to go here. We're definitely past the halfway point at this point. And now here Castle brings it down. Coming to his right off the Kornet screen. They kick it up top. Dylan Harper, the straightaway three. Harper can't get it to go. Towns with the rebound. Towns, quick hit ahead. Deuce McBride bringing it down. In and out dribble. Stops, dancing with it. Leaves it off of Bridges. Bridges is the trailer. Over to Towns. Extra pass to Shamet. Sidestep. Right corner three. Landry Shamet throws up an air ball. McBride able to save it, but gets fouled by Dylan Harper. Okay. Junior Floyd. What's up, Junior? Knicks in 4 until proven otherwise. Yes, sir, Junior Floyd. Yes, sir, brother. Knicks in 4 until proven otherwise has been the mantra for 2 years now, and it's finally coming to fruition here today. Angela Harding. What's up, Angela? Amy said Harper may be an alien too. Yeah, it's not normal for a rookie to perform the way he's performing in this finals here, man. It's not normal. Carter Bryant is in the game. McBride's going to inbound it. He's being guarded by Kornet. McBride gets it into Towns. Towns has it up top. He's got nobody open, so he gets it to Brunson. Brunson with the shot clock winding down. And he steps on the side out-of-bounds line. And he steps on the out-of-bounds line. Ball back to the Spurs. Their defense has been phenomenal, providing a ton of pressure to the Knicks right now. They're going to need an answer. Here come the Spurs bringing it down. Fox is back in, gets it over to Carter Bryant. He'll attack the lane in the paint, tries to leave it off for Kornet and turns it over. Here comes Deuce McBride bringing it down. McBride on the left wing. Has it against Dylan Harper. McBride hands it off to Towns. Towns up top being guarded by Kornet. Coming to his left. Towns, he's going to dance with it now. Tagging to his left, blowing past him. Scoop layup. Got it to go for Karl-Anthony Towns. And he wanted the foul, but he didn't get it. Get back on defense. I love it. Got right back up, getting back on defense. It's a 2-point game, 20-18, a little over 4 to go. Fox gets it up top to Harper. They swing it over to Vassell. Catch and shoot over Shamet. Off the side of the rim. Can't get it to go. Bridges the rebound. Great boxing out from Towns to provide Bridges the space to grab that rebound. And Brunson bringing it down against Carter Bryant. Spins off of him. Driving it down. Pulls it back. Has it up top. Dancing off the Towns screen. And gets jetted out by Luke Kornet. Tripped up. That's a foul on Luke Kornet. And Brunson, a little smile on his face. He knows they're trying to beat him up. But I tell you what, Brunson's no SGA. You're not going to beat him up. We saw him game 1. Kennard said moving screen. Moving screens everywhere. So we got 4 minutes to go here. It's 20-18. Brunson will inbound it. They get it in the Robinson. They hand it off to Brunson. Brunson, jab step, coming to his right, driving it down, leans in, throws up the floater, can't get it to go. He was looking for the foul, didn't get it. Robinson battling for the boards, saves it over to McBride. McBride puts up the mid-range jumper, in and out, can't get it to stay. Luke Kornet, the rebound, and now here comes Carter Bryant pushing it the other way. Carter Bryant cross-court past the Fox, catches, attacking in the lane, stops, hesitating, hop step, has nowhere to go, pump fakes, pivots, spins, puts up the floater off glass, got it to go down for De'Aaron Fox. Surrounded by defenders, pivoted just enough to find the open space and knocked it down with the floater off glass. Here come the Knicks bringing it down, looking for an answer. They get it over to Shamet. Shamet will bring it down. Shamet coming to his right, off the Brunson screen. Shamet sees a lane. He'll take it. He'll go to the basket, goes up, gets grabbed by De'Aaron Fox, and it's a foul. And Shamet will go to the foul line for 2 free throws. And there's a lot of hacking and whacking going. Refs are going to have to clean. I know they're calling the fouls here, but they're going to have to clean up a little bit of the physicality from the Spurs. They're trying to be very, very, very physical. They're teetering the line of the physicality and the dirtiness. Right now, they're not in the dirty yet, but you can see they're on that line. They're pushing that line a little bit, which is obviously what you want to do when you go to the bench, no Wembanyama, and they've struggled in the Wembanyama-less minutes. And so they're trying to muck up the game a little bit here. I respect it, but again, refs are going to have to clean it up a little bit, make sure none of the players get hurt, make sure it doesn't cross over that line. Robinson at the foul line for 2 free throws. Did they just go to hack a Mitch as Shaman was going to the rim? So now Robinson at the free throw line, knocks down the first free throw. Thank you, Big Mitch. Thank you, Big Mitch. He's got one more coming. Knock him down. He said, not today. Don't do that to me. Don't you do that to me. Cornette, by the way, has picked up the 2 fouls already. They don't care about the Cornette fouls because they don't want him out there anyway with Wemby, right? Keith Modeste said, once this game stays close, we got it. Robinson misses the second free throw, though. Vassell with the rebound. Some nice boxing out from the Spurs. And now here comes Dylan Harper bringing it down. He adds it up top. It's 19-22. 3 minutes to go in this first quarter. Harper, head down, goes right into the chest of McBride, who cuts him off, has to pull it back out. Harper coming to his left, swings it over to Carter Bryant. Carter Bryant back to Harper. Extra pass over to Vassell. He'll take the lane in the paint, layup high off glass. Got it to go down for Devin Vassell. A nice drive and finish. Trying to get it to Brunson. They can. Carter Bryant denying him the ball. Excellent defense from the Spurs yet again. Very disciplined here. Now here comes Deuce McBride, bringing it down. Gets it over to Brunson. Brunson, cross-court pass, Shame at right corner. And they foul Mitchell Robinson using the foul on Carter Bryant there. Robinson will go to the free throw line for 2 more free throws. They're going to get the timeout. I'd be interested. Isn't there a foul that you can't foul somebody when they're out of bounds, if they're standing out of bounds? Isn't that a rule? Am I crazy? Should we look that up? Kinar said, Mitch, long distance like 20 degrees is crazy. It is crazy. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Just shoot it high. I feel like it's not a difficult concept to understand, that you can shoot it straight. You can't throw it forward. It needs to go through the basket at this angle. So if you throw it forward, it can't go through the basket at that angle. You get it? I don't understand how people don't understand that. Mark said desperation basketball. You're seeing it. You are seeing it for sure. But here's the thing. It's a 5-point game right now. Robinson going to the foul line for 2 free throws. So, Chef Nick. What's up, Chef Nick? I'm here for you and the Knicks. Let's go. Let's cook, baby. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Kinar said any training vid tells you need a much higher arc. We don't even need to talk about training video. We literally talk about common sense. If you need something to go down through a hole, you need it to come at an angle coming down through the hole. You can't come forward at the hole. It needs to drop down in. Mike said, live the ball, Mitch. Like I said, isn't there a rule that says, let me fill in the 2 consecutive missed free throws first, by the way, before we forget. We did have that, and it wasn't from Mitchell Robinson. It was from Steph Castle. Isn't there a rule that you can't foul somebody when they're standing out of bounds? Hold on. Maybe it's that. I know there's a rule that you can't set a screen when you're out of bounds, but Raymond said his trainer needs to change. This has been a topic of discussion for forever, brother. He's not changing his trainer. Mitchell Robinson's a very loyal man, to his detriment at this point. NBA, can you foul someone standing out of bounds? Mr. Lee, what's up, Mr. Lee? K Hazy, what's up, K Hazy? Mitch needs to practice on 20-foot rims. That would work. That might work. Or you could do the old school thing and just put a net in front of him, like halfway between him and the basket, and then he has to get the ball over the net, and that cleans up your arc. Just there's very simple fundamental things. Yes, you can foul players standing out of bounds. Okay. You can't set a screen when you're out of bounds, though. That's something you can't do. But you can foul somebody who's out of bounds. Okay. Just wanted to make sure. Want to double check. Chi-Chi, what's up, Chi-Chi? Can a Knicks player give a hard foul? These dudes are just pulling over Mitch like he ain't there. True. Ronald McPaul with LeBron. Spurs have no shame, I guess. That's how they got all those guys chips. No. There is no shame in champions. Champions don't have shame. Nor should you. Deuce McBride. Mitchell Robinson hit your free throws, right? DB with the DB. Deuce not hot yet? Nope. Deuce is taking 1 shot and did not make it. It was a mid-range shot, too. Russell Field with the membership. Appreciate you, brother. His first time with the membership. Appreciate you, Russell. Thank you for your generosity, brother. Thank you for your support, man. Ziglar says Spurs are hacking like crazy. Yeah, I mean that is the game plan. They're using fouls from Luke Cornett and from Carter Bryant because those guys are not playing heavy minutes anyway, so they don't care if they're in foul trouble. Raymond said use a paddle when he doesn't arc the ball. You get a whack. Or literally just put a net in front of him, halfway between him and the basket, so he has to shoot it over the net and into the basket. It cleans up your arc. It is literally something they do with like middle schoolers and high schoolers. All right, Big Mitch, knock down your free throws, big dog. Jay Gardner said, why doesn't Mitch start quarters not in them? I don't know. He's playing like around 20 minutes anyway. Robinson misses the first free throw very badly, very short and wide right. Robinson got one more coming. Not even looking comfortable with the free throw line, man. AP said, do you like this team in the best of 5? Knicks and 4 until proven otherwise, brother. It's been the mantra all season long. Robinson goes over 2 from the free throw line. Cornett with the rebound. They get over to Fox. Fox will bring it down. Fox has it up top, being guarded by OG Anunoby. Fox coming to his left off a double screen. They swing it out. Vassell, pump fakes. He'll take the lane. Extra pass out to Fox. A bad pass down below his legs. He has to go down to recover it, but he puts it up anyway. Has more than enough time, and he knocks it down. It's an 8-point lead for the Spurs, and Landry Shamet gets it over to Brunson, and Brunson will bring it down. Brunson has it up top. And Carter Bryant uses his second foul, and Mitchell Robinson, he's going to the foul line for 2. Kennard said, ooh, they're not missing tonight? Now, you had to expect they were going to be much better, for sure. You had to expect they were going to be much better. Knicks need to be much better as well. OG Anunoby got off to a hot start. Brunson has 8 points on 2 for 6 shooting. He's knocked down a 3 as well, so, you know. Robinson knocks down the first free throw. Got a nice friendly bounce. He's got one more coming. There you go, Big Mitch. Knock him down, big dog. Knock him down. I got full faith, Big Mitch. I got full faith. Gigi said, how long is Brown going to let the hack and Mitch go? Well, Towns is standing at the scores table, but you can only stub a guy in during a dead ball unless you call a timeout, and there's no need to call a timeout there. Big Mitch just knocked down your free throws. It's got nothing to do with anybody but Mitchell Robinson. Knock down your free throws. As he knocks down 2 free throws, like I'm saying, step to the foul line, knock down your free throws. I don't give a damn about subbing them out. Knock down your free throws, Mitch. De'Aaron Fox has it up top, dancing with it against Anunoby. Coming to his left, off the Wemby screen, driving it down the lane in the paint. Scoop play with the left hand, got it to go down past OG, and De'Aaron Fox is getting it going here tonight. 8-point lead, 29-21. Brunson bringing it down against Harper. Brunson coming to his right, directing traffic. Brunson trying to run a 2-man game with Anunoby. They hedge out. Brunson tries to throw the behind-the-back pass over to OG Anunoby, gets knocked out of bounds by Harper. And Brunson talking to his teammate, telling him what he wants from them. Robert Kling said, way to go, Mitch. I don't believe it. I do believe it. I've had belief in Mitch Robinson for forever. And he's going to remain in the game because we're under 2 minutes now. Brunson gets it into OG Anunoby. Hands it off to Brunson. Brunson being guarded by Vassell. Brunson being guarded by Vassell. Crossing over to his right, down the lane in the paint, foul line floater. Too strong, can't get it to go. Can't get the bounce. Harper to the rebound. Hit head to Vassell. They're off and running. They throw a lob to Fox. Fox gets the layup to go. And they're running the Knicks out of the building right now with 10-point lead for San Antonio. And Shamet bringing it down. He has it on the right wing. They get it back to Brunson being guarded by Champagnie. Brunson coming to his left. Coming off the Robinson screen, they get over to Shamet. Shamet swings it over to Anunoby. Anunoby, jab step, coming to his right, putting his head down. Ball knocked out of his hands. He recovers it. He doesn't recover it. He does recover it. He picks up his handle, though. He's got nowhere to go. Anunoby spinning, coming to his right, down the lane, step back, pump fake, inside the Robinson, goes up. Got the layup to go for Big Mitch. What a pass from OG Anunoby, by the way. Trusting Mitchell Robinson to catch that, and what a great finish from Big Mitch in the paint. Brunson, Fox crosses over to his left, loses the handle, picks it back up. Tries to get it to Wemby, slips and falls. Wemby able to catch it, get it out to Champagnie, back to Wemby. He's going to attack Mitchell Robinson off the bounce. Head down, stop, turn, half spin, steps through, and gets fouled. He's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws as the Spurs are just putting their head down and being more aggressive than the Knicks right now, both defensively and now offensively, getting to the foul line. The Eric Tron, with the Eric Tron, Lionel Monos is double Lionel. Dom Anthony said, can't shoot either. Not a lot going the Knicks' way right now for sure. Knicks got to adjust. Victor Wembanyama at the foul line. Misses a free throw. Boy, oh boy, do we love when our opponent misses free throws. Kenar said, yes, agree with the Spurs game plan. Now, how are you going to adjust? Yep, it's all about adjustment, right? All about adjustment. Wemby misses the first free throw. He's got one more coming. We got 1 minute to go. Tom Anthony said JB looks rattled. Not at all. I disagree. Very physical game right now. Sending 2 defenders to Brunson. Got to figure it out. Brunson, McBride has it up top as he brings it down. They're going full court denial of Jalen Brunson. De'Aaron Fox's game plan coming to fruition here. McBride comes off the screen, being guarded by Harper. He's got nowhere to go, struggling with his handle. And is that a backcourt violation or out of bounds? Either way, McBride struggling with the handle. Got to get Jose Alvarado in the game. I'd rather Jose Alvarado than Deuce McBride right now. We know McBride has an iffy handle. Nah, that was a close one. I don't know if I would have called that. I would have just let him keep, he had him trapped in that corner anyway. Good defense from the Spurs, though, forcing the Knicks into turnovers. Knicks got to survive the quarter, figure out a game plan going into the second and the remainder of the game. Fox up top, jab step coming to his right up the Wemby screen, snaking it back to his left hand. Brunson digs down and picks the ball out of his pocket. Brunson over to Shaman to the rim, layup, got it to go. Beautiful fast break for the Knicks. And the quarter strong. It's down to 7, 30 seconds to go here. And it's 63-40 in terms of the percentage here. 63 for the Spurs, 40% for the Knicks. And Fox has it up top. Being guarded by OG Anunoby. He's going to try to wind down the clock as much as he can. There's about a 7-second difference between game clock and shot clock, so the Knicks should have a possession back. They leave it off for Wemby on the pick and pop. He's going to pump fake from 3, actually. Drive it down, past the paint, layup, got it to go. And Mitchell Robinson selling out on the Wembanyama pump fake from 3. Great pump fake from Wemby. Said, I'm not going to settle for the 3 tonight. Beautiful decision. Now Brunson bringing it down. Brunson on the right wing, being guarded by Fox. Rhythm dribble, step back, right wing 3. Brunson can't get it to go. Wembanyama, good box out and rebound. He's going to throw the 3/4 court heave, hit the top of the backboard, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter right there. It's 34-25. A phenomenal first quarter for the Spurs. Can they keep it up for a full 48 minutes? Will the Knicks find an answer to respond? 9-point deficit. Mitchell Robinson having a really rough game so far here tonight. Getting beat off the dribble by Wembanyama, overselling on his 3-point attempt. Brother, you got to close out short. Bad discipline, bad game plan discipline from Mitchell Robinson so far here tonight. Keenar said, Wemby really sold that shot. Yeah, but that's fine. Let him shoot that shot. You close out, you stutter step. It's bad technique and bad discipline from Mitchell Robinson to oversell in the 3-point shot. 3-point possible shot from Wembanyama, who has not shot it well in the series and has not shot it well so far here tonight. Well, that's not true. He's only taken 3 shots. He's 2 for 3 from the field, but one of them being a layup, the other one, I can't remember. He hasn't knocked down a jump shot tonight, is my point. Mark said, get Mitchell. We should have Cat in there the last 2 minutes. No, I disagree about you should have had Cat in there the last 2 minutes. You'll have Cat to start the second quarter. That has been the normal rotation all season long. Karl-Anthony Towns has normally started the second quarter. Brunson plays the entirety of the first quarter. We know this. No need to overreact right now. No need to overreact. Listen. Spurs are an extremely desperate team. They played a very, very good first quarter. Game plan was on point, and they executed it very, very, very well. And now the Knicks need a response, right? Need a response. You trail by 9, 34-25. Start of the second quarter. Towns in. Alvarado in. A different look. Josh Hart back in after picking up the 2 fouls early. Knicks got to find some answers. Rich Smith said, where's Bridges? Bridges spent some time on the bench there after McBride and Shaman came in, but I don't love the minutes from Deuce McBride here tonight. Got to get Jose Alvarado in there. Drew said, I'm not worried about the Knicks. Nah, I'm not worried. There's things they got to clean up. Bruce Simpson said, who's having the spammers? Quick draw, McGraw type. Yeah, shout out the moderators in the chat. Appreciate you guys, man. Appreciate you. Raymond said the Spurs defense is good, but there's too much pushing by the Spurs. That's playoff basketball, brother. That's finals basketball. Got to find a way to battle through it. Lee Wei Shi, what's up, Lee Wei Shi? Now you play better defense and offense. Yeah. Yeah. Jason said Mitch got to be better if he wants to play. Completely agree. Victor Marquez, what's up, Victor? It's still early. Knicks fourth quarter team. They are. The Knicks are one of the most well-conditioned teams in the NBA. We know Wembanyama and his young Spurs team can oftentimes maybe struggle a little bit with that. So we'll see. We'll see, right? You got to remember the last time the Knicks played not the last time, but when the Knicks played the San Antonio Spurs in the NBA Cup game, Mitch Robinson wasn't good for 3 quarters. And then in the fourth quarter, he outworked them, right? And he grabbed like 6 offensive rebounds in that quarter alone. So again, this is a second half team for sure. They got to make adjustments. They got to be better as the game goes on here. But that was a phenomenal first quarter from the Spurs, right? And look, they are the desperate team. You can't go down 0-2 in the NBA Finals when you have home court advantage. They, in their minds, they have no other option but to win tonight. So they came out with the level of desperation needed. But now that you took that early punch from them, again, let's see if the Spurs can continue that kind of game plan discipline all night long and that kind of shooting and offensive shot making all night long. Like I said, they shot 60% from the field, and the Knicks' defensive rotations were not on point. They got to be better. Junior Floyd said, my wife just prayed over our Knicks. We got this. There you go, brother. There you go. Mark said, chip away and take control. Yeah, it's a 9-point game. It's a 9-point game. Got to be better. See what kind of adjustments they make. Maybe said, I'm tired of these slow starts. My guy AP is just playing his role tonight because there's no way you could really believe that when they are on literally a 12-game winning streak. Shaman gets it into Alvarado. Alvarado bringing it down. We got Alvarado, Shaman, McBride, a very small backcourt. Towns and Anunoby. Alvarado has it up top, coming to his left, off the Towns screen, being guarded by Champagnie. Over to Towns on the pick and pop, swings it out to Shaman, right wing three. He's nice and open, can't get it to go down. Rebounded by Wembanyama, gets it over to Dylan Harper, extra pass to Champagnie, over to Harper, back up top to Wemby. Great ball movement from the Spurs so far here tonight. Harper coming to his right, swings it out to Castle, right corner three, and he got it to go down out of the corner over Deuce McBride. I'd get Bridges in for Deuce McBride. I don't like the minutes Deuce McBride has given us here tonight. Alvarado coming to his right, blowing past Castle, swings it out to Anunoby, extra pass to McBride. McBride has it up top, gets it over to Towns. Towns, excellent rotations from the Spurs here tonight. He's going to step back for a straightaway three. Towns got it to go. Thank you, Big Cat. My goodness, where would we be without Karl Anthony Towns? Here comes Steph Castle bringing it down. He has it up top. Towns up to 8 points. They get it over to Wemby. Wemby up top being guarded by Towns. Wemby out by the logo, kicks it over to Castle. Castle, ball knocked out of his hands, picked up by Castle. Castle being guarded by Shaman. Jab step, coming to his left, off the Champagnie screen. Now coming to his right, he's got Alvarado switched onto him. Out to Champagnie, puts up the three over Shaman. Off the back rim, can't get it to go. Wembanyama, long rebound, over to Castle, back to Wemby. Wemby on the left wing, being guarded by Towns. Swings it back to Castle. Castle catches, pump fakes, driving into the lane. Against Shaman, gets blocked in the air. No foul call. What an attack. Alvarado dribbles it to the left. He'll stop and pop for three over Wemby. Can't get it to go. And then Anunoby and Keldon Johnson getting tied up down low. Keldon Johnson comes up limping. Wemby, rhythm dribble, sidestep, left wing three. Wembanyama off the back of the rim, can't get it to go. Anunoby skies for a rebound, gets it over to Alvarado. Call all things even. A couple of missed open shots from both sides. Alvarado bringing it down against Castle, coming to his right off the Town screen. Alvarado has it on the right wing, being guarded by Keldon Johnson. They get it to Towns up top, high post, being guarded by Castle. Swings through to his left, down the lane in the paint floater. Can't get it to go, but draws the foul on Castle. And Towns will go to the foul line for 2 free throws. He has been excellent tonight yet again. Yet again. Just that's at home whites undefeated in my book. The block, oh, that is a clean block from Shaman on Castle. My goodness. My goodness. (28-37). Towns at the free throw line for 2 free throws. The Deuce McBride minutes have been rough. They have been rough. Towns knocks down the first free throw. He's got another one coming. Shaman's had some open looks. He's got to knock him down. Harrison Barnes comes in for Keldon Johnson, who did come up limping a little bit after he and Anunoby got tangled up fighting for a rebound there. I don't know if it was just maybe he banged knees or whatever, but he's still got a slight limp to him as he makes his way to the bench. I think he'll be all right. Maybe, maybe just bump knees or something, but not a great sign for the Spurs. Their sixth man hurting a little bit. I said Towns has been the mismatch period. Towns is always a mismatch. He's a 7-footer. He can shoot threes, put the ball on the floor and attack the rim and be a beast on the boards. He's a walking mismatch. He always has the mismatch. Who in the NBA can guard Karl Anthony Towns consistently? Nobody. That is the tantalizing nature of Karl Anthony Towns throughout his entire career, and why the boneheaded decisions throughout his career has always been very annoying to watch. Harper down the lane, knocked out of bounds. And they call an offensive foul on Dylan Harper, using the offhand to try to discard of Deuce McBride there defensively, and the ball back to the Knicks. They could have just called it out of bounds off of him, but they decided to call the offensive foul on Dylan Harper right there. See the replay on it? Ooh, yeah, that left arm hooking Deuce McBride, elbowing him in the head. And by the way, McBride still stripped him clean. They get it into Alvarado. Alvarado will bring it down against Castle. Alvarado up top. Being guarded by Castle. Castle poking at it. Alvarado blows past the defense down the lane. Skubalev gets blocked by Victor Wembanyama out of bounds. It'll stay here with the Knicks, though. Keenar said, a collision with OG is never going to work out for you. Nope, not at all. Not at all. So Alvarado gets it into Towns. Towns is going to attack across the baseline, go up, two-handed slam over Vic, and got something to say about it too. He's hooping out there. 7-0 run from the Knicks, led by who? Big Cat. Here comes Harper, driving down against Towns, leans in, gets blocked at the rim again. Anunoby the rebound, Dylan Harper. The lights are a little too bright. And now here comes Anunoby, driving it down, spins off a Barnes to the lane, kicks it out. McBride, left corner three. Can't get it to go. Deuce McBride, I'm ready to pop off for you, big dog. Here comes Castle, shot out of a cannon. One-on-one against Alvarado to the rim. Alvarado grabs him and knocks him to the ground. And that's going to be 2 free throws for Steph Castle. Come on, Deuce. Come on, Deucey. We got you a nice open look, big Deuce. You got to knock them down when they come. It's all right. We're going to knock them down as the game goes on. It's all right. Spurs been knocking down their threes. Knicks have only knocked down, 3 threes? 1 from Brunson, 2 from Towns. So we're going to be all right. We're going to be all right. We have 9:20 to go. Castle with the foul line for 2 free throws. He just is coming off missing 2, but he does knock down the first free throw there. He's got another one coming. As far as the rest of the bingo card goes, nothing has happened yet. So we only have the 2 consecutive missed free throws. Judge, that said 4 for 11 from 3. Who hit the other 3? Anunoby hit the other corner 3. So Anunoby has 1, Brunson has 1, and Towns has 2. Okay. Keenar said Towns' fire's finally been lit after a 10-year career. Light bulb went on. There you go. Absolutely. I completely agree. Those boneheaded foul calls they're not completely gone away. They'll never completely go away. You know, so many times, so many players commit dumb foul calls. Like, it happens. He's very prone to them. But when was the last time we saw him have that offensive arm hook foul? It's vanished. It's gone, right? So Castle did knock down both free throws, by the way. Josh Hart is back in, hands it off to McBride. McBride coming to his right, has it in the mid-range, spins, kicks it out up top to Josh Hart. They get it down low to Towns, has post-positioning layup, got it to go against Castle. He's too big, he's too strong, he's too talented. Don't put Steph Castle on me. Karl-Anthony Towns is hooping. They can't guard him right now. It's 34-39. Castle hit the free throw. They get it over to Champagnie. Champagnie over to Wemby. Wemby over to Castle. Castle on the right wing, coming to his left off the Wemby screen. Bridges trying to chase. They switch it, puts up the mid-range jumper over Bridges, off the back rim. Can't get it to go. Great boxing out, a rebound for Karl-Anthony Towns. He's a man amongst boys down there. Here comes Josh Hart, bringing it down on the left wing, being guarded by Barnes. Up top to Towns, pump fake from the logo. Driving to his left, stops, swings it out to McBride up top, being guarded by Wemby. They get it over to Alvarado, back to McBride. Rhythm dribble, pull up 3 over Wemby. Too strong, can't get it to go. Rough minutes for Deuce McBride here tonight. Now here comes Castle. Castle bringing it down. Crosses over to his right. Swings it up top to Champagnie. Extra pass over to Fox. They dump it down low to Wemby. It's a bad pass from Fox. It's a turnover. Josh Hart pushing the pace. Josh Hart up top, pulls it back out. On the right wing, being guarded by Steph Castle, who's telling McBride to go through. They get over to Towns, a logo 3, line me up. Comes up short, can't get it to go. It's okay, I like the heat check, I'm fine with it. It's not a great shot, but I'm fine with the little heat check there from Towns. Fox crosses over McBride, picks up his handle, has nowhere to go. Players get tangled up, no fouls called. Fox puts the ball back down on the floor, goes to the floater, got it to go down. And the foul? And the foul for De'Aaron Fox. He's going to the foul line for 2 free throws. A lot of contact, no fouls called. I like it. I like it. I don't know if he should have been able to put the ball back down on the floor after he picked it up. Yeah, he picks it up. And then he puts the ball back down on the floor. Jay Garner said, where's JB? On the bench. On the bench, guys. You guys do know that players come out and come back in, right? They don't play a full 48. Garner said, we just cannot hit the outside. They'll fall down eventually. They'll fall down eventually. Keenar said Deuce needs to regroup on the bench. I agree. Some rough Deuce McBride minutes. Mike Brown was not happy with that Deuce McBride 3 over Wembanyama previously. You can see him talking on the sideline with him right now. Rough minutes for Deuce McBride here tonight. Ronald McPaul said amnesia double dribble. That's got to be that you can't allow him to put the ball back on the floor when he himself was the one who picked it up. It's not like the ball got knocked out of his hands, and it's not like he bobbled it. He dribbled it into a double team, picked his dribble up, and then after the double team left, he put the ball back on the floor. It's a double dribble. It's a bad call. Missed call. The foul and 1, fine, but like I'm fine with that. And the no call previously, I'm fine with. But like you can't allow him to put the ball back on the floor. Like we can't do that. Alvarado has it up top, ball knocked out of his hands. Alvarado has to go into the backcourt to pick it up. He's coming to his left, off the Castle screen, stops, pulls it out in the corner, pump fake, gets the foul on Steph Castle on a three-point attempt. Terrible defense from Steph Castle, lurching in against Alvarado, who had nowhere to go. What do you think? Alvarado's going to knock down that corner three on you? Terrible foul by Steph Castle there. And Vassell off the bench is looking at Steph Castle and doing this. Like, you got to be smarter, Castle. You got to be much smarter there. That's a foul. That's a foul every day of the week and twice on Sundays. That's not even close. That's not even debatable. Alvarado to the free throw line for 3 free throws. And speaking of Castle needs to be smarter, Alvarado using this up here as he knocks down the first free throw. He's got another one coming. AP with a very generous super chat. Appreciate you, AP. He said, yeah, Chevy, I don't want to lose to a team that was put together 2 years ago through the draft. That's fine, brother. Okay. I agree. Sure. Kinar said, GT, I love this guy. He's tough and smart. A pest. Our pest. Yeah. We'd absolutely hate this guy if he was any other team. So he hit the first free throw, but he misses the second free throw. Okay, Alvarado, don't miss another one. Knock down the third one. Castle 3 fouls, yeah. Castle 3 fouls. He's going to be subbing out here. He is going to be subbing out. Vassell comes back in for him. Jose Alvarado does knock down the third free throw. He goes 2 for 3 from the foul line there. It's a 6-point ball game. 7:30 to go, and I don't feel like the Knicks are playing very well at all. De'Aaron Fox bringing it down against Alvarado. Fox up top, crosses over to his left, down the lane in the paint, stops, pulls back. Little foul line, fall away jumper, too strong, can't get it to go. Josh Hart comes flying in out of nowhere to snag that rebound. I didn't even see him into the vicinity of the area to grab a rebound, but he somehow grabbed it. They hand it off to Alvarado. Alvarado being guarded by Towns, directing traffic, coming to his right off the Towns screen. Alvarado pulls it out. Alvarado directing traffic, swings it over to Josh Hart. Josh Hart dumps it down low to Towns, and Fox got the steal, but Towns able to recover it, kicks it out the last second to Bridges. What a pass, and Bridges knocks it down. There you go, giving Cat the assist. What a pass from Karl Anthony Towns and a timeout from the San Antonio Spurs. What a pass from Karl Anthony Towns, who has been a man amongst boys here tonight. He has been phenomenal. He had 4 Spurs players converge to him in the paint. 4 Spurs players. And Karl Anthony Towns, after it was a bad pass and Fox got his hand in there and stole it. Actually, he just knocked the ball away. And when he went to go grab it, Towns just came over and said, I'll grab it from you. Thank you, big dog. I know I didn't catch it cleanly, but I just take it right out of your hands. And he hit him with a little drop step. And instead of forcing a little hook shot over 4 defenders, he went up in the air. He noticed, oh, dang, I got 4 defenders around me. I thought I was going to be wide open with a little hook shot, but y'all really surrounded me. At the last second, he's somehow in the air, able to swing that around Luke Cornett. A pinpoint pass, might I tell you. A pinpoint pass to Mikal Bridges in the corner, who delivers an assist to Karl Anthony Towns, his second assist of the night. He actually knocks down the 3. 14, 5, and 2 for Karl Anthony Towns so far tonight. He's been beautiful work from Karl Anthony Towns tonight. A man amongst boys, like I said. If Wemby's not going to guard me, don't put Fox on me. Don't put Vassell on me. Don't put Barnes on me. Don't put Champagne on me. They're too small. They're too little. And this is what I talk about all the time, where he is a walking mismatch. There is nobody in the league who can consistently guard Karl Anthony Towns. Who? Who is going to guard him, right? You're seeing him take Wemby off the bounce. Wemby don't even want anything to do with him anymore. They're taking Wembanyama off of him. He torched him in game 1. Who is going to guard Karl Anthony Towns in the NBA, right? Giannis? Is Giannis going to match up with Towns? I guess, like off the top of my head, the best defenders in the league, he's the best matchup for him. I guess it's Giannis. If Giannis could ever be healthy, you know? Just that's at 7 minutes left in the quarter. This might be a high-scoring game. Maybe. Game 1 was a low-scoring game. Neither team could knock down shots. And here's the thing. The Knicks aren't even necessarily knocking down. They've had plenty of open looks that they haven't knocked down. Shamet hasn't knocked down a 3. McBride hasn't knocked down a 3. Bridges just knocked down his first 3. Anunoby's got 1. Brunson's got 1. Towns has 2. We've talked about this, but they've missed some open ones, too. And it felt like the Spurs are knocking down a bunch of open ones. You know, they're knocking down their shots tonight. I mean, Fox has 12 points. He's 5 for 7 from the field tonight. Vassell's 2 for 3. Champagne's 2 for 3. So they're knocking down their shots. Knicks, not as much. Shamit's 1 for 4. Bridges is now 1 for 2. That's his first made shot of the night. Josh Hart hasn't scored yet. He's 0 for 2. Towns is the only guy putting the team on his back right now. 14 points, 5 for 7 from the field. He's been phenomenal. My goodness. Walter Strong, what's up, Walter? Had a quick break to get to the chat and say what's up. Say what's up to everybody. What's up? What's up, Walter? How you doing, brother? Mike Hirsch, what's up, Mike? Castle's 3 fouls will come back to haunt them. And they were really bad 3 fouls, too. Really bad 3 fouls. One on a Brunson three-point shot and one on an Alvarado three-point shot where both of them were absolutely fouls. My goodness. Chi-Chi said, keep it close for JB to take over. Knicks should keep going after Castle. Yeah, I think they'll be all right. I think they'll be all right. Again, I don't want a close game down the stretch. I want the Knicks to be able to pull away, you know? Keenar said, it's the New York Towns tonight, baby. We got big cities in the building. We got big cities in the building. Ivan said, the big bodega serving them with the chopped cheese passes. Joe said, why are they putting 4 dudes on cat? They're desperate as hell. They had De'Aaron Fox was guarding Karl-Anthony Towns down low. Once Karl-Anthony Towns was able to corral that ball, everybody's like, all right, Towns is down low by himself, and everybody surrounded him, hoping that he would just throw up a shot. And instead, he responded by swinging that ball out. Karl-Anthony Towns is spanking Wembanyama here tonight. He's got 5 and 4. Best in the world who? Best in the world who? De'Aaron Fox bringing the ball down. He's being guarded by Josh Hart. Fox has it up top. Crosses over to his left. Mitchell Robinson in the game. Cross-court pass to Harper. He'll take the baseline. Harper reverse layup. Got it to go down. Knicks got to be better in the rotations yet again. Beautiful move from Harper. Great setup by the Spurs. And now here comes Bridges bringing it down. We got Bridges, Brunson, Robinson, Hart, and Anunoby here. Bridges gets it over to Robinson. Robinson has it up top. They swing it over to Josh Hart. Josh Hart gets it over to Brunson. Brunson coming to his right off the Robinson screen. Step back, pump fake, spins, got nowhere to go. Pivots, gets it over to Anunoby. Anunoby being guarded by Vassell. Anunoby leans in, driving to his left, double step back, gets stripped, and it's a shot clock violation. They're putting 2 defenders on Brunson. They're hedging out hard. Brunson's going to have to be smarter in solving this defense, but his Knicks teammates also are going to have to help him. And now here comes Fox bringing it down the other way, being guarded by Josh Hart. Fox up top, crosses over to his left, down the lane against Robinson, blows right past him to the rim, layup, can't get it to go. Excellent defense from Josh Hart on the recovery to at least contest him at the rim, and he forced the miss. Here comes Brunson bringing it down. He's got some space, attacking to his left, going quickly before they set up the defense, blowing past the defense, kicks it out to Josh Hart at the last second, shovels it over to Anunoby. He puts up the contested 3 off the back rim, can't get it to go. Rebounded by Harper. Harper pushing the pace. Harper down the lane, loses the handle, picks it up, kicks it out. Vassell, left corner 3. He's got space, comes up short on it. Long rebound. Bridges with the rebound. Over to Brunson. Brunson bringing it down. Brunson has it on the left wing. He's going to look to attack. Swings through down the lane, throws the cross-court pass, gets picked off by Cornette, who knocks it out of the air. Bad pass from Brunson, and Harper to the rim, gets blocked by OG. Rebounded by Josh Hart, who's going to push the pace the other way, and this is a breakneck speed. Bridges on the pull-up left wing 3, and he knocks me down. There you go, Mikal Bridges. And we're back to a 1-possession, 2-point game, 44-42, 5:30 to go here. And now here comes Fox. Fox has it up top, in and out dribble, coming to his left, blowing past the defense, kicks it out to Harper. Right corner 3, Harper can't get it to go down. Robinson trying to block out Cornette. Cornette knocks it out of bounds, ball back to the Knicks. And we got 5:20 to go. Whew. Mike, what's up, Mike? Relic, what's up, Relic? Mikal Bridges with 2 threes here tonight. You love to see it. And now here comes Josh Hart bringing it down. Wembanyama back on the court, 5:20 to go in this second quarter. Josh Hart has it up top, being guarded by Vassell. Vassell pokes the ball out of his hands and then kicked out of bounds by who? Kicked out of bounds by Vassell, so the ball will go back to the Knicks. They put 14 back on the shot clock. Knicks having trouble bringing the ball down the court against this Spurs pressure. The referees are going to go to the replay monitor. Check what? To check what? Well, I know what to check, but a potential hostile act from Josh Hart, who grabs the foot of Vassell, is what it appeared on the replay. I could see a flagrant 1 on Josh Hart here. Joe said, Knicks are so good at keeping close games when they're playing so terrible. Yeah, not a great game from the Knicks tonight offensively for the most part. Nikki, what's up, Nikki? What can we do tackle this other making more shots? Keanu said, did he trip him? That's a good call. He did trip him. That's a good call. I could see this being a flagrant for a hostile act. Can't go around tripping people, but this is also Tony Brothers, who's one of the worst officials in the NBA. So we'll see what he decides. Mike Hirsch said they're going to give Hart a technical. This is absurd. I mean, probably. Can't go around tripping people, brother. Trapped in the 90s. What's up, Trapped in the 90s? Kenar said flagrant one, he tripped him. Yeah. I mean, look, the replay show, he's not even looking at Vassell or his feet or anything. I don't know if he's like, I'm going to grab his foot and trip him. I think he throws his hand out as he falls to the ground. His hand is out, and he feels Vassell's leg come into contact with him, and then he just kind of grabs it. Either way, you can't. Kenar said, why a tech, though? It could either be a flagrant, or they could consider it an unsportsmanlike act and give it a technical. But either way, it sucks that they have to go to the monitor and waste all of our times doing this. But Mike Hirsch said Casso had already kicked the ball. It's Vassell, but yeah, he did kick the ball. It is a flagrant foul one, which makes sense. Say my use, it's unfortunate, but it makes sense. Say my username said Josh Hart has to calm down. He has to look at the basket sometimes. I don't think he's not calm, brother. I think he's very calm. Nicky said that was an issue in the Atlanta series too. They pressure at the half court. Yeah, a lot of ball pressure right now. The Spurs are one of the best ball pressure teams in the NBA. They're playing a ton of pressure to the Knicks right now. So Knicks gonna have to respond here, which is why I wouldn't necessarily mind a Brunson Alvarado tandem. I know it's smaller, but I wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't mind it. 3 fouls on Josh Hart, 3 fouls on Steph Castle, and it's a flagrant foul one. So that's 2 free throws, and the Spurs get the ball back on this. And Vassell knocks down the first free throw. He's got another one coming. Mike said Josh Hart should not have done that. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. We move. I think it's the correct call. It is what it is. We move forward. Get it back. Just that the Tony Brothers will haunt your dreams if you're watching on a big screen. Tony Brothers, not great. Vassell knocks down both of his free throws, and the Spurs will inbound it. All right, get a stop, get a score, and we're right back into it. Take momentum back. That could be a momentous shifting play. Shamet is in for Josh Hart with the 3 fouls now. Keldon Johnson has it up top, being guarded by Anunoby. They get it over to Wembanyama on the left wing, being guarded by Robinson. Wemby faces up, jab step, coming to his left, crossing over. Mid-range along the baseline, kicks out to Champagny, throws up the 3 over Brunson. Off the side of the rim, can't get it to go. Battle for the rebound, and it's a loose ball foul, and OG Anunoby grabbing and holding on to Keldon Johnson. Got to be better, OG. Got to be better. Chaos Kid said Kolek. I mean, doesn't make sense to go to Kolek over Alvarado when Alvarado had a good stint. We're talking about Kolek over Deuce McBride. Maybe. And now Robinson gets hit with a technical. All right, there's a little bit of home cooking on that one. If there's anything, it's a double tech. But Mitchell Robinson gets hit with a technical now. That's a bad call from the official right there. That's a regular season call right there. That's not even a regular season call. That's just a bad call. If anything, that's a double tech. But we are in the NBA Finals. That's a play on from the official. That's the official going over to them and telling them, if any of you guys do any of this nonsense again, I'm hitting you with a double text. Even Richard Jefferson is saying they got to call this even, which means it's getting pretty bad. Dylan Harper has it in the paint and turns it over as Anunoby picks it off. He's going to go the other way, going down the rim, gets grabbed. He's going to the foul line for 2. He just put his head down. He said, I'm going to the basket. He didn't even really get a shot up at the rim, but he's going to the basket. Kenar said, brothers at it again. That one wasn't brother. That was Josh Tiven. Rough officiating right now. And they put Karl Anthony Towns in for Mitchell Robinson now. Mitchell Robinson, Deuce McBride having rough nights. Having very rough nights. So OG Anunoby going to the free throw line for 2. Mark said, fight through the BS. Yeah, it is what it is. Not everything's going to go your way. It's not going to be a perfectly officiated game. It is what it is. I don't care. I really don't. Be better. Knicks got to knock down some shots. They can't be turning it over the way that they are in the first half so far. Anunoby knocks down the first free throw. He's got another one coming. By the way, Wemby hit the technical free throw, so it's 47. And Anunoby goes 2 for 2 from the foul line. It's a one-possession game, 3 points, 47-44, 4:43 to go. And Dylan Harper will bring it down. He has it on the right wing. Harper coming to his right. Picked up by Anunoby, picked up by Shamet again on a switch. Trying to get it to Wemby. They can't. They get it over to Champagnie. Jab step coming to his right. Down the lane, lobs it up top. And Wemby can't get the layup to go, but that's because he's fouled by OG Anunoby. And is that 2 free throws or is that side out of bounds? They're in the bonus. It doesn't matter. He's going to the free throw line for 2. MBM said, Knicks got to go harder. Refs trying to save the Young Bucks. I mean, we knew we were in for this. We knew we were in for this. It's a Tony Brothers-led officiating crew. We knew it was going to be a poorly officiated game. But I don't even think it's been a poorly officiated game. Like, there are some calls, obviously, that I don't agree with, but that's going to happen. I don't think it's been a poorly officiated game. It's slightly favoring the Spurs, as Wembanyama misses the first free throw. Ball don't lie. We love to see our opponents miss free throws. But, like, the Knicks are not playing well enough. They're not. I don't care about the officials. I really don't. This is not just me being like, oh, no, I don't care about the Knicks are not playing well, right? Not the only team holding them back. The reason why they're trailing right now is because the Spurs are playing better than them. It's not because of the officials. I don't care about the officials. They're non-story so far. As Wembanyama does knock down the second free throw. 4:25 to go. Brunson bringing it down. Being guarded by Dylan Harper, who's done an excellent job of providing a ton of pressure on him. Jalen Brunson sitting with 8 points on 2 for 8 shooting. Brunson coming to his left off the screen. Has it up top. Crosses over to his left. Blowing past the defense. Down in the lane. They show multiple defenders. They kick it out to Shamet. Ran off the three-point line. Shamet across the lane. Kicks it out to Bridges. Bridges will look to attack. They kick it back out to Brunson. Extra pass to Anunoby. Excellent rotations. They kick it back over to Bridges. Right corner 3 at the buzzer. He got it! Look at the ball movement from the Knicks. The Spurs needed to make one more rotation and they couldn't, and Bridges burned them with it. And now here comes Harper bringing it down the other way. Coming to his right off the Wemby screen. They get over to Wemby. Wemby up top, kicks it out to Keldon Johnson. The straightaway 3, that's not his spot. He can't get it to go down. Extra bounce, can't get it to go down. Towns the rebound, hit ahead to Bridges. Bridges pushing the pace over to Shamet. He pump fakes, blows past Wembanyama for the easy scoop layup. And the Knicks have a 1-point lead. And a timeout from the San Antonio Spurs. First lead of the game for the New York Knicks. And now Dylan Harper has it up top. It's not a timeout. I don't know if I said timeout. It's not a timeout. Dylan Harper has it up top, being guarded by Shamet. Crosses over to his left, behind his back to his right. Driving it down against Shamet. Great defense, puts up the floater off glass, can't get it to go. Harper able to snag his own offensive rebound. They kick it out to Wemby. He's going to pump fake from 3. They kick it back out to Vassell with 3 over Brunson. Got it to go for Devin Vassell. And a foul. And a foul on Jalen Brunson. And Devin Vassell will go to the foul line for a possible 4-point play. Do we have 4-point play up here? I don't think we do. I think I took it away. I don't think we have 4-point play. Jalen Brunson made contact with Vassell's hair. I can't believe they did give him that call. He does make contact with the hair. Here's the thing. We've seen precedent for this. Here's the thing, guys. We've seen precedent for this. In the regular season last year, as Vassell knocks down his 4-point play and 1 free throw, in the regular season last year against Chicago, to end of the game, Josh Hart makes contact with Kobe White's afro and technically fouls him, making contact with the hair as Brunson blows past the defense, gets the scoop play with the left hand. Beautiful drive and finish for Jalen Brunson, finally. And now here comes Fox. He has it up top. He had some space. De'Aaron Fox has it up top, being guarded by Bridges. Coming to his right off the Wemby screen. Fox driving to his right, down the lane in the paint, goes under the rim with the Nash dribble, kicks it up top to Vassell, ran up the 3-point line, tagging the paint against Towns, double clutches in the air, can't get it to go down, no foul call, hit ahead, Shamet saves a bad pass, dribbles it out, leaves it off of Brunson as the trailer, straightaway 3, line me up, in and out, can't get it to stay, we gotta get those to go down, JB, and now here comes Wemby bringing it down the other way, 2:30 to go. There's precedence for it. Josh Hart fouled Kobe White's hair last season in the regular season to lose the Knicks a game. So there is precedence for it, unfortunately. Fox has it up top, being guarded by Bridges. Fox gets it over to Champagnie. Champagnie dances with it against Towns. Coming to his right, down the lane, stops, kicks it out to Vassell, catches, fires over Shamet, can't get it to go, no foul call. Excellent defense from Shamet to put the brakes on to not get into the airspace of Vassell there. They leave it off for Anunoby. He's going to look to attack Wembanyama, reverse layup, can't get it to go. Look like maybe Wemby got a block, and it's off of Wembanyama. It's going to stay here with the Knicks. And we're going to get a timeout here And Wembanyama saying it should be Spurs basketball. We'll see what the officials rule coming out of it. If they meet and change the call, maybe they get a challenge at some point. Either way, as of we know right now, it's going to be Knicks basketball. Nick Yak said, ridiculous. What if he didn't have hair? Then Brunson wouldn't have fouled him. It pays to have hair, brother. Maybe everybody in the league should pay to have longer hair, right? Go get yourself one of those glue-on wigs for long hair. Unfortunately, your hair is a part of your body. Your hair is a part of your head, right? And it is a foul. Unfortunately. TT in the morning. Detroit boy, what's up, Detroit boy? What's up, brother? He said, as a person with long hair, I need that foul. There you go. Unfortunately, there's precedence for it. I can't fight it. I can't even be mad at it. There is precedence for it. While I don't agree, because it's not anything that impacted the shot from Vassell, he technically makes contact with the head. The hair is a part of the head, right? Kay Hayes said, they don't call hair fouls in the W. They need to follow that rule. Oh, really? That is true. I don't watch enough WNBA to have ever really noticed that. But that is a good point. TT in the morning said that's discrimination against bald people. Oh, I know, brother. I'm a part of the Bald Coalition. So, yeah, I know. I'm with you. It's super unfair. I'll tell you what, if I ever get successful enough in life, I'm going to Turkey. And I'm coming back with locks, brother. I'm coming back with hair past my shoulders. I'm coming back looking like Fabio. I'm going to Turkey. I'm coming back looking like Fabio. I'm letting you know right now, right? And I'm not saying anything about it. And we all gonna pretend like it's always been there. Kennard said, yeah, well, I wouldn't take a single cue from the trash league WNBA. What's trash about it, brother? It's just good basketball. Say my username said, if touching someone's hair is a foul, Brunson should be shooting 4 free throws a night. Possibly. Rosefield said, massage your scalp. that ain't gonna help, brother. Detroit boy said, it's like getting smacked on the head when your hair is forcibly moved. Yeah. Randy, what's up, Randy? JB needs to start passing the ball to Cat and stop hating on his own teammate. Who is hating on his own teammate? I don't even understand where that's coming from, brother. They got 3 defenders corralling Brunson. He's got no passing lanes. Somebody's gonna have to get the ball away from him. Somebody's got to come up and make themselves available. Steven collect cards. What's up, Steven? Just that said, Mitchell does it with the ball in the lane. Raymond said, the calls are bull. Most of them are BS calls. I disagree. I haven't agreed with every single foul call made tonight, but I don't care about the officiating. I really don't care about the officiating at all. I don't think that's the reason why the Knicks are in a 1-point game right now. The Knicks have not played well enough. They have not. They're leaving a lot on the table right now. We got 2 minutes to go. They've missed some open looks. They've been slow on a couple of defensive rotations. The Spurs have played excellently offensively and defensively, taking advantage of some of the miscues from the Knicks. And they have not played well enough. They just have flat out not played well enough. Just that said, Harper back in and he hasn't been great, thankfully. He is a rookie. 6 points, 5 boards, 2 assists. I mean, he's been solid. But there's such high expectations now after his couple of performances here against the Thunder and now in Game 1 against the Knicks in the finals. Bridges gets it into Brunson in the corner, being guarded by Harper. Brunson has him in the post, backing him down, step back, pump fake, leans in, steps through, pump fake, pivots, tries to kick it out. Wembanyama knocks it loose, and he's able to get the steal. Another turnover from Brunson. Those go-go gadget arms from Wembanyama getting the steal. Tried to kick it out to Towns, couldn't get it out. Fox gets into the paint, kicks it out to Champagnie in the corner, comes up short on it. Towns another rebound, gets it over to Brunson. Brunson bringing it down the other way. Brunson has it up top, pushing the pace, leaves it off for Towns. Towns out by the logo, being guarded by Fox to get it back to Brunson. And they're going to try to look to get Towns down low, but now they're going to hand them off to Wemby. Now Brunson has it up top. It's going to come up. They get it over to Towns. Ball knocked loose. Brunson picks up the loose ball, swings it over to Shamit. Shamit inside the Towns, kicks it out to Anunoby. Pump fakes, now puts up the 3 over Harper anyway. After the contest, can't get it to go. Vassell comes flying in for the rebound. And now here comes Champagnie bringing it down. They get over to Vassell. Vassell up top. Over to Wembanyama. Wembanyama tries to get it back to Vassell, and he throws into the backcourt. It's a turnover, an unforced turnover. Bad pass from Wemby, and the ball back to the Knicks. Okay. AP said, can't see what is Josh Hart doing out there. He's picked up 3 fouls, so he had to go back to the bench. They get it over to Brunson. Brunson has it up top, being guarded by Harper. Castle has also picked up 3 fouls. He had to go to the bench. And a foul on Dylan Harper holding on to Jalen Brunson. Russell Field said, forcing the Knicks into tough shots. Yep. Detroit boy said, what a game. A fantastic game. A fantastic game so far. Jersey that said, that was quick for Harper. Yeah, so Harper comes out. Keldon Johnson comes in. They get it into Towns up top. Now Vassell getting an opportunity on Brunson. Brunson goes back door, dribbling it under the rim, pulling it back out. Brunson dribbling it again, spins, foul line, fall away over Wemby, comes up short. Brunson can't get the shots to go down. Those are normal shots he normally knocks down. Keldon Johnson runs right over Brunson. And an offensive foul on Keldon Johnson. Lowering the shoulder there. Knocking Brunson down. Brunson draws the offensive foul. And they get it into Brunson. Brunson will bring it down. Brunson against Vassell. Vassell, a very good defender as well. They get over to Towns. Towns has it up top, being guarded by Wembanyama. They hand it off to Brunson. Brunson coming to his left. Stops, turns, spins, kicks it up top to Towns. Towns out by the three-point line, being guarded by Towns. Inside the Bridges. Bridges, the floater, got it to go. A beautiful pass off a screen. Brunson sends the screen for Bridges. Bridges coming off of it after the screen. Bridges getting open. A beautiful delivery from Towns. Fox gets caught in the air, leaves it off for Keldon Johnson. Knicks again have the 1-point lead out to Wemby. Wemby pump fakes, swings through, gets caught in the air and throws it away. Another turnover for Wemby. Brunson and Wemby both struggling here today. The two superstars having a rough night, but that's because defenses are completely orientated towards them, and the second stars need to step up. And for the Knicks, that's been Towns. For the Spurs, been almost everybody else. They swing it out to Towns, wide open left corner three, line me up. Line me up, Big Cat. 3 made threes for Patrick Ewing, as my guy Chi-Chi would say. He's hooping, 56-52. Fox down the lane against Bridges. Pump fake steps through. Floater over him, can't get it to go with the buzzer. And Bridges hyped up after a nice defensive stop as the New York Knicks, who I wouldn't even say played well in that first half, walk away with a 4-point lead. That's what you like to see. Knicks taking it to the Spurs. They took some great punches from the Spurs. I don't know if it was their best punches, but it was some phenomenal haymakers that the Spurs threw at the Knicks, and the Knicks still walk away with a 4-point lead. 7 points for Anunoby, 17 big old points for Karl Anthony Towns, as I like to call him. Big cities in the building here tonight. 3 made threes. Wembanyama, you want to hang out in the paint? Not against Karl Anthony Towns, buddy. Not against Towns. You got to stay locked in. Wembanyama not there mentally as a 22-year-old to have game plan discipline. Leaving Karl Anthony Towns wide open in the corner for 3? You'll love to see it. Speaking of, Victor Wembanyama not having a great game himself, 7 points, 5 boards, only 1 assist. Thankfully, his teammates have stepped up in a major way. Fox with 12 points, an actually good shooting night for him, although he got off to a really good start and then started missing some shots as the game went on. 11 points for Vassell. Keldon Johnson has yet to score. He hasn't been great, but Champagnie, 8 points, all of them in that first quarter. So for the most part, the Knicks are slowly pulling things away from the Spurs as the game's going on. But let's go through the team stats as always. Nick Yak said Bridges has been great tonight. Bridges has been fantastic. You're absolutely right. He's got 11 points, 4 for 5 shooting, 4 boards, 3 assists, and some fantastic defense tonight from Mikal Bridges. Fantastic defense. Astra Cass said, we win in this, Sheffy? Never in doubt. Never in doubt. My man Mark, never in doubt, Astra. Keenar said, Karl Anthony Moses Jesus Towns is in the building. Big Cities is in the building here tonight. Let's go through the team stats. You guys know I love going through my team stats here. I do think the most important stat to keep watch of every single night is this stat right here. Let's look at it together on the big screen. The possession battle. And considering it's only a 4-point game, I expect all of these team stats here to be very, very close. But let's see if we can extrapolate any kind of information to tell us which way this game is going to end up leaning as we continue to go forward. 42 attempts for the Knicks, 41 attempts for the San Antonio Spurs. The possession battle, very close. Knicks winning it by 1. It's pretty much even there. 3-point shooting, 8 made threes for the Knicks, only 6 made threes for the Spurs. It definitely felt like they've knocked down more threes, but the Knicks have cleaned up their defensive rotations after a pretty slow start defensively for the Knicks. As the game went on, Spurs sitting with 6 for 18 from 3. The Knicks are not giving them as clean open looks as they did. The Spurs doing a great job of closing out on the Knicks shooters so far here tonight, but still able to knock down 8 threes. Karl Anthony Towns knocking down 3 of them, Brunson with 1 of them, Anunoby with 1 of them, Bridges with 2 of them. But they're able to find the open man time and time again. It's all about moving that ball around against the Spurs defense. And there was that one possession I want to pinpoint specifically where the Knicks were able to ping pong that ball around and it was swinging and everybody was touching it. Everybody was making the extra pass. They got it inside the towns. The defense collapsed. They got it back out to the perimeter. They swing it around again and the shot clock's dwindling down and the Spurs are making every single rotation. Players are flying around everywhere, running guys off the three-point lines, forcing the extra pass. And so ultimately, the shot clock is winding down 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds. They swing it over to Anunoby in the right wing. Vassell comes flying out, sells all the way out to make sure he can't get the three-point shot off. Anunoby sees it, swings it over to Bridges. 2 seconds to go. Bridges catches it in the corner, just enough second. 1 second to go. He fires it just as the shot clock expires, and he knocks down the corner three. They utilized every single second of the 24-second clock just to end up with an open corner three just as the clock expires, and that's team basketball right there. And that's the level of execution you need to have offensively in the NBA Finals when you go up against a fantastic defense like the San Antonio Spurs. That's the level of execution you need to have. That's what we're looking at here tonight. Just that said, Deuce over also, we'll go through the team stats we'll go through the box score as always, but let's keep going down the team stats here. 8 made threes for the Knicks, 6 made threes for the Spurs. Knicks have a 2 made 3 advantage here tonight. Let's check out the free throw battle. 16-17, about even. 12 for 17 from the free throw line for the Spurs, 12 for 16 from the free throw line for the Knicks, but we also should probably take away the Mitchell Robinson free throws. Let's pull up the box score and let's strip those away. Robinson is taking, 4 free throws? 6 free throws tonight. He's 3 for 6. So let's take the 3 for 6 from the free throw line because those were intentional fouls by the Spurs going to the Hackimich. So he was 3 for 6. So the Knicks are actually 9 for 10 from the free throw line, while the Spurs are 12 for 17. So they're clearly heavily winning the free throw battle here tonight. Rebounds, 21-23, very close. Spurs winning it by 2. No offensive rebounds available here tonight. Both teams doing an excellent job of boxing each other out. Only 1 for the Knicks and only 2 for the Spurs. My goodness, you are seeing some very disciplined execution here from both sides. Look at the offensive rebounding numbers. Both of these teams are very good offensive rebounding teams. And look at these numbers here tonight, guys. 1 for the Knicks, 2 for the Spurs. That's it. My goodness. Keith said that last play by the Knicks was poetry in motion. Yep. Just continuously poking at the weak spots of the Spurs. It's not a big spot, but if you keep poking at it, the spot gets bigger and more sore, and it hurts more for the Spurs. And you keep poking at it, and it just gets bigger and easier to hit. And the Knicks kept poking at it all night long so far. I got to keep it going in the second half. Kennard said 3 for 6 from Mitch ain't going to hurt us. I will take it. It's fine. But again, it's all intentional fouling from the Spurs, so I'm going to pull those away from our attempts here, and that makes the Knicks 9 for 10 from the free throw line. And my guy, Freeway Hustler, with a very generous super chat. Appreciate you, Freeway Hustler. Appreciate you, brother. He said, got to run the offense through Cat. He's kicking Wemby's butt. They are running the offense through Cat. They are 1,000. Every single time they can run the offense through Cat, they run the offense through Cat. He is killing Wembanyama tonight. Best player in the world, huh, guys? Best player in the world, huh? Just that said, Wemby has a block. I think Wemby has a couple of blocks. Yeah, we'll go through it. We'll go through the stats as always, brother. Keno, what's up, Keno? Let the bench play. They want to win. What the bench has played. What are some of these comments, guys? Run the offense through Cat. What do you think they've been doing all night? They're running the offense through Cat. Let the bench play. Do you think that the Knicks starters played the entirety of the first half? The bench has played a ton so far here tonight. In my opinion, maybe a little too much the bench has played because I didn't love the McBride minutes. I didn't love the Robinson minutes. I didn't love the Shaman minutes, although the Shaman minutes were fine. He just didn't knock down any threes. But the Shaman minutes were fine. He was really solid. Let's keep going down our team stats here. 14 assists to 12 assists, 5 steals to 2 steals, 3 blocks to 4 blocks. Very close in a lot of these departments. Knicks winning the steals battle, Spurs slightly winning the blocks battle. Total turnover 7 to 8. Very close, very close. It definitely felt like the Knicks turned it over more. Maybe they had more live ball turnovers, but very close. And that's where you get a 4-point game from. It's going to be very close. El Tigre, what's up, El Tigre? Appreciate you, El Tigre. He said, we're here, Chef. I'm at work holding it down. Let's go, Knicks. Yes, sir, El Tigre. Hold it down, brother. Hold it down, because you know the Knicks are going to hold it down. The Fleas with a very generous super chat. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. One simple phrase. Let's go, Knicks. Appreciate you, the Fleas. Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. Jay Palomino, what's up, Jay? Ernest Cash, what's up, Ernest? Shaman said a plus 10, though. Yeah, I take it back. The reason why I said that was because Shaman didn't knock down a 3, which is obviously the most important part of his game. or the most flashy part of his game, the thing that stands out the most. He did knock it down to 3, so initially it's like, he didn't play well, huh? But no, I actually thought he played fine. I thought the defense was really solid, and I thought he did a really good job of attacking closeouts and actually getting to the rim. But again, we'll go through the box score and see where everybody ended up. Christian Blaze said, as a New York Knicks hater, you are playing some beautiful basketball. It is tough to continuously hate against. Hey, brother, just come to the one side. How are you going to root for Goliath? How are you not going to root for David? Just for the one time. Listen, I had to put my hate aside and actually root for the Pacers last year over the Oklahoma City Thundering Floppers. I also couldn't bring myself to root for that Benedict Arnold down there in Oklahoma. So, Greg Prime, what's up, Greg? I'm getting greedy. I'm not getting greedy. I am greedy. Knicks in 4, brother. Knicks in 4. Is this really going to happen? We need a Jets Super Bowl now. Kennard said, come on, our guys are likable. Very likable. Karl Anthony Towns might be the most likable player in the league, but people have wild homophobia and for some reason attribute him having a high voice to being gay for some reason and then hate him for it. It's very weird. Mike said, Knicks end this tonight. Yes, they do. Rafael Torres, what's up, Raf? Just that said, been deep in the greed. It's different. It is different. Very different. All right, let's keep going over this. Total turnovers, like I said, 7 to 8, but points conceded off of turnovers. Wait, points conceded off of turnovers. 13 for the Spurs, only 2 for the Knicks? Huh. Kennard said, yeah, I don't even get that zesty thing. He isn't gay. Who would care about that anyway? Yeah, exactly. And he's literally engaged to be married. I never understood it either. It was funny once. Like, it was like, oh, haha, that was a funny video. And then it was just like, all right, yeah, but I'm over it. And then it was just like, what are we doing? Harping on it? Anyway, let's not get off on a tangent and tech count as a turnover? No, tech doesn't count as a turnover. Greg Prime said, click the thumb icon. Absolutely, Greg, absolutely. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. If you guys enjoying the show, remember to hit that thumbs up button and like the stream. I very much appreciate it. King Free, what's up, King Free? He's married. He is married. He's engaged, but will be married. Angel Ewens Roman said, this team is really hustling and has no quit in them. Nope. I think you wrote quiet, but definitely either of those. They're not, and his girl is a knockout? Very much so. They're not quiet and they have no quit. Michael Eady said, Zesty is not afraid to be himself. Yeah. Listen, man, he's got a phenomenal story. He's got a phenomenal family. He's literally one of the most likable players in the world. Absolutely. John Collar, what's up, John? The Giannis rumors fizzled out, but any chance next season? Zero, brother. Zero chance. The Knicks are in the NBA Finals. They are not changing this team. Just that said, Cat trades the greatest in Knicks history. It's on the verge of getting to that point, brother. It is on the verge of getting to that point. If they pull this off, Bruce Williams is a Bruce. All of a sudden, they're missing their threes, and we're making ours. It's 8-6, so it's still back and forth in that regard. The Knicks have a 2 made 3 lead. They've made 8. We've made 8. Spurs have made 6. But the Knicks have also taken 2 more, and those are the 2 that they made. So there's also that where they're about even. 40% from 3, 33%. Quinn Wildcott, appreciate you, Quinn. Hope you're having a good time tonight. Appreciate you, brother. Rog D guy said, we're grinding them down mentally and physically. That is the thing with the Knicks. When people are like, how are they such a successful second half team? How are they such a successful fourth quarter team? They grind you down, man. They grind you down. There is no quit. None whatsoever. Robespierre, what's up, Robespierre? Giannis to the Spurs? Not happening either. They want nothing to do with that guy. Listen, I love Giannis. You guys know, I've been very open. Giannis is one of my favorite players in the league to watch. He has become a malcontent. He is going to go to a team that is desperate, like Miami, which is why they're the favorite now. Maybe Boston is going to get involved, but looks like either Atlanta or Miami at this point. But we are not here for Giannis. Kennard said, oh, now I get it. All of the Zesty haters are just jealous of his model girlfriend. Probably. Raymond said, my Knicks are just unstoppable with their aggression today. Here to strong. They're too strong. They are too strong. Absolutely. Sons Jen said, how positive are Knicks fans feeling on a scale from 10 to 11? Like a gajillion, brother. It breaks the scale. There is no way to even measure it. Knicks in 4 until proven otherwise. They've won 12 games in a row. You're going to have to prove to me that this team even knows how to lose at this point. Farm Boy TV said, we got this third quarter. Is our quarter according to stats, Knicks by 10. Well, we're going to check out the quarter-by-quarter scoring, but this is troubling in my eyes. The Spurs have led for 93% of the game. And I talk about this all the time where playing from behind is exhausting. Now, it's not an indicator the Knicks are going to lose or anything like that, but it's not a great sign. The Knicks have played from behind majority of the game. They've only led for 4% of the game, right, so far. And they currently hold a 4-point lead here at halftime. So they're going to have to come out in the third quarter, hopefully build up a larger lead, and then obviously start to turn this table a little bit closer to 50-50 as the game goes on, and hopefully hold the lead for the rest of the second half. But the fact that they were able to walk into halftime with an actual lead while trailing majority of the game is a phenomenal sign, because now you have 24 minutes to go and you have a 4-point lead, which is a great spot to be in with how this game has gone so far. Where, yeah, not a ton of calls have gone your way. That can be acknowledged while also acknowledging the fact that it's not the reason why they trailed the majority of the game, right? Mark, don't let up. Don't let up one bit. Foot on their necks. We've been saying it all playoffs long. All hands on deck, foot on their neck, don't give up. Don't let them get back up once you put them down. Robert Kling said, looks like you'd be wearing a suit for another game. Oh, brother, this suit's staying on the remainder of the playoffs. There's no need to change it at this point. We were in the NBA Finals. I'm not changing anything about what we do. Suit not being washed, shirt not being washed, tie not being washed, hat is not being washed. And let me tell you something right now, man. It stinks in here. It's disgusting. It's a nasty smell. It is what it is. We're going to have to survive it because it's all in the name of the New York Knicks pulling this off, baby. Tone Shifter, what's up, Tone? Go New York. Yes, sir, brother. Yes, sir. Kinar said, is Susan okay? She's not here, and that is odd. She said she had to work tonight. She has the stream on, but she can't respond to the chat because she is at work, she said. Sun Jen said, Susan stopped in to let everyone know she's working. Yeah, unfortunately, she works tonight. But she is here. She is listening. Shout out to Susan. Dom Anthony said, I think Hart still needs to sit. Hart needs to play better. I don't think he needs to sit. Again, it's all about evaluating how the game is going. Is Shamet the better option? You're going to give Hart the opportunity to be out there, of course. He was a big proponent as to why you won game one, of course. But yeah, like I say it all the time. I've said it it's been one of my mantras this playoffs. All hands on deck. If you want to beat a team as good as the San Antonio Spurs, it can't be because it's just Karl-Anthony Towns. It can't be just Brunson. It can't be even just Brunson and Towns. It's got to be everybody. It's got to be Bridges. It's got to be Anunoby. It's got to be guys from the bench, whether it's Alvarado or McBride or Shamet or Robinson. These guys need to have moments in the game, right? Keenar said, shout out Susan, third quarter rising. Absolutely. My guy, the Fleas, coming through again with a very generous super chat. Appreciate you, Fleas. Appreciate you, brother. He said, Chevy Crew, let's hit the likes. Appreciate you, Fleas. Appreciate you, man. My goodness. It'll come up in a second here. Appreciate you, Fleas. If you guys are enjoying the show, remember, hit the thumbs up button. Like the stream. Very much helps. David said, you're broadcasting live from the parade? I don't know, brother. We'll see. We'll see. Let's get to the parade first, and then, yeah, we might go live from the phone. We'll just hold it up, go live from there, and celebrate. As Eric said, Cat probably going to have 25 points or 30. Let's look at it. He's sitting at 17 right now. So not out of the run possibility. He's on pace for over 30. Garrick C said, it smells like victory, and that's never bad. Absolutely, which is why we're not changing. I'll tell you what, it's getting hot in here. You know, the cold weather is gone. It's now hot. You know, I don't have anything on, no fans, no air conditioning, because I don't want the extra sound in the room to possibly mess with the audio here. So I'm in here sweating my butt off. Mike said, when Wemby gets right, he will be unstoppable, but not now. He's got too many flaws in his game. He obviously has all the tools, but he got to put them together. Got to put them together. Cat not playing like Shaq. He playing like Bob McAdoo. He played like Karl-Anthony Towns. You know, there's a lot of talk about unicorns in the NBA. Karl-Anthony Towns in and of himself is a bit of a unicorn, man. He really is. We have to go through the box score at some point, but we're coming out to start the second half already. During the next timeout break, we'll go through the rest of the box score as well as see how it matches up to our bingo card. Brunson coming to his left of screen, gets it over to Bridges. Bridges gets it to Towns, high post, left wing. Hands it off to Brunson, coming to his left. Wembanyama hedges out, spins, tries to get it to Towns. Fox jumped the passing lane, but can't hold on to it, knocks it out of bounds. 5 on the shot clock. Third quarter here, timer start. There we go. Eric C said, we appreciate your resolve, Chevy. Very Nick-like. Yes, sir. Ram Jam, what's up, Ram Jam? This game is far from over. Oh, we got 24 minutes left, brother. We're only halfway through. They get it into Brunson in the corner. He's going to catch and fire to the left corner. Brunson, too strong, can't get it to go. Towns, the offensive rebound, and the lay back up and in. Wembanyama just too small down there, baby. 6-point lead. Karl-Anthony Towns has been phenomenal and a man amongst boys here tonight. These young dudes are not ready. Castle has it up top, coming to his right. Towns hedges out hard. Castle picks up his handle, throws the cross-court pass, and a foul is eventually called. It's going to be on Towns. It's 2 fouls on Towns. All right, no dumb fouls. No dumb fouls. It's the second foul. Keenan Hart said, Mitch Johnson is biting his nails. Towns tough as nails. Yes, sir, but that's a bar. Yes, sir. Brunson comes up with the steal in the inbounds. Jalen Brunson playing defense down the lane. Inside to Josh Hart. Out to Towns. Over to Anunoby. Down the lane. Out to Hart. Over to Towns. Towns pump fakes against Fox. Driving to his left in the paint. Float over Wemby. Can't get it to go. Battle on the boards. Picked up by Vassell. Then pushed him the other way. I like the attack from the Knicks, but I got to get those to drop down. Over to Champagne in transition. Pump fakes. Picks up his handle. Cross-court pass to Vassell. A tough catch. Now over to Wembanyama. High post being guarded by Anunoby. Wemby in the left baseline. Pump fakes, coming to his left, has Anunoby in the post, down across the lane, foul line, fall away, got it to go from Wembanyama. That's got to be his go-to spot. A lot has been made about Wembanyama. He's so early in his career. He doesn't really have spots on the court that are his go-to spots. He's got to have that foul line, hop step to the foul line that he's knocked down a couple of times during this series already. That's got to be his go-to spot. Mikal Bridges, jab step, coming to his left, over to Anunoby in the corner. No hesitation, catch and fire, got it to go down. OG Anunoby out of the corner. Like I said, all hands on deck as Champagne goes down across the lane against Anunoby. Anunoby, another big old block. Towns the rebound. Brunson hit ahead to Hart. Hart tries to throw the hit ahead to Bridges, but knocked out of bounds by Wemby. And the Knicks with a 7-point lead all of a sudden. Here we go, baby. Here we go. OG Anunoby, like I said, all hands on deck. Karl-Anthony Towns being a superstar here tonight, but Anunoby chipping in, Brunson chipping in when he can. Bridges has had his moments. It's got to be all hands on deck. Anunoby coming up with a big block on Champagne, driving to the rim. They get into Towns mid-post, backing down Wembanyama, backing him down. And he turns it over. He tried to do a swing-through move against his arms. Castle, full head of steam down the lane. Gets blocked by Josh Hart. Picked up by Bridges. You're just too little. And then Champagne picks up a foul on Jalen Brunson. He's trying to bring the ball down the court. The New York Knicks are turning it up here in this third quarter. They are a second-half team. Steph Castle thinking he's going to bully his way to the basket. Not against Josh Hart, who comes up with a big old block. You're too little. You're too young. You're too inexperienced, young man. Maybe in a couple of years, but not today. They get it into Brunson. Brunson will bring it down against Castle. Castle working with the 3 fouls. Not sure this is a great decision to put him on there unless Castle's going to have to stay very disciplined. Josh Hart has it on the right wing. Dances with it against Wembanyama. Hands it off to Brunson. Brunson coming to his right up the handoff. Brunson sees 2 defenders. Out to Josh Hart. He'll line up a 3. Give me the 10. Throws up a brick at the side of the backboard. Doesn't even hit rim. My goodness, Josh. Keep shooting him, though. Here comes Vassell. Gets it over to Fox. Fox up top, being guarded by Towns on a switch. All right, Towns, get in the stance, brother. Get in the stance, Towns. They swing it out to Wembanyama. He'll line up a 3 over Anunoby. Can't get it to go. I love that. Josh Hart chases down a rebound he had no business grabbing as he does. Brunson bring it down and pull a 3. Line me up. Line me up, captain, in the building. And the Knicks take a 10-point lead. Now run away with it. 64-54, 9:20 to go. I'm getting selfish. I'm getting greedy. Give me the 2-0 in the NBA Finals. All hands on deck, and this is what it looks like. 10 from Anunoby, 19 from Towns to lead the way, 11 for Bridges, 13 for Brunson. Everybody in double figures, except for Josh Hart. Let's not worry about Josh Hart right now. But everybody. The go-to scores for the Knicks, the core 4, even though they have more than 4 players who are core to this team. Josh Hart is included in that. But the core 4 offensive guys, Anunoby, Towns, Bridges, and Brunson, who the offense needs to be running through, all chipping in here tonight. All of them. Michael Mack contributing to the Super Chat. Appreciate you, brother. He said the Knicks win tonight, and the next 2 at MSG. Yum, yum. Give me some more. Give me some more. Knicks in 4 until proven otherwise, and we have yet to be proven otherwise at any point so far through this playoff run. That's it. Judge that's a Chevy on point tonight, baby. We got to be locked in. I'm as locked in as Jalen Brunson is. I'm as locked in as the New York Knicks are. I'm as locked in as Karl-Anthony Towns. You know how crazy you got to be locked in as Karl-Anthony Towns right now? I don't know if there's any 15 players in the world who are more locked in than the New York Knicks roster. But I'm right behind them. I'm right behind them. Dom Anthony said Knicks have them rattled. Rattled, shaken, nervous, questioning their basketball mortality right now. Wembanyama with a measly 9-5 after being anointed best player in the world after eliminating the back-to-back MVP. Keenahara with a very generous super chat. My goodness, appreciate your generosity tonight, fellas. Keenahara, we on the rampage, and they can't be stopped. Foot on their necks. We talk about it. We have talked about it all playoffs long. Foot on their necks, no hesitation. Keep them down. Don't let them back up. Share Bear, what's up, Share Bear? I'm gonna stay young. Mike said, Knicks Nation, stand up. Share Bear said, I'm gonna use the original policy book. What? Do you, brother? Do you? Isaiah Garner said, Brunson always impacts the game if he's not playing good on offense. I mean, here's the thing. There's so much attention being played to Jalen Brunson. It's allowing Karl Anthony Towns to do his thing. It's allowing Anunoby to get some spots. It's allowing Mikal Bridges to pick his spots. But also Jalen Brunson locking in defensively, man. Getting that steal on Champagny previously, right? Not being a turnstile out there, not being a cone. He's locked in. We're all locked in right now. Greg Prime said, Knicks are going to make these kids tap out. You know what's crazy, Greg? And I completely agree with you, but the crazy part is that people don't understand that the reason why the Knicks dominated the Philadelphia 76ers in games 3 and 4 is that they made that team quit. Like you said, the Knicks made them tap out. And the Knicks did the same exact thing against the Cleveland Cavaliers. They made them tap out. They got to a point where they were like, we can't beat this team. And they quit. And they quit. They tapped out. They said, we're done. Put us out of our misery. And the Knicks are going to look to do that against the Spurs team. Now, the Spurs team is far more talented, far more young and naive, so they're not going to quit in the same way that those other teams did. And they're far better, obviously. And they're led by a much better player and leader in Victor Wembanyama. So they're not going to quit. But that does not mean that the Knicks are not going to take it to them. Knicks in 4 until proven otherwise. Jay Garner said Jay Hart grabs rebounds that breaks teams. Said it himself. He said it himself. And like I said, he grabs rebounds, and it's an over-the-back, a turnover. The Spurs throw it in the backcourt when they weren't allowed to. Christian Blake said, I haven't seen this cohesion since the 16 Cavs. I mean, I've heard other people say it, and I tend to agree. This Knicks team is, and I know a lot of people don't want to admit it, it's pretty reminiscent to the 14 Spurs. And that's one of the greatest teams ever in terms of their cohesion and ball movement and whatnot. Brunson gets it into Towns. Towns out by the half-court line, being guarded by Wembanyama, hands it off to Brunson. Brunson being guarded by Castle, coming to his right. Brunson sees the double team, tries to get over to Towns. Ball got knocked away. Brunson picks it back up, leaning, step back, steps through, tries to get it inside the Harden. Yet another turnover as Victor Wembanyama's go-go gadget arms giving Brunson trouble here tonight. Fox down the lane, draws the foul, flips it up and in, and one for De'Aaron Fox. And then it had an opportunity. Brunson turns it over. Victor Wembanyama giving him problems here tonight. He's hanging out in the paint. Brunson can't solve it. He tried to hit Towns out, and Castle knocked it away, so he had to, with the shot clock went down, had to go through. And that's a foul on Josh Hart. Really bad defense from Josh Hart here tonight, man. That's not true. That's a bad play from Josh Hart, but I mean really bad discipline is what I mean, not defense. Discipline from Josh Hart here tonight. That's his 4th foul, and he is immediately going to come out for Landry Shamet. Mike said another BS call. That's 1,000% a foul on Josh Hart. He grabbed the arm of Fox going to the rim. That is 1,000% a foul. It's just a dumb foul from Hart. Not a disciplined game from Hart on that end of the court. And now here comes Brunson bringing it down. He's done some good things, of course, but Brunson comes to his right off a double screen, pulls it back out, being guarded by Castle. Excellent defense from Castle here. He does have the 3 fouls. Brunson dancing with it. Brunson in and out dribble, coming to his left. Sees 2 defenders again, picks up his handle, inside the Shamet. Shamet in the paint, kicks it out to Bridges. Bridges, step back, right wing 3, line me up. Got me to go, Mikal Bridges. And we talked about it in the pregame. Give me those 3 points right back. It's delicious. It's delicious out there. The New York Knicks giving it to the Spurs right now. De'Aaron Fox, 1-win against Bridges. Pulls it back out. Excellent defense. Hands it off to Wembanyama. Back to Fox. He's going to pump fake from 3. Doesn't want to take it. Bridges closing the airspace now. Fox up top, spinning to his left off the Wemby screen. Snaking it back to his right hand. Gets to the mid-range. And that's an offensive foul on Victor Wembanyama, a moving screen. And the Spurs are getting flustered right now. They got no answers right now. Keenan Hart said Castle was all over Brunson like a cheap suit. But what passing? Brother, who is he? Who's coming up to get the ball? Somebody come get the ball. Brunson coming to his left. Champagnie switches onto him. He's out by the half-court line. Who do you want him to pass it to? Somebody come get the ball. He's going to isolate against Champagnie here. Castle in the gap. Shamet got a spot up. Shamet instead cuts, gets in the lane, kicks it out to Towns, left wing. He's going to pump fake. He's going to drive it. They're going to kick it back out to Shamet. Shamet puts up the three as the buzzer expires. Doesn't get it off in time. Didn't make it anyway. It's a shot clock violation. Towns has to take that three. That's on Towns. Towns, you got to take that three, brother. Or hit the pump fake, go to the lane and throw up a floater or a mid-range shot or something. But you can't kick it back out at that point. Not enough time in the shot clock. Castle crosses over on Anunoby to the rim, gets in the paint, leaves it off for Wembanyama. Big right-handed hammer in the paint for Victor Wembanyama. B-Solo to B-Solo. Shamet has it up top. Coming to his right up for Brunson screen. They get it to Brunson being guarded by Champagnie. Brunson. Up top. Left wing. Knicks are spacing it out. Brunson crosses over. Spins to his right against Champagnie. Has him in the post. Backing him down. They show two. Picks up his handle. Kicks out to Shamet. Wide open left corner three. Line me up. Line me up, Landry Shamet. Brunson read it the whole way. He felt the defense on his back. He said, hedge over. I dare you. I dare you, Castle. He was daring him to hedge over. The second he committed to the double team, Brunson turned around and hit Shamet open in the corner for a three. They get over to Champagnie. Champagnie over to Vassell. Left corner three. He's looking for an answer. He can't get it. Battle for the rebound. Knocked into the air and tipped up and in by Victor Wembanyama. Great battle down low from the bigs right now. And now here comes Bridges bringing it down. Picked up by Fox coming to his left. Coming off of Brunson screen. Bridges gets tied up and fouled by Devin Vassell. And we got 6:40 to go here. Dylan Harper will check back in. Keldon Johnson will check back in here. Deep breaths, guys. Deep breaths. Curtin Blaze said, dang, the Knicks really about to sun Wemby like the 03 Spurs sun young LeBron? 04, 07. Towns has it on the left wing, attacking to his right, bullying his way to the basket. Too big, too strong, too big, too strong, Steph Castle. You can't guard me. Towns all the way to the rim for the layup. Dylan Harper has it on the right wing, up top to Wembanyama, over to Castle. Castle coming to his right, lobs it to nobody, but Wembanyama able to recover it, leans in against Towns, can't get the layup to go. Battle for the rebound, Towns snags it, and it's a foul against the Knicks. What's the foul call? A foul on Towns? Where? When? What was that foul call? That one is the one that might get me most annoyed here tonight of all the other ones. See the replay on it. It's a bad pass. Wembanyama able to recover it. Towns is standing there. Wemby goes into him. Layup. Can't get it to go. Battle for the rebound. And then a late whistle is called. If I'm Mike Brown, I'm challenging that. Are you kidding me with that one? Are you kidding me with that one? That one's not a foul. That one is the one that bothers me the most here tonight because you're giving a foul to Karl-Anthony Towns that's now his third on a foul he definitely didn't deserve. So you're clearly trying to get him into trouble here. That's not a foul on Karl-Anthony Towns whatsoever. You got, with the way it's been, the amount of physicality and contact that has happened here tonight, you can't give that foul call up. That is bad officiating right there. That's horrible officiating right there. The other ones, I'm fine with. That one was clearly, they're trying to get Towns out of the game. I'm not going to lie. 10-point lead for the Knicks. Wemby hit the first free throw. He's got one more coming. He does miss the second free throw. Rebounded by Bridges, surrounded in the paint. And now he breaks the double team. He's pushing the pace the other way. Bridges kicks it out to Towns. Towns in the left corner. He's going to pump fake. He's going to sidestep. Picked up his handle. Towns, ball knocked out of his hands. Gets it over to Bridges. Bridges will dribble it back out. They lob it down low to Towns. And they call an offensive foul on Karl-Anthony Towns. And now that's 4 fouls on Karl-Anthony Towns. And that's when, Mike Brown, you got to use a challenge, brother. You got to use a challenge. You got to use a challenge. You get it in the Bridges. Where's the foul? Where's the foul? You got to use a challenge, Mike Brown. That's not a foul. It's a foul on Castle who hooks the arm. Use a challenge, Brown. You're in the finals. Castle cross-court pass to Harper. Towns has been your best player tonight. Harper misses the three. Battle for the rebound. Keldon Johnson beats it over Anunoby and he lays it up and in. Use a challenge, Mike Brown. 2 opportunities to use it. You cost your team. Karl-Anthony Towns, who's been your most impactful player tonight, and your most successful offensive player, and you're going to walk away with challenges in your pocket? Terrible decision from Mike Brown. Terrible decision. Brunson driving to his right against the defense, floater off glass, can't get it to go, battle for the rebound, picked up by Johnson, hands it off to Castle. They're bringing it down the other way, 64-72. Johnson over to Harper, Harper against Shamit. Kicks it back up top to Johnson, gets it over to Castle. Castle will fire the three over Brunson. Castle will knock it down. And that's because of Mike Brown right there. That's all Mike Brown right there. Brunson gets it over to Bridges. Knicks need to respond. Bridges has it on the left wing, being guarded by Dylan Harper. Bridges coming to his right. Driving it down. Bridges, head down in the paint, leaves it off of Brunson in the corner. He's going to pump fake, drive past Castle in the lane, leans in, throws it up off the glass, picks it up, can't get the put back in. Keldon Johnson gets the rebound away from Robinson, over to Vassell, hit ahead to Castle. Castle, head down, driving it down, throws a lob up top to Wemby, can't get the tip dunk to go down. Shamit the rebound, Shamit bringing it down, Shamit pushing the pace, over to Brunson on the left wing. Brunson inside the Bridges, Bridges little fall away jumper, got it to go down from Mikal Bridges. Way to keep moving, Mikal. Nice pass from Brunson, and now the Spurs got to bring it down and walk it down the other way. 7-point lead for the Knicks. Get it back here. Get it back now. Never restarted the timer. We got 4:30 to go here in this third quarter. Steph Castle danced with it up top, coming to his left, down the lane, hop step across the paint, gets blocked and turns it over yet again. Bridges hit ahead to Brunson. Brunson bringing it down. Brunson pitches it back to Bridges, pitches it back to Brunson. Brunson up top. Brunson being guarded by Victor Wembanyama on a switch. Brunson up top. He struggled all night with his efficiency. Brunson, jab step. 10 on the clock. Brunson directing traffic. They show a double team now. Brunson kicks it out to Shamit. Shamit, got to take that three. Shamit dribbles it into the mid-range. Can't get it to go down. Just take that three, Landry. Take that three, Landry. Why dribble it into the mid-range? Vassell gets it over to Wemby. Wemby pulls it back. Ball knocked out of his hands. Picks it up. Puts up the three over Robinson. And Wembanyama knocks it down, cutting it to a 4-point game. This entire run is because Mike Brown refused to use one of his two challenges on two fouls that absolutely were not fouls on Karl Anthony Towns. Anunoby down the lane, lefty layup, got it to go. Oh, gee. Tough drive to the basket. Still a 6-point lead for the Knicks. You got to recover, Knicks. You got to recover from it. Castle has it on the right wing, being guarded by Brunson. Castle head down, blows past Jalen Brunson. What a hesitation Euro step move from Steph Castle. He got me looking both ways. My goodness, what a move. Blew right past Jalen Brunson there, but I also didn't see it. Machiniman? What's up, X? Blatantly calling it for San Antonio. Listen, they've had a favorable whistle here tonight. I don't think, outside of the two Karl Anthony Towns fouls, I don't think it has been egregious up until those two fouls. But those two fouls have absolutely changed the tide of the game. Gave all momentum back to the Spurs and took the Knicks' best offensive and most consistent offensive player of the game off the court for them. Jay Garner said definitely a favorable. They have. But listen, one team is going to have a favorable whistle. They just are. They just are. You know what's crazy? The broadcast, which is obviously being led by Mike Breen, but also has Tim Legler, who's very objective, and Richard Jefferson, who's not always very objective. All three of them have looked at both Karl Anthony Towns fouls and went, oh, come on, you can't call that. That is a bad foul call. And it's like, come on. Mark said, fight through the BS. Yeah. I mean, the mentality doesn't change. Completely agree. Mentality doesn't change. The difference, the way I feel now, Mark, is that the Knicks are playing better. They are outplaying the Spurs. And the only reason the Spurs are able to hang around right now is because Tony Brothers and his awful officiating has allowed them to remain in the game. Showtime's at an intense, frenetic pace. Yep, back and forth it goes. Keenar said Jefferson stinks as a broadcaster. I think he's okay. I don't think he's terrible, but obviously wouldn't be my pick to listen to. Though Flea said Tony Brothers ain't no brother of mine. I think he's genuinely the worst official in the NBA. And I hate that he's the official of the game tonight, but you got to be able to overcome it. Stephen Collette Carr said we should be up 20. I don't know about 20, but they should definitely still have been able to hold on to a 10-point lead. But instead, they hit Karl Anthony Towns with two awful foul calls. Nick Yak said Sheffy Spurs get every close call. It's a good point. The Spurs get the benefit of the doubt while the Knicks got to battle through a ton of contact, right? Steph Castle, who has had 3 fouls, has been pushing, shoving, and holding Jalen Brunson all the way down the court. And look, I'm fine with the physicality that Castle's playing with defensively. But in the same vein, Karl Anthony Towns gets 2 really soft foul calls where he wasn't even the person initiating the contact, the defense was. And now he's out of the game with 2 quick fouls, giving him 4, while Steph Castle has had 3 fouls the whole quarter, and again, has been pushing and shoving and grabbing and holding, and hasn't had a foul call. You know, we could slow down any play from Steph Castle guarding Brunson and call a foul call on it. I like that they're not calling the foul calls, but then at the same time, they give Karl Anthony Towns 2 cheap ones to get him out of the game. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. But like Mark has been saying, and like I've been saying majority of the night, I don't care. You're going to have to play through it. This is now where Jalen Brunson needs to step up. He's had a miserable shooting night yet again. The Spurs defense is 1,000% locked in and keyed in on him right now. He's got 13 points on 16 shot attempts. Obviously not good. He does have the 5 assists, but he's also got some turnovers. Speaking of, we never finished going through the box score here, so let's go through it. That's not the one. We got this one right here. Let's move that. Karl Anthony Towns with 20 points, by the way. That helps the bingo card. We'll talk about that in a second. Jalen Brunson also has 4 assists here tonight. Going to have to clean that up significantly more. Significantly more. Uncle Mel with the Uncle Mel. Walter White with the Walter White. So, speaking of, Towns does have the 20 points, wherever that is, as we're back in already. So, we'll get to that in a second. We'll get to the bingo card in a second. Maybe end of the quarter. Brunson. Oh, Alvarado is in. Gets it over to McBride. McBride tries to hand it off to Shamet and gets the ball knocked out of his hands. I'd like some Alvarado Brunson minutes here, man. And it's a 5-on-4 as McBride's still on the court, still down on the other end of the court. They get over to Harper, 1-on-1 against Bridges. Crossing over to his left, half spin, down in the paint, shovels it over to Cornette, kick it back out to Johnson, gets it over to Castle. Castle up top, being guarded by Alvarado. Castle swings through to his right off the Cornette screen, gets to the pull-up 3, and Steph Castle can't get it to go down. Landry Shamet rips down a nice strong rebound in the paint, dribbling it down, pulling past the defense. Shamet has it on the right wing. Landry Shamet crosses over to his right, driving it down, stops, spins, pulling it back out. Picks up his handle. He's got nowhere to go. Bad spot to pick up your handle, brother. Shaman's got nowhere to go. Gets it over to McBride in the corner. McBride swings through to his left, leans in, puts up the mid-range fall away. Deuce McBride got it to go down. Probably his toughest shot of the night, and that's the one that goes down. Knicks back up by 6. 2:19 to go. Keenan said, Deuce saving the possession. Yeah, they needed it. Keenan Har, shout out my guy, Keenan Har. Castle on the right wing, gets it over to Champagny, back to Castle. Again, Shamet, crossing over to his left, down the lane, throws up the floater, can't get it to go. Bridges a nice strong rebound in the paint. Now here comes Mikal Bridges bringing it down. Bridges has it up top, dancing with it, coming to his right, off the Robinson screen. Good defense from Harper. Can't get the ball, though, as he knocked it loose. Bridges back in the mid-range, pump fakes, now puts up the jumper, rattles it in over Steph Castle. A good contest, it didn't away. It didn't matter. As Mikal Bridges knocks it down and gives the Knicks the 8-point lead. So after all of that, good timeout, we talked it over, and now the Knicks retake an 8-point lead. Can you get back to double-figure lead? Cornette has it up top, being guarded by Robinson. They hand it off to Johnson. Johnson coming to his right, down the lane, hop step, layup. Can't get the layup to go, but he draws the foul. He's going to the foul line for 2 free throws. 1:35 to go here. Robert Klink said Knicks will survive, take over in the fourth quarter. About time, dudes. There you go. There you go. Kennard said, not going to lie, Bridges has been fantastic. Oh, he's been fantastic since the start. He's been fantastic. A great release valve. And that's kind of been his role all season long. He's, you know, they figured it out. It's gone through moments where it's like, how much are you involved in the offense? How many plays are you going to get called for you? All of those things that they had to go through. As Keldon Johnson misses a free throw. We love when our opponents miss free throws. We'll never not love it. Time and time again, baby. Time and time again. Mikal Bridges tonight, 18 points on 7 for 8 shooting. 6 boards, 4 assists, doing a little bit of everything. He does have the 15 points again. We'll go through the box score at the end of the quarter here and fill in our bingo card. Keldon Johnson knocks down both free throws. Knocks down the second free throw, that's what I mean. Splits the pair, knocks down the second one. It's a 7-point game. Alvarado has it up top. I'm feeling a 3 to give us the 10-point lead back, to get it to Bridges up top, being guarded by Champagny. Bridges coming to his right, driving it down in the paint. Attacking, loses the handle, picks it back up, now attacking to his left. Bridges, fall away jumper in the paint over Champagny. He got it to go, he can't miss. He's up to 20, he cannot miss. Knicks up by 9. They get it over to Dylan Harper on the right wing. Harper has it up top, being guarded by McBride. He spins to his right. He's driving it down in the paint. Sees the double team, picks up his handle. He steps through. Cross-court pass to Fox. Fox spins against Alvarado. He's got nowhere to go. Shut off beautifully to get over to Keldon Johnson, a 3 over Shamet. Johnson comes up short. Alvarado, the rebound. We're pushing the other way. Alvarado hit ahead to Deuce McBride on the left wing, picked up by Wembanyama. Back to Alvarado. Alvarado now being guarded by Victor Wembanyama, the tallest guy on both rosters, being guarded by the tallest guys in the NBA. Alvarado over to Shamet. Left corner 3. Line me up. Landry, too strong. can't get it to go. Robinson on the boards, gets it knocked out of bounds by Dylan Harper. Ball will remain with the New York Knicks with 40 seconds to go. Here in this pivotal third quarter of Game 2 of the NBA Finals, we're here, baby. We are here. Brunson, Anunoby, and Karl-Anthony Towns all on the bench right now. And Mikal Bridges is leading the way. They get it into Bridges, kicks it out to Robinson. Shoot that three, Robinson. I'm kidding. They hand it off to Brunson. I hand it off to Bridges, who throws a lob up top to Big Mitchie. And he throws it down with two hands, and the Knicks take their largest lead of the game, 11. Wembanyama will bring it down against Robinson. Hands it off to Fox. Fox being guarded by Alvarado, coming to his left, pocket pass to Wemby. Wemby in the mid-range, pump fakes against Robinson. One dribble, now puts it up, and he got it to go down over Robinson. That's good defense, just better offense. You're going to have to live with it. Here comes Alvarado bringing it down. Final 17 seconds. I never restarted the timer. 15 seconds to go. The Knicks will have the final shot of the quarter. They get it to Mikal Bridges, who's been phenomenal. He can't be stopped. Bridges coming to his right up for Robinson screen. Bridges head down, attacking the paint, kicks out to Alvarado. At the buzzer, line me up. Jose, halfway down, it pops out. He picks up the rebound. He puts it up at the buzzer. He can't get it to go. Robinson can't get the tip. Come on, Big Mitchie. But that will end the third quarter right there. 84-75, 9-point game. Throw 12 minutes on the clock. May the best team win as the Knicks are on the verge of taking a 2-0 lead. Here we go. Here we go. Mark, we need more, much more. Much more. I thought that Alvarado 3 was going down, man. I thought it was going down. It was halfway out. It was like the Sam Merrill 3 in Game 1 against Cleveland, where Sam Merrill's 3 went halfway down and then rolled back out. Mike Breen was on the verge of calling the bang. That's where I was at with that Alvarado 3, man. I thought it was going down. It did the exact same thing. It was halfway down and it rolled out. Amy Machu, here we go. Here we go. Jay Garner said, despite the Spurs' best punch, despite the refs, despite JB not having his night, we're still up 9 going into the fourth quarter. What happens when Jalen Brunson does have a good night? What happens when OG Anunoby, Karl-Anthony Towns continue to do what they do? Robinson with 7 points tonight, by the way. Obviously, the free throws, 3 for 6 from the foul line has helped. Shaman with 7 points, Alvarado with 2, McBride with 2. Not even a great night from the bench. Just solid contributions, right? That's 7, 14, and then 4. That's 18 points off the bench. It's a good night, but not a great night from the bench. They could obviously play significantly better. All right. John Corley said bingo card looking kind of empty. That's because we have not gone through it. Obviously, we're in the NBA Finals, so the bingo card takes a severe backseat to other things that are far more important to cover. So, here we go. Here we go. Let's go through the bingo card. Let's go through the stats here. OG Anunoby with 12 points here tonight. He needs 15. Josh Hart has not scored, so he's not even close to his. Castle with 20, and he has 12 points here tonight. It's possible. Hopefully not, though. We haven't had any challenges. We haven't had a goaltend. Bridges absolutely has more than 15 points. He's up to 20, baby. You'd love to see it. We have had multiple shot clock violations now. Most of them by the Knicks, by the way. So we could fill that in. Harper with 12 points off the bench. Dylan Harper has 6 points here tonight. The prodigal son, maybe crashing back down to earth here tonight. He's got 6 points. Just as said, we want a wedgie. Finals wedgie would be crazy. All right, we're going to get ready to start the fourth quarter here, so let's go quickly. We haven't had a jump ball. Vassell 3 threes. So far tonight, he's got 2 threes. We haven't had a logo 3. Brunson for 30 points. Not looking like it's going to happen. He struggled tonight. We already filled in the cat 20 points. Double-doubles. Karl-Anthony Towns has 9. Needs 1 more rebound. Very likely he gets it. Probably will get that soon. Shaman hasn't hit it. Oh, he's hit 1 3 tonight. He's 1 for 3. But we need him for 3 threes. He doesn't have it. Fox for 15 points. He's played well tonight. He's got 15 exactly. Okay. Did we have a travel here tonight? I mean, there was a travel, but the refs didn't call it, unfortunately, so we can't fill it in on our card. McBride 3 threes hasn't happened. He hasn't hit even 1 tonight. No challenges, like I said. Wemby for 30 points. He's got 19. Possible. He needs 11 here in the fourth quarter. Anunoby for 15 points. He's got 15, like I said, right? No, he's only got 12. And then Robinson, 3 offensive rebounds. There haven't been many offensive rebounds go around. He's got 0. So that's going to be where our bingo card is right there. Still a pretty empty bingo card, but we're making our way towards a couple of spots. We'll see if we get a finals bingo here tonight. Here we go. Nate Yak said, we will win the 8th road game in a row by double digits more in NBA history. Man, they have been setting record after record after record, and they want to keep talking down on our name, guys. Persian Place at bingo card is just a decoration right now. It's the finals. Yeah, we'll get to it if we have the time to get to it. But like I said, it takes a severe backseat to everything that we have, everything else that we got going on. We got to cover box scores. We got to cover the way players are going. We got to analyze the game. We got to figure out what's going on, right? And then maybe we'll have enough time to go through our bingo card. But here we go. Start of the fourth quarter. They come out with no Brunson, no Towns. Wembanyama comes out to start the fourth against Robinson. He's going to pump fake, take the baseline, and a foul on Mitchell Robinson. Don't love that. Don't love that foul call. Raymond said, winning today will tie the record. Nick Yak said, nothing wrong with San Antonio. Nothing wrong with San Antonio? I mean, nothing is wrong with San Antonio. They are getting beat by a better team right now, though. Castle has it up top. Shaman hits the deck. Castle will look to attack now. Inside to Keldon Johnson. In the paint. Pump fake goes up. Gets blocked by Mitchell Robinson, and he grabs the rebound. Yes, sir, Big Mitch. Lock up that paint. Here comes Jose Alvarado bringing it down. Alvarado coming to his right. They swing it over to Bridges. Bridges has it up top. Bridges directing traffic. He wants to run a pick and roll with Landry Shamet. He slips the screen and runs through. Now McBride has it up top against Fox. Coming to his left. Stops, turns, and spins. Coming to his right. McBride driving it down in the paint. Mid-range pull-up jumper. Deuce McBride off the back of the rim. Can't get it to go. Battle for the rebound. Robinson knocks it loose. McBride picks it up out the Bridges. Bridges too strong. Can't get it to go. Alvarado taking a page out of Josh Hart's book for the offensive rebound out of nowhere. Shamet a three, and it goes down. Landry Shamet gives the Knicks their largest lead of the night, 12, 87-75. And now here comes Steph Castle bringing it down. The Spurs are looking for an answer here. Castle swings through to his right off the Wemby screen, being hounded by Shamet. He pulls it back, leaves it off for Wembanyama. The deep straightaway three, Wemby. Got it to go. Wembanyama answers right back. Anything you can do, I can do better offense. Monkey see, monkey do from the two teams right now. Now here comes Jose Alvarado bringing it down, being guarded by De'Aaron Fox. Alvarado has it up top. Gets it over to Bridges. Bridges being guarded by Vassell. Bridges attacking to his right, driving it down in the mid-range, leans in, puts up the floater off glass. He can't get it to go. Robinson can't snag the rebound. Yes, he can. Takes it away from Fox, but then Fox takes it back away from Robinson. And now here come the Spurs pushing the pace over to Johnson. Johnson across the baseline, knocked out of bounds. It'll stay here with the Spurs. Excellent defense by Landry Shamet, and he's looking at the bench and he's saying, challenge that. That's out of bounds off of Johnson. And Johnson walking out of the game. I guess he's going to be subbed out, but Shamet remains on the court holding his right knee. I think he'll be all right, but he doesn't want to be helped up yet. Towns going to the scores table to getting ready to check back in. My guy AP with a very generous super chat. Appreciate you, AP. He said, I don't want a best of five. We're not going to get that, brother. Knicks in 4 until proven otherwise. Let's not worry about the result until we get the result. Towns and Brunson both sub back in. Shamet hops back in. He looks over at the bench, and the camera caught him at the perfect time. He looks over at the bench, and he goes, I'm fine. There you go, Landry. Yes, sir. We in the NBA Finals. Yes, sir. Josh Hart's going to come in. He's going to come in for Shamet. He's going to come in for Shamet. No, now he's going to tell Shamet to stay in. They're going to bring Deuce McBride off the court. I like that. I've not loved the minutes from Deuce McBride tonight. Steph Castle gets it into Vassell. Vassell back inside the Castle and a two-handed slam. A bad defensive possession. Josh Hart, what was that? He was guarding the inbounder and then completely left Steph Castle to go guard the delivery on the inside. Terrible defensive possession from Josh Hart. Or maybe there was just a miscommunication. I don't know, but it looked like to me that was on Josh. Bridges has it up top. He's had the hot hand. Sneaks it over to Towns as they trapped him. Towns inside the Josh Hart layup. That's a goaltend. That's a goaltend. Unless I'm wrong, it looked like a goaltend. Brunson with the steal. He's bringing it down. Hesitation against Wemby. Pulls it back out. Leaves it off for Shamet. Extra pass to Hart. Hart leaves it off for Towns as the trailer. Over to Brunson on the right wing being guarded by Fox. Brunson, jab step, driving to his right, and gets fouled by De'Aaron Fox. And then they got something to say about it. And then a lot of pushing and shoving. And then a lot of pushing and shoving. Don't tug on, I'll tell you this, don't tug on Superman's cape right there. And then there's even more pushing and shoving. And then there's even more pushing and shoving. This officiating crew has been absolutely horrendous. They got no control of the game whatsoever. Amy Machu said Brunson goes to the hoop. There goes anyone. But Wemby? Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Is that a Let's Go Knicks chant that I hear? I don't have the volume up high enough to discern it. Or is that Go Spurs Go? Brunson has it up top against Castle. Brunson, in and out move. Coming to his right off the Bridges screen. Slips it in the Bridges. Bridges kicks it out to Shamet. Shamet on the left wing three. Another one. Another one comes up short. Long rebound out to Towns. Over to Bridges. Over to Brunson. Brunson lines up a three over Wemby. Comes up well short. Rebounded by Vassell. And the Spurs are bringing it down. Couple opportunities there. Shamit, and as Harper goes all the way to the rim for the scoop layup, what an attack from Dylan Harper there. And it's back to a 5-point game. Spurs not going anywhere. Knicks are going to have to dig this one out of the mud. Brunson has it up top. Brunson attacking to his right against Harper, gets it over to Bridges. Bridges up top being guarded by Wembanyama. Bridges trying to get it back to Brunson. Bridges attacking to his right against Wemby. Step back, baseline, pull up. Comes up short, can't get the shot to go down. Castle the rebound, they're bringing it down the other way. Castle has it up top, picked up by Towns. Castle pulls it back out, being guarded by Towns. It looked like he's going to isolate an attack. No, they're going to lob it down low to Wembanyama. Catches up off the glass, can't get it to go. No fouls called. Rebounded by Towns. Here comes Brunson pushing it the other way. What a defensive play by Landry Shamet. Brunson pass fake. Bullet pass inside to Shamet. He's going to dribble it back out. Over to Hart, back to Shamet. Back to Brunson. Brunson up top. Shot clock down to 14. Brunson being guarded by Steph Castle. He's going to call Karl-Anthony Towns up into the play. Towns up top, coming to his right off the Towns screen. Brunson pulls it out, sees a double team. Over to Towns. Swings it over to Hart. Extra pass to Shamet. Catching fire, another one. Landry Shamet got me to go. Landry Shamet, his third made 3 of the night. Give it to me, Big Landry. Yes, sir. No hesitation, which is why when he hesitated previously and he pump faked out of that 3 before and got to the mid-range pull-up, that's why I say just shoot it, Landry. We know where your bread and butter is. Rise up and knock it down. And obviously the shot clock winding down, he had no choice, but I love the confidence. You just got to rise up and let that thing fly, baby. Landry Shamet tonight, 13 points yet again, 5 for 11 from the field. You're going to bring a double team over to Brunson. We're going to kick it out. We're going to swing that ball around. We're going to make the extra passes. We're going to force you to get out to the shooters, and Landry Shamet, Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby, Jalen Brunson, Karl-Anthony Towns, we gonna make you pay because we got the shooters to make you pay as the Knicks retake, by the way, let me upgrade the scoreboard, an 8-point lead, 90-82, with 8:18 to go here in a pivotal fourth quarter of Game 2 of the NBA Finals. Here we go, foot on their necks, don't let up. Landry Shamet, I believe that was his third made 3 of the night, right? Because that does help the bingo card. That is indeed his third made 3 of the night. Landry Shamet, where are you, brother? Where are you, Big Landry? You're all the way down here, buddy. You're all the way down here, my boy. Whew. Anybody else sweating? Just me? Kinar said, this ain't the Pistons, boys. We got the shooters. We got the answers. We got them answers, man. Any player for 3 blocks, by the way? Wemby got to have 3 blocks, right? Jalen Brunson got 4 steals, by the way. You want to talk about a guy not playing well? I mean, not shooting well, but still playing well? 4 steals for Jalen Brunson, making up for the 4 turnovers. A little bit. A little bit. Wemby's got to have 3 blocks, right? Yeah, he's got the 3 blocks. He does have 3 offensive rebounds as well. He does have 3 turnovers as well, along with 2 steals. Whew. So any player with 3 blocks, if Wemby gets a 30 ball tonight, we do have bingo. But one of the rare occasions, I actually don't even want bingo tonight. I don't want Wemby to get 30. He's got 22 right now. Hold Wemby scoreless the remainder of the game. Michael Mack, bingo is his name. Christian Blaze said Wemby also has 3 blocks. Yeah, I just filled it in right there. I need to play for 3 blocks. There we go. Everything else they think we're fine in. It should have been a goaltend previously, but they didn't call it. Unfortunately. Double-double. Towns hasn't rebound yet. He's the closest to a double-double. Karl-Anthony Towns. Yep, he's grabbed 2 of them. He's got 11 rebounds over there. Double-double. Yes, indeed. And all right, now that's what I'm talking about. Now we could just root for a travel. If we get a travel here tonight, we get bingo. All we need is a travel. Now we could root for bingo. All we need is a travel. Kenar said, we need some big plays from the dog. My man, OG. Yeah, OG should be, well, who's he coming in? I'd bring OG Anunoby in for Josh Hart right now. Right? I'd rock a lineup of Towns, Anunoby, Bridges, Brunson, and Shamet. That'd be my closing lineup right now. Amy said they don't call travel in the NBA. They don't. There was definitely a travel earlier in the game that they didn't call on the Aaron Fox, a very obvious one, where he picked up his handle, got tied up with Josh Hart, never bobbled the ball, and then put the ball back on the floor. It was crazy. James said Cat got to touch the ball every time down the floor. Not necessarily. Obviously, you want to make sure he's involved, but he doesn't necessarily have to touch the ball. Part of the beauty of Karl-Anthony Towns is the fact that he doesn't have to touch the ball to be impactful in an offensive play. Just his mere presence is super impactful because you have to pay attention to him, even if he's standing up at the three-point line because he's such a good shooter. He's knocked down 3 threes tonight. All right, here we go. We're right back in. We're locking in. Anunoby does come in for Bridges, giving Bridges a bit of a breather. He played such a huge stretch to allow the Knicks to hold on to this lead. They go over to Wemby. Wemby out by the three-point line, hands it off to Fox, coming to his left, down the lane, steps through, kicks it out to Harper. Harper swings through to his right. Bully ball to the basket. Can't get the layup to go, but that's because he's fouled, and Dylan Harper will go to the foul line for 2 free throws. Is that a foul on OG Anunoby, or is it a foul on Josh Hart? Josh Hart with 4 fouls. Karl-Anthony Towns with 4 fouls. And think about that stretch from Mikal Bridges, by the way, which is why I want to give him such praise here. Harper to the foul line for 2 free throws with 8 minutes to go. I want to give yeah, there's no foul there, by the way, on the Dylan Harper drive. Unless there was they cut the replay off early, unless there was a foul on Josh Hart. As Dylan Harper misses a free throw, ball don't lie, baby. Ball does not lie. That was not a foul, looking at the replay there, at all. I mean, the times Jalen Brunson's gone to the basket and not gone that exact contact foul is crazy. But Dylan Harper gets that foul? Crazy to me. Fox should have had a technical more than Mitch? Yeah. Harper does knock down the second free throw. And Brunson will bring the ball down against Steph Castle, who has been stuck on 3 fouls for forever despite kung fu fighting with Brunson all night, which I like that they haven't called the fouls, but then they call the foul on Dylan Harper going to the rim there. Brunson, tagging to his left, leaves it off for Anunoby on the pick and pop. He's going to pass fake, driving it down the lane, gets caught in the air, kicks out to Shame, another corner. Another corner 3, Shame can't get it to go. Josh Hart comes flying in out of nowhere, but he can't corral the rebound, and they call an offensive foul on the New York Knicks and a foul on Josh Hart. That is awful officiating. That is awful officiating. Oh, man, it's starting to stack up. He's got his finger on the ball. That's 5 fouls on Josh Hart. He's going to sub out. We're going to put Bridges back in. We're going to put Bridges back in. It might be a blessing in disguise because like I said, I probably prefer this exact lineup here. Oh, they put McBride in for Shamit. Interesting. Okay, Deucey, come through. I got belief in Deucey. He hasn't had a good game tonight, but I got belief in my guy, Big Deuce McBride. All right, here we go. Steph Castle bringing down against Bridges, and I got insane belief on Mikal Bridges. He's been phenomenal tonight. Castle coming to his left. Bridges falls down on the screen. Castle is in the paint. Bridges recovers. Castle steps through and turns it over. Excellent defense from the Knicks. Hit ahead to Brunson. Brunson in transition. Bump, Euro, floater. Got it to go down. And that's the same contact Dylan Harper had previously that he got the foul on. But Jalen Brunson's going to battle through and actually get his layup to go down. Harper has it up top with no foul call. Coming to his left off a double screen. Driving it down, pulls it back out over to Wembanyama. Cross-court pass over to Vassell on the right wing. Vassell being guarded by McBride. Coming to his left. Driving it down. Foul line. Gets in the paint and gets fouled by OG Anunoby. Hacking down. Bad foul from OG Anunoby. He's going for those dig down strip steals that he's so good at. But he gets hit with the foul call there. David, what's up, David? Come on, Deuce. Got to have big minutes here for Deuce McBride. 7 minutes to go. Castle to his right, leans in, looking for the foul. Doesn't get the foul. Towns with the rebound. Castle flopping all around. It looks like he hurt himself. And now here comes Brunson, leaves it off for Towns, has a lane of the basket, kicks out to Anunoby instead, an open corner 3. In and out, can't get it to stay. Bridges knocks the rebound out to Brunson. Punch pass over to McBride, a 3. He got it to go down. Deuce McBride, big time 3, and that's why you're in the game, buddy. 12-point lead for the New York Knicks with 6:45 to go. They're just the better team. Look at Mike Brown. He said, Landry, you look a little tired. You banged your knee earlier. Let me trust my guy, Deuce McBride, who has not played well tonight. Deucey has not played well tonight. And Mike Brown said, listen, McBride, I got the utmost confidence in you, big dog. And Deuce McBride rewards him. By the way, beautiful punch pass from Jalen Brunson. The ball is up in the air after Mikal Bridges saves it. He knocks that offensive rebound away from Castle, just knocks it out in Brunson's vicinity. Brunson goes to the ball, and he doesn't even catch it and think. He just punches the ball right to Deuce McBride, who's open on the wing, instead of catching it and trying to throw it. Nope, I'm just going to slap that ball over to Deuce McBride, catches in the rhythm, fires up, ready to go, knocks it down. We're approaching the halfway point of a pivotal fourth quarter of Game 2 of the NBA Finals, and the New York Knicks, like I keep saying, are on the verge, guys. They are on the verge of coming down to San Antonio and taking 2 games. Just that's a punch pass from behind the arc. What a beautiful thing. High intellect thing. Right? processing that into the moment of just, let me get it real quick to my teammate. What's the fastest way to do it? Just punch the ball over there, right? I don't need to catch it. I don't need to tip it. I don't need to do any of that. I just need to punch the ball over there. Nice, beautiful punch pass, touch pass. Raymond said the Knicks are on point and locked in, everybody contributing, right? When I say all hands on deck, what do we mean? We're talking about the Deuce McBride. We're talking about the Landry Shamet. Mitchell Robinson, by the way, before he subbed out in his fourth quarter minutes, he had that big block on Keldon Johnson in the paint along with the rebound. A nice big defensive stop that got the Knicks out and running. They're hooping. Everybody involved. Brunson, not even a great game tonight, but you know who steps up? Karl-Anthony Towns, Mikal Bridges. And again, I was waxing poetic about Mikal Bridges. Let me get back to it. In a moment where Karl-Anthony Towns picks up his fourth foul, Jalen Brunson's huffing and puffing and struggling with the Spurs defense all night. They're keyed in on him. They're throwing multiple defenders at him. He's turning it over. He's trying to get these passes out, but there are no passes available because they're so big, they're so long. They got Wembanyama. 2 times he tried Wembanyama came up and double-teamed Brunson. Brunson tries to pass it out to get it back to Towns, who is now technically open, but Wembanyama's so big and long, covers so much ground, he's able to reach the go-go gadget arm and knock the ball away from Brunson on the pass attempt and get the steal. Multiple times it's happened to Brunson here tonight. He'll figure it out as the series goes on, but obviously struggling 15 points, 5 for 18 from the field here tonight for Brunson, 4 boards, 6 assists, and that last assist to Deuce McBride. Beautiful, gorgeous. Karl-Anthony Towns, 21 points. He hasn't had a huge offensive second half here, but he didn't need it. 21, 12, and 3 from Karl-Anthony Towns because, like I said, his mere presence on the court is a threat enough to this Spurs defense. They cannot leave that man. They can't have Wembanyama outside of the paint when Karl-Anthony Towns is on the court because that just means an automatic offensive rebound for Big Cat. Tonight, though, to me, obviously Karl-Anthony Towns is spectacular. We could give the player of the game if the Knicks end up winning it. Obviously, we got to get to the tail end here. We can give it to Karl-Anthony Towns. He's absolutely deserving of it. But to me, that moment for Mikal Bridges, where Karl-Anthony Towns picks up his fourth foul, he goes to the bench. Josh Hart has 4 fouls. He goes to the bench. Anunoby is on the bench, and they pull Jalen Brunson out on the bench. He's huffing and puffing. He needs a breather. They go to a 4 bench guy lineup. Robinson, McBride, Shamet, and Alvarado. And the 5th player, Mikal Bridges, the starter. And Mikal Bridges carries that lineup. And obviously everybody is involved in that run as well. But Mikal Bridges leading the way against the Spurs defense, digging back into his Brooklyn days of like, oh, I'll be the guy. Give me the ball. I'll run high pick and roll. I'll figure this defense out. And 8 for 12 from the field tonight. Phenomenal. Phenomenal. Here we go. We're back into it. Harper gets it over to Wembanyama, attacking to his left, down the lane against Towns. Can't get the shot to go down as it rolls out. Brunson with the rebound. He's bringing it down. Being picked up by Champagne. He has it up top. And Brunson has it on the right wing now against Victor Wembanyama. They show a double team. Over to McBride, over to Towns, left corner, picked up by Fox. Towns looking for an outlet. Throws the cross-court pass, Anunoby in the corner. Pump fake, blows past Wembanyama to the lane, leans in, goes up, 2-handed slam. You're too little, Wemby. You're too little. 14-point lead. Run it up. Harper down the lane, layup can't get it to go, gets fouled. Run the score up. Run him out of the gym. Harper will go to the foul line for 2 free throws. Nick Suns Jen said the Knicks crowd is shaming the whole team. You love it. Absolutely adore it. Jose NYC said, I'm here to put in my light. Yes, sir, Jose. Appreciate you, brother. OG Anunoby, hop stepping in the lane, rising up. Block this, Wemby. 2-handed slam. Where's my foul? They call these little ticky-tack fouls on Josh Hart and Karl-Anthony Towns all night long because they're going for rebounds and they got their hands on the wrist of the Spurs players going for these loose ball rebounds, which is anybody's game, and they call the little ticky-tack fouls. But Wembanyama hanging all over OG Anunoby, hand all over his forearm as Anunoby dunks it down on top of his head, and no foul call? I see what we got going on. 5 against 8. Wouldn't have it any other way. New York against everywhere. We know this. New York versus the world. We know this already. We know this already. Dylan Harper knocks down the first free throw. He's got another one coming. Just that's at Harper double digits. Dylan Harper tonight 10 points. He's got one more free throw coming. Kenny McLeod said OG nearly wrecked the rim. Harper does knock down both free throws, giving him the 11 points. Technically, we need him one more point for the bingo card, but I do not care about the bingo card here tonight. Brunson bringing it down against Dylan Harper, coming to his left. Fox picks him up. Brunson has it up top. We're past the halfway point. Knicks holding on to a 12-point lead. Got to hold on, New York. Build the lead. Brunson on the right wing being guarded by Victor Wembanyama. Brunson hesitation, crosses over. Hesitation move, pump fakes, steps through, gets caught in the air. Inside the Karl Anthony Towns goes up, gets blocked by Champagnie, picks up his loose ball, and it's a shot clock violation. And the ball will go back to the Spurs here. Fox has it up top, coming to his left. Fox, crossover, step back, 3 over Brunson. Got it to go for De'Aaron Fox. Smooth move from Fox. And a timeout from the New York Knicks with 5:26 to go. Fox has 18. Fox has 18. We filled in the Fox box already. Fox with 15 points. We technically just need a travel, and that's it. Joe said all these ticky-tack fouls, all of them against the Knicks. They're just trying to keep them in the game. Just that said, run down the shot clock. Now you got to keep playing basketball, brother. There's half the quarter to go. Can't be worrying about the time right now. You just got to go get yourself some buckets. 9-point game, 97-88. Kinohara said, unlike Cleveland, these guys ain't quitting. No, they're not. But also, Kinohara, not yet. Not yet. Not yet, brother. Not yet. S2Mar said, travel or Deuce's 3 threes? Deuce McBride hit another 3, brother. We got the diagonal here. Yes, sir. Good eye, S2Mar. I didn't even notice. Technically, the Wemby 30 points is in play, but obviously we don't want Wembanyama to score the rest of the game. So I'm good not getting bingo if it keeps Wemby from getting 30. But Deuce McBride needs to hit another 3. He's got 2 here tonight. He is still out on the court right now. Rich Smith said, JB needs less dribbling. Yeah, maybe. Christian Blaze said, Sefi said, my Knicks are up 2-0. Who is bingo? Hockey dog? That's what I'm saying. Listen, I like bingo as much as the next person, but I ain't prioritizing bingo over a championship. That'd be silly. All right, here we go. Brunson gets it over to Bridges. Bridges back to Brunson. He's being guarded by Fox. Brunson has it up top. Coming to his right. Picked up by Champagnie. Brunson crosses over to his left, head down, attacking, splits the defense in the paint, high floater over Wemby, air ball, battle for the rebound, knocked out of bounds. It'll stay here with the Knicks. And the Knicks have 4 in their shot clock. And Brunson will inbound it. They get it into McBride. McBride, shot clock winding down, throws it up at the basket. Comes up short, battle for the rebound, knocked loose, Vassell picks it up. Vassell bringing it down against Bridges. Vassell gets it over to Fox. Fox being guarded by Brunson. Fox is going to look to dance. Hesitation move, crossing over to his right, head down to the rim, stop, pump fake, steps through, scoop play with the left hand, got it to go for De'Aaron Fox. He does have a clutch player of the year under his belt right now. He's got it to a 7-point game. 7-0 run for the Spurs here. Brunson over to Bridges, wide open right corner. He's going to pump fake, sidestep, puts up the 3. Mikal Bridges can't get it to go down. Big miss right there from Mikal. And now here comes Fox bringing it down, crosses over on Bridges, spins to his right, picks up his handle, kicks out to Wembanyama. Wembanyama up top being guarded by Towns, crossing over to his left, leans in, pump fakes, spins, lefty layup off glass, got it to go down for Wemby. It's a 5-point game. Here come the Spurs and a timeout from the Knicks with 4:17 to go, a 9-0 run for San Antonio. And Wembanyama actually pushing Keldon Johnson away. He's like, relax, brother. You're on the bench. We got this. Mark, keep fighting. This is why you build up a lead. San Antonio not going to go down without a fight. They didn't accidentally make the NBA Finals, right? They didn't get here by accident. These are the 2 best teams in the NBA. Battling it out. Knicks with a 5-point lead. Relic said it's getting tight. Use the possessions and move the ball. They're moving the ball. It's not about moving the ball. It's about knocking down shots right now. Mikal Bridges misses an open 3. Brunson misses a floater. Tried to get the floater over Wemby. Towns couldn't grab the rebound. McBride misses a shot at the end of the shot clock into the mid-range. Well contested. Heavily contested. Had to heave it up there with the shot clock winding down. Garrick Stout said, Brunson burning clock. It's not just Brunson. Guys got to move the ball. But more importantly, guys got to knock down shots. Guys have had multiple opportunities to knock down these shots. McBride missing shots. Bridges missing shots. Brunson missing shots. Cash the Spurs by 10. Good luck with that, brother. Walter said, we just got to weather the storm and close this game out. Absolutely. Absolutely. Kennard said, JB being locked up, got to be Towns. Got to be Towns, Bridges, or Anunoby. But you got to get Towns involved. The problem with getting Towns involved right now is that it brings Wembanyama into the action. And Towns has not had, most of his points came in the first half. And maybe they should look to get him the ball more here, but Brunson coming to his left, gets it over to Towns. Towns now being guarded by Dylan Harper on a switch. Towns inside the Brunson. Brunson to the rim, let the layup. Get blocked. I don't know if Champagne or Wemby got it, but it got blocked off the backboard. And now here comes Spurs pushing the other way to 5-on-4s. Brunson hit the deck over to Vassell. Transition 3 over to Towns. Got it to go for Devin Vassell. And it's a 2-point ball game, 1 possession. 12-0 run for the Spurs to get right back into it. Brunson bringing it down, shamming it back in. Brunson picks up his handle, being pressured in the backcourt. They get it over to Towns. They get it over to Bridges. Bridges has it on the right wing. So much pressure being applied by the Spurs defense right now. It's spectacular. They bring a double team to Bridges now. They get it over to Brunson. Brunson being guarded by Vassell. Brunson, jab step, coming to his right. Wemby picks him up again. Brunson pull up right wing 3. Brunson comes up short on it. JB does not have the cape on here today. Here comes Fox. Fox bringing it down against Bridges. In and out dribble again. Shovels it out. Bridges with the steal, and he's bringing it down the other way. He's going to the rim. Bridges in the paint, kicks out Brunson. Wide open right wing 3. In and out halfway down. He can't get it to stay. Hit ahead to Harper. Harper bringing it down the other way. Knicks still holding on to a 2-point lead. We got 3 minutes to go. Harper crosses over on Brunson in the lane floater. Got it to go down for Dylan Harper. Screaming at the official. He wants the and 1, and we're tied at 97. Here we go. 14-0 run for the Spurs to tie back up, as the Knicks win up by 14. 3 minutes to go. Brunson bringing it down. He adds it up top. Brunson being guarded by Harper. Brunson shoves it over to Shamit. Shamit driving to his left on Fox. Ball knocked out of his hands. Picks it up. Out to Anunoby in the left corner. Pump fake. Rhythm dribble. Gets fouled. No foul? And they say it's out of bounds on OG Anunoby. Mike Brown uses a challenge. Thank goodness. I was about to say, Champagne reaches across and whacks the arms of OG Anunoby. It didn't even particularly look close. Now, maybe we'll see right now, show the replay. My goodness. Tony Brothers, of course, was the guy who didn't call it. See? That's all wrist and arm. That's all wrist and arm. Of course, Tony Brothers misses it. Champagne is standing there all guilty, like, dang, I just fouled him. I did just foul him. And then when he saw that he called that out of bounds, he was like, okay, I'll take it. Give me the 3 free throws. OG, knock down your free throws, please. My goodness, man. My goodness. 5-on-8 tonight. Wouldn't have it any other way, baby. Wouldn't have it any other way. Michael Max said, Spurs showing heart. I mean, they better show heart. You're in the NBA Finals. Dylan Harper got 13 points, by the way. Unfortunately for us Knicks fans. But Dylan Harper does fill in the bingo spot. He does fill in the bingo spot. Whew. 30s, what's up, 30s? Knicks in 4. Knicks in 4 until proven otherwise. But have yet to be proven otherwise. Jay Garner said, bro, that's wild they call that not a foul. It's a Tony Brothers-led officiating crew, brother. There's been some wild calls all night long. Wow, what an obvious foul, Tony Brothers. Way to force the Knicks to call a timeout to use a challenge there. Anunoby knocked down your 3 free throws, brother. Jay Palomino said, all for the ratings, all for the ratings. Nick Exeter is ridiculous at this point. It's gotten ridiculous. I pushed back in the first half because that's how I genuinely felt. But the second half, it's been significantly worse, and it's continued to pile on. But I knew this coming in. We talked about it at the top of the pregame. Obviously, Tony Brothers is by far the worst official in the NBA, as Anunoby knocks down the first free throw. He's got another one coming. And since they put this graphic up, since the 6-minute mark in the fourth quarter, the Knicks have scored 1 point and are 0 for 6 from the field and 0 for 4 from 3. And the Spurs have scored 14, obviously going on the 14-0 run. But Anunoby now scores 1 point at the free throw line, scores 2 points at the free throw line, giving the Knicks a little bit of breathing room. Knock down this third free throw, please, OG Anunoby. 2:30 to go, by the way, here in a pivotal fourth quarter. Whew. Hoobie into the expecting nothing less from the finals. We got to keep scrappy. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Amy said it's been egregious, and it's gotten worse as the game went on. As Anunoby steps to the foul line, knocks down 3 clutch free throws. Thank you, OG Anunoby. And now here comes De'Aaron Fox bringing it down against Bridges. 2:30 to go here in the fourth quarter. Stops and scores, guys. Stops and scores. Fox coming to his left, taking it back to his right hand, loses the handle, picks it up, throws a lob up top to Wemby, who throws it down. Okay? And Brunson will bring it down the other way. Brunson being guarded by Harper. Blows past him, has it up top. Okay. Brought it down somewhat easily, finally. Brunson directing traffic, calling out a set. Brunson gets it over to Bridges. Bridges being guarded by Vassell. Bridges putting his head down, attacking. Now stops. Now has it up top. He's going to run a pick and roll with OG Anunoby. Driving to his right. Stops, turns, spins. Shot clock winding down. Hands it off to Anunoby. He's going to drive to his right. Blows past the defense to the rim. Layup. Got it off in time, but can't get it to go down. Battle for the rebound. Knocked out of bounds. He's going to stay here with the Knicks. There you go, Big Cat. There you go. Keeping that board alive. Keeping the possession alive. Back to 14 on the shot clock. Knicks get the ball back. You need a score, Knicks. You need a score. John said, too close for comfort? Yeah. It's the NBA Finals, though, brother. No comfort. No comfort whatsoever. Brunson gets it in the Bridges. Bridges back inside the Brunson. Layup. Got it to go. Brunson quickly caught it and flipped it up and in. My goodness, what a finish in the paint over Champagnie. 1:50 to go here. Fox bringing it down. Knicks back to a 3-point lead. Fox blowing past Bridges. Snaking it to his left hand up top. Gets it out to Champagnie. Back to Fox. They get it over to Vassell. Vassell gets it down low to Wemby. Ball got knocked loose. He steps behind the 3-point line. Left corner 3. Wembanyama throws up an air ball. Josh Hart the rebound. Gets it over to Brunson. The Knicks are pushing the other way. Brunson hit ahead the Bridges. Back to Brunson. Brunson's going to look to attack. Blow past the defense. Lefty layup. Smokes the layup. Come on, JB. Come on, JB. Here comes Harper pushing the other way. Harper against Hart. Towns comes over for the block, and they call a goaltend. And they call the goaltend. And it was a successful challenge. So we actually have bingo. Goaltend and successful challenge actually gives us bingo. Oh my goodness, guys, we got bingo. We did it. We did get a finals bingo. And that is a goaltend. Oh, is it? Was it? Was it a goaltend? Did I miss it hitting the backboard there? Okay, you know what? I like this, though. The refs called the goaltend, and that allows them to have an official review. That's a good call, Tony Brothers. That's a good call. Actually, it might wipe off the goaltend, so we might not have bingo. I didn't see the replay. On the first replay, it looked like it didn't hit glass. No, that hit glass. That's a goaltend. That's a goaltend. Okay, we have bingo. It was a goaltend. (102-101). 1-point lead for the Knicks. They have the ball here. 1:25 to go. They get it into Brunson. Brunson will bring it down against the rookie Harper. Brunson gets it over to Bridges. Bridges has it up top against Harper. Bridges holding on to it. Going to run a 2-man game with Anunoby coming to his left. Pulls it out against Champagnie. Bridges isolating. Mikal Bridges waving him through. Shot clock winding down. You got to get busy. Driving to his right in the paint. Ball knocked loose. Harper picks it up, and they get a free run to the basket. Harper 1-on-1 against Anunoby. Stops. Pump fake spins. Over to Wembanyama down the lane in the paint. Scoop layup. Got it to go in the foul. A bad foul from the New York Knicks as Wembanyama gets the layup to go down. He's going to the foul line for one more. What was that offensive possession by the Knicks? Bridges had it up top against Champagnie and just turned it over. Brother, just get to the mid-range shot. Why attack the basket against the defense, a set defense? We know that's not your game. Victor Wembanyama knocks down his and one free throw. 2-point lead for the Spurs, under a minute to go. Brunson bringing it down against Harper. Brunson coming to his left. Harper digging down. Brunson spins off of him. Has it up top. Pulls it out. Being guarded by Champagnie. Brunson up top. Directing traffic. Brunson crosses over to his right. Driving it down. Stop. One-legged fall away over Vassell. Got it to go. This guy's ridiculous. This guy's ridiculous. He hasn't had the touch all night. He shoots a one-legged fall-away jumper over 2 defenders. He gets it to go down. This guy's ridiculous. Of course he knocks that one down. He's been off all night. Of course he knocks this one down. Absolutely ridiculous. The Dirk Nowitzki one-legged fall away over Vassell. The absolutely ridiculous. He's been off all night. Of course, that's the one he knocks down. We're tied at 104. The Spurs get the ball back. 40 seconds to go here. Get a stop, Mark. That's all you need. Get a stop. Here we go. This is where legends are made, baby. This is where legends are made, baby. Amy said, I don't want to watch overtime with all this foul trouble. We're going to be all right. Who's got foul? Oh, Josh Hart and Towns both have 5 fouls. Towns has not been as effective here in this second half, man. Got to be a little bit more aggressive, right? But got to get him the ball more. He's got to be more aggressive. He's got to make himself more available. David said, how you feeling? I'm feeling good, brother. I'm feeling good. Adrenaline pumping right now. Adrenaline is pumping. Creative said, Brunson can't miss in the clutch. It's crazy. It is crazy. He's been off all night. And, of course, he knocks down the Dirk Nowitzki one-legged, high-knee, fall-away lefty jumper with Vassell and Champagny going to contest. It's crazy. It's crazy. But you got to get a stop here. Tied at 104. Here we go. Dylan Harper will inbound it. The Knicks come out with a defensive lineup. No Towns, no Brunson. They got McBride and Robinson in. No Shamit. No McBride. They got Shamit in. They get it into Wembanyama, being guarded by Robinson. Wemby, jab step, mid-range pull-up jumper over Robinson. Comes up short. Josh Hart didn't have it. Anunoby has it. And a timeout for the New York Knicks. They got the stop, guys. They got the stop, but there's 30 seconds to go. Even if you score, you're going to need another stop. Even if you score, you're going to need another stop. You know, I said we needed that so bad. Yep. Jay Palomia said, Hart stinks. Hart's been okay tonight. Here we go. He said, I think Brunson waits for the last shot to make his mark. If Brunson had a halfway decent game tonight, we wouldn't have to wait to the last minute, brother. Nate Yak said, 3-second half, foul shots. We had the challenge to get it. Good point, brother. Good point. And they had the challenge to get those 3 foul shots. Yeah. 5-on-8 tonight. If you win this tonight, man, you win 2 on the road, and you win the game where you got shafted on all these foul calls. Man, team of destiny stuff. All right, we need a basket. Here we go. Need a basket desperately. Here we go. Obviously, the starters are going to come back out. We're going to come back out with Josh Hart, I assume. Just Plain MC. What's up, Plain? Appreciate you, brother. Hope you're having a good time tonight. Thank you for that subscription, big dog. Here we go. Seamus stays in. Josh Hart stays on the bench. A very smart move. You go to the 5-out alignment. Seamus been solid tonight. They got to get it into somebody. Castle is also in. They get it into Brunson. Brunson being guarded by Castle. 30 seconds to go. Brunson is going to run a 2-man game with Towns. Jab step coming to his right. Castle uses a foul. They had a foul to give. So the Knicks got to inbound it again. Mario to Mario. Appreciate you, brother. Yak said go 2 for 1. Well, you can't now. There's 24 seconds on the clock. You can't go 2 for 1. There's only 30 seconds remaining. You got to wind down the time as much as you can. You can't go too quickly. You can't rush it. Brunson, jab step, coming to his right. Brunson hesitates against Wemby, puts up the jumper over him. Can't get it to go down. Wembanyama the rebound. Spurs bringing it down. No timeout. And Wemby throws it away. Brunson picks it up and then gets fouled. Oh, my goodness. Wembanyama threw it away. Wemby threw it away. Brunson gets fouled. He's going to the foul line for 2. Wembanyama cost him the game. Castle wasn't even looking for it. Castle wasn't even looking for it. Brunson at the foul line for 2. And then he fouls Brunson, by the way. Brunson at the foul line for 2. Knock down your free throws, big dog. Of course, he's going to knock it down. He knocks down the first one, giving the Knicks the lead. Got to get the other one, though. Got to get the other one. There's still 9 seconds to go. Game far from over. Brunson is what, did they just say? 7 for 25 from the field. Horrible efficiency. But this is what we do. We get buckets. We don't care. Brunson hit the first free throw. You got to get both of them, big dog. You got to get both of them, though. A 1-point lead's not enough. Come on, big JB. Come on, Captain Clutch. He misses the second one. Loose ball. Anunoby didn't down. Cornette picks it up. And a timeout with 7.5 to go. Now a 2-point shot loses you the game. Got to get them both. Got to get them both, JB. All right. Here we go. Big defensive stop, baby. Big defensive stop. This is what the NBA Finals are for, y'all. They need to get the stop here. Game comes down to defense. Eight seconds left. The broadcast is going over how Luke Cornette used his foot and kicked the ball away from OG Anunoby. It looked like intentionally, which is, in the literal sense, a kick ball violation, which should have awarded the Knicks the ball back to the Knicks. But it is what it is. Here we go. 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 I'm actually going to do this because I don't want to be spoiled. Sometimes that could be ahead. We got 7.5 on the clock to go. We'll tick our timer down. Boom. Boom. Big defensive stop, y'all. Big defensive stop. No spoilers, no whammies. Defensive lineup back out there. Hart, Robinson back in, along with Shamit, Bridges, and Anunoby. Castle gets it in the Fox. Fox being guarded by Mikal Bridges. Shot clock winding down. Coming to his left off the Wemby screen. Swings it out to Wemby. Wemby gets into the mid-range of the jumper. Off the back rim, can't get it to go. And that's the end, and the Knicks win 2. They win 2 in San Antonio. That's what we like to see, baby. That's what we like to see. Knicks on the verge. Winning both in San Antonio. That's what we like to see. Never in doubt. Knicks in 4. Never in doubt. Did I exit that out? Somehow I did, but we're good. Knicks in 4. Job accomplished. Got both in San Antonio. Now we go back to the Garden, game 3. Knicks up 2-0. Knicks in 4 until proven otherwise. It has been the mentality all playoffs long. It's been the mentality the last couple of playoffs, but it's coming to fruition here this year. Suns Gen, until proven otherwise. Again, louder. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate my guy, Suns Gen. Whew. Whew. Am I sweating a little bit? Maybe. Was it ever in doubt? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. 13 in a row, wrong, big guy. 13 in a row. We going for the big 15. Knicks in 4. Michael Mack said, amazing. Beat the Spurs and the Refs. The Spurs and the Refs 5-on-8 tonight. We survived the Tony Brothers game. Now we're good. We're good. We did it. We survived the Tony Brothers game, y'all. Robert Klink said, where are the brooms? Break the brooms out. New York, 4 youngest team in the league. We're here. We're here. We made it. We've been here. Wembanyama with the 29 points. It does not give us bingo, but we already got bingo, so we don't even care. We don't even care. Wembanyama turning it over. Brunson at least knocking down a free throw to give the Knicks the lead. He should have knocked down both, but he knocked down the one. He knocked down the one. Troy Carolina said, this is absolutely insane. I have never seen this type of nothing. This type is crazy. Karl Anthony Towns, 21 points. He only scored, I think, 4 second half points. They had 17 at halftime. It was enough. The Flea's a very generous super chat. He said, Chevy, you better sleep in that suit. Oh, my goodness. You guys think I'm going to sleep tonight? You think I'm going to sleep tonight, Fleas? I ain't going to sleep, brother. We're going to be up all night. How can I sleep? I'm jazzed. I'm ready to go. AP said we just cheated death. That's Team of Destiny stuff, brother. That's team of destiny stuff. You find ways to win. 5-on-8 tonight. Absolutely horrific officiating, particularly in the second half. First half wasn't great. They survived it, though. Definitely favored the Spurs in the first half, but I didn't think it was anything too egregious. Second half was egregious. Egregiously favored the Spurs, and the Knicks survived it. Knicks in 4 until proven otherwise. Here we go, baby. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, my guy Rich Smith with a very generous super chat. He said, I need a drink after this one. Yes, sir, brother. Yes, sir. Big Cat and his father, Carl Towns Sr. Over there hugging it out. Yes, sir. Knicks 2 games away from immortality. 2 games away from immortality. They win both in San Antonio. Wembanyama wanted nothing to do with that ball. What Castle gonna do with it? Wemby, why you throwing it away? He wasn't built for the moment. He didn't want it. He didn't want it the way we wanted it. J3 said, JB not gonna have another bad game, right? I don't know, man. This Spurs defense is insane. But Jalen Brunson gotta start knocking down some shots, right? Whew. J3 said, JB not having another bad game. I just read that one, but yeah. Yeah, I mean, look, he didn't have a very good shooting game in the first one. Didn't have a very good shooting game here tonight. Still found his way to 20 points. AP with another generous super chat. He said, these are stressful. NBA trying to help the Spurs. The Knicks survived. The Knicks survived the Tony brothers game, bro. They tried to give it to the Spurs. The Knicks tried to give it to the Spurs. They did not play well in that fourth quarter. Brunson did just enough. He knocks down the one-legged fall-away jumper that was absolutely ridiculous to tie it. And then Wemby turns it over. Brunson gets fouled by Wemby. He splits the free throws instead of knocking down both. And then Mitchell Robinson gets the stop on Wembanyama, who misses the mid-range jump shot. 1-point win is a win. Yes, sir, Mark. Yes, sir. Now, unfortunately, it did snap our double-digit win streak. But a win is a win, baby. A win is a win. Now, I've gotten greedy. I've been saying Knicks in 4, but I'm not going to get too greedy as to be unhappy with a 1-point win. Here we go. Mark, I don't care. I don't care either. We did get bingo, y'all. We did get bingo. OG dunk over Wemby. There's so many moments. My guy, the Fleas, all night long with his generosity. I appreciate you, Fleas, man. Appreciate you. He said, about to smoke a cigarette, and I don't smoke. That's how stressful it was. That's how much of a release you need after a 1-point win in the NBA Finals to go up 2-0. Oh, my goodness, y'all. Oh, my goodness. I'm sweating profusely here tonight. Profusely. My goodness. My goodness. Whew. 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 It's hot. It's hot in here for sure. Knicks win regardless if it's by 1 or 40. Still counts the same. Yes, sir. My guy, Freeway Hustler, won't stop with his generosity. You know I'm going to read your chats anyway, Freeway Hustler. You know you don't have to contribute to the super chat, but I appreciate you, man. Thank you for your generosity. He said, great call, Sheffy. I hope my heart survives to see the championship. Let's go, Knicks. Knicks in 4 until proven otherwise, man. Knicks in 4 until proven otherwise. Whew, what a run in the fourth quarter that was. 3 players for the Knicks hit 20. Towns with 21 leading the way. Bridges with 20. Brunson with 20. Off the bench, Shaman with 13. Anunoby with 17. Josh Hart rendered pretty ineffective here tonight. Only 18 minutes. Dealt with the foul trouble all night long. Whew. Whew. But we did it. We survived. Kevin Holcraft, what's up, Kev? The Knicks really should have lost that. The Knicks really should have lost that. Hey, man. It goes up as a W up on the end. Listen, they had a 14-point lead. Should they have lost it, or should they have played better down the stretch to hold on to a 14-point lead? Mark said, no, they shouldn't have. Listen, if they should have won it, they would have won it. If you were supposed to win it, you would have won it. Jermaine with a very generous super chat. He didn't even put anything in the chat, but I appreciate you, Jermaine. Appreciate you, Jermaine. My goodness, I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted. Like, I just played a 48-minute finals game. Let's look at the Spurs box score real quick. Do we have anything we got to fill in? Josh Hart, 6 boards, 4 assists. He was okay tonight, but the foul trouble really limited him. Brunson, pretty miserable night. Got to 20 points, but 7 for 25 from the field. But like I said, knocked down the biggest shot of the game with a one-legged Dirk Nowitzki fall-away jumper. My goodness. Christian Blaze said, Knicks beat the Spurs and the refs. Hell of a game. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. How did they even do that? Every call and you still lose. You got the officials on your side and you still lost the game. My goodness. By the way, we got 2 days off. We got the whole weekend to celebrate, guys. The whole weekend. Billionaire TV said, a great game and great play-by-play, Sheffy. Appreciate you, brother. I know I'm silent right now, but I'm also watching the highlights as they're going through it real quick. But my goodness, I apologize. Vic P said, don't forget the refs took 5 points away from us, the Wemby goaltending and the Cat 3-point play. Yep. Man. Ian Parkin said they almost blew a 14-point lead in the fourth quarter. Yeah, but they're not the San Antonio Spurs who are the ones who actually blew a 14-point lead the other day. Now, the Knicks had a 14-point lead with like 6 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, but still, it was 5-on-8 here tonight, man. It was 5-on-8 here tonight. The officiating in the second half was horrific. It was horrific. Look at Clyde Frazier pumping the fist. My goodness, when was the last time we saw Clyde Frazier this exuberant? Oh my goodness, I feel so happy for Clyde. I don't even know Clyde. I'm so happy for him. I'm so happy for Clyde Frazier. Eric C. said candy for the New York faithful. Mike Knicks and Kit Kats. There you go. The Fleas, yet another generous super chat. Appreciate you, brother. You know I'm going to read your chats. You can just throw them in the chat. You don't got to send me the money, brother. Please save your money, big dog. I appreciate your generosity, though, man. Thank you. I truly appreciate you, please. He said, what a time to be a Knicks fan. The decades of suffering was worth it. It feels so euphoric that it's a team like this. It's a team of cast-offs and guys of guys who other teams were giving up on. The Timberwolves, I don't want to say we're giving up on Towns, but they clearly decided we can win without him. Clearly, right? They got Anthony Edwards. They're competing for a championship. They made the conference finals last year. They were like, well, we can win without Towns. We'll figure it out without him. A cast-off. We know the Jalen Brunson story. Second-round pick. Mavs didn't want to pay him. Ends up leaving in free agency. Doubted his whole life. We know the Brunson story already. Kinar said, and how about missing Steele last game on the Streaking Fan? There you go. And I mean, like, dang it all. We're going to win it anyway. Clyde, usually with a lot of equanimity, but he's rooting right now. I mean, he doesn't have to do a job. He could just sit there as a fan, right? He's not commentating. He could just sit there as a fan and truly root for his team. Right? But back to the cast-offs things, I mean, Landry Shamet has been available for forever for anybody to pick him up. My guy Riaz Guerra, my goodness, what a generous super chat, brother. He said, what a finish. Now back to MSG. It's going to be nuts. Knicks take a 2-0 series lead. It's going to be insane. I'm like, this is not a great post game, but obviously we've been hanging out all night, so you know my feelings already, but they're up 2-0 in the finals, guys. They're 2 wins away. They have to go 2-3 in the next 5 games at least to win a championship. The Fleas with yet another generous super chat. My goodness, brother. Let's go, Knicks. By the way, we have bingo we have to dish out. Samuel Cooper, appreciate you, Sam. He said, Wemby is amazingly talented but inexperienced. He's learning quickly and will be better. That's fine. He could be better in the future. We're here right now, man. We're here right now. We got to give out. Oh my goodness, they're showing 7th Avenue, front of the Garden, 33rd. It is mobbed guys. As it should be. As it should be. Everybody coming out after celebrating the watch parties. Knicks 2 away. And I'm feeling generous because you guys have been so generous here tonight. My goodness. Tammy, let's go, Tammy. Let's do it. Let's do it. Oh, my goodness. Keenar said, Becky will say we won because of Cat, not Brunson, but who cares? I don't even care. I haven't cared about Becky Hammond. I know people are like digging in. I don't care. I don't care. Doubt me all you want. I don't care. I don't care to prove anybody wrong. I only care to prove myself right. Oh my goodness. That's not the password. That's not the password. That's the password. I keep trying to say to remember me so I don't have to keep inputting the password here, but it's not remembering me. But normally we give out a smaller amount on bingo, but this is the NBA Finals. This is the NBA Finals. I'm sweating. I'm dripping sweat. Appreciate you guys, man. My goodness. My goodness. Giving it back to y'all. I don't need all of it. Give it back to y'all. My goodness. Whew. They did it. They did it. And again, I'm sorry. I'm at such a loss of words, but Kano Hart said the password is Bernard King. It is not Bernard King. Man. This guy's crazy hairstyle. He got no hair on the top of his head, but he's still trying to rock a lineup. That's crazy. Whew. Whew. DB said, wish I would have put Ball on the Knicks. Yes, sir. Robert Kling said, stay off the lamppost in the subway. Keep it safe. I think New York going to keep it safe. They're not as dumb as the Philly fans. The Flea said, tried to snag one. Forgot I was a member. I'm so hyped I can't see straight. Appreciate you, please. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Dip Keith said, but a win is a win. A win is a win. Jason said, job's halfway done. Can't wait to put that banner up. Halfway there, man. Halfway there. You know, I said, oh, wait, I forgot I got Knicks plus 170 to win. You know what's crazy? You guys know I'm not a better. My guy, MBM, my goodness, he said, job not done, Sheffy. We on our way. On our way. Two more. Although after tonight, series is 0-0. We got to win game 3. D. Grant said, I'm emotional too. I know it's not over, but to come this close is, as New Yorkers, very emotional, man. Listen, man, my whole life has been following a team of losers. Let's keep it real. This organization has been a clown show my whole life, right? I know, obviously, we got older fans in the chat. Shout out to you guys who've seen greatness. You've seen championships in the 70s. You got to watch Bernard King, who at the time was like in conversations, being one of the best players in the league, if not the best player in the league. You got to see what it was like to have that kind of player on your team, even if it was for a short amount of time before the injury. You got to wait the late witness to the 90s Knicks, who were in it every single year, had an opportunity. Obviously, it didn't come through, but you had an opportunity every year. I became a fan in the mid-2000s. I've known nothing but a clown show. I've known nothing but embarrassment. I've known nothing but getting clowned in school because I was a Knicks fan, right, from my friends, right? That's all I've known. All I've known was being a fan of whatever lottery pick we got, right? That's all I've known, right? And to be at this point, when it felt like it was going to be endless, like the Knicks were the Cleveland Browns of the NBA, to get to this point, Jose NYC said, we'll go down as one of the greatest teams put together to win a championship. One of the craziest parts, too, is that this team's in their prime, man. This team's in their prime, too. Kinar said Raymond fell in. I think I had been on the Bucks, and I thought he had to be good because he was 6'11". The Fleas Project Slap, my goodness, appreciate you guys. The Fleas said, and F them picks, Bridges was balling. He was hooping, man. He was hooping. Like I said, 20 points from Mikal Bridges in that stretch where Brunson and Towns are out and Anunoby is out. 3 of your go-to offensive players, probably your top 3 go-to offensive players. And Mikal Bridges is in there, and he digs back into his Brooklyn Nets days, and he pulls that out, and he leads the way to keep the Knicks afloat And by the time Towns and Brunson come back in, it's a 9-point lead. I mean, I know what Towns did in the first half. He didn't do much in the second half, but he was still really good in the second half. And if you want to give it to him, he's very deserving of it. Absolutely, I get that. I'm down with that too. Brunson hits that clutch shot at the end. He hits the free throw to technically give the Knicks the win. I get that too, although he had a miserable night. I wouldn't even really consider Brunson. My game ball, to me personally, I got to give it to Mikal Bridges personally, because that stretch could have ruined the game. Towns picks up the foul. He has to come out. Brunson is huffing and puffing. He's exhausted, being hounded all game long by these Spurs guards, getting pushed and shoved and knocked to the ground. He can't get a shot to go down. Even the open ones, he can't get him to go down. He's getting beat up, and he just struggling all night. He goes out for a breather, and it's, okay, Mikal, what you got for us? And yeah, he came through, man. He came through. When we needed him most, he came through. To me, it's got to be Mikal. Keenar said he has Towns, Mikal second. I'd have that flip personally. I'd have Mikal first, Towns second, but it's very close. You can go Towns. Like I said, he didn't do much in the second half, but that first half performance was incredible, obviously. And then Bridges, he was okay in the first half, didn't do a whole lot, but he came through in the second half. So, like, again, it's a whole team thing. If you want to give it to Towns, you can give it to Towns. You want to give it to Bridges, you give it to Bridges. I understand there's an argument to give it to Brunson again because of the final shot to tie it up, and then the free throw to take the lead and whatnot, being in the right place to pick up that steal after the bad pass from Wemby. Like, all of the things, sure. Like, you can come up with reasons for all of these guys. Even the Anunoby stint. I mean, my goodness, he hits 2 threes tonight. He knocks down 3 huge clutch free throws, by the way. Needed every single one of those to go down. The dunk over Wemby, some fantastic defense tonight. Like you can have an argument for any of these 4 guys, in my opinion. You really could. And that's just the proof in the pudding of how good of a team they are. Like, I hated after game 1, everybody was like, oh, yeah, Towns was by far the best player. I was like, Towns, like, he has the argument for being the best player in the game in game 1, of course, but, like, so does Brunson, obviously, who came through in the fourth quarter. And so did Anunoby for a stint there. He was fantastic. So did Josh Hart, who was phenomenal in game 1, and then not so much here tonight. But that's the whole idea of the way they built this team, is that at any given night, it's Anunoby. Or maybe it's Towns, or maybe it's Bridges, or maybe it's Brunson, or maybe it's Shamet off the bench with 13 points and 3 threes yet again here tonight, right? Maybe it's Mitchell Robinson, although it wasn't tonight. Maybe, right? Maybe it's Deuce McBride, who wasn't tonight, but again, knocks down that huge 3 in the fourth quarter. They sub Shamet out, who was playing extremely well because it looked like he needed a quick breather. They put McBride in, and McBride knocks down a huge 3. Like, my goodness. Corvus said, I agree, Bridges deserves the game ball. It could really be anything. They have arguments for it, right? Like, Brunson, not a great argument, but there is an argument. Towns has a great argument for it, 100%. Anunoby's got a solid argument as well. Bridges, to me, has a great argument. To me, it's Towns, Bridges. You want to give it to Towns? He deserves it. You want to give it to Bridges? That's my pick. I think he deserves it as well. But again, I don't even want to consider giving it to one player, because they don't get to this point without it being together. Right? It has to be all of them, right? And my number one mantra throughout the playoffs, the Knicks and Fords will prove it otherwise, is a fun one, but the mantra all season long has been all hands on deck. You can't win it with one guy. You can't even really win it with 2 guys, right? And tonight, you get a big shot from McBride. You get Landry Shamet with huge, huge shots here tonight. 5 for 12 from the field, 13 points, 3 made threes. 2 boards, 2 assists, some really solid defense from Shamet as well. How many steals did he have? None? Steals? Shamet? No steals, but he does have a block. Is credited with a block. I mean, my goodness, man. Joe said Brunson clutched again. He did, that one-legged fall-away jumper. Like, I don't know how he does it. I said Towns plus 11, Bridges plus 7. I know Chevy doesn't like the stat, but tonight it was spot on. Sometimes it is a nice reflection of the game. Sometimes it's not, but yeah. Yeah. I don't like the stat because there's no context around it, but sometimes it is a decent reflection of what happened in the game. And tonight, yeah. I mean, Alvarado ends up as a plus 11, and I like the Alvarado minutes, but was he more important and better than Shamet tonight? Like, no. So again, it just misses context, which is why I don't like the stat. But sometimes it does reflect it. Like Anunoby being a minus 10 is silly. because obviously Anunoby was integral here tonight. But yeah, sweating. I'm sweating. Whew. Jose NYC said, like George Steinbrenner used to say, the future is now. Future is now, brother. You know what I'm saying? My app says plus 11. I'm on ESPN now. Towns is a plus 11. Bridges is a plus 6. The rest of the starters are in the minus. Shaman in a plus 8. Alvarado in a plus 11. Everybody else in the minus. Whew. Over on the Spurs side, Champagny scores 8 points in the first quarter. Is not heard of the rest of the game. Wembanyama 29-9 here tonight. He did have the 4 blocks as well. Did have 4 turnovers and 1 huge turnover there at the end. De'Aaron Fox scored 20 points here tonight. Nice big game from him. 2 for 2 from 3, 8 for 12 from the field. Devin Vassell, 14 points, 9 boards, 5 assists. Steph Castle, 14 points, 4 boards, 4 assists, but he did have the 4 turnovers for him, 4 turnovers from Fox, 4 turnovers from Wembanyama. Your 4 most important ball handlers. Also, Dylan Harper, who has 2 turnovers tonight. So, tough to get it done. Off the bench, not much again. Off the bench for the San Antonio Spurs outside of Dylan Harper. Dylan Harper came in clutch yet again here tonight, 15 points, 6 for 12 from the field. 0 for 3 from 3, though. 3 for 4 from the foul line, 6 boards, 3 assists. He was a plus 12 here tonight, though. My goodness. Jose said Towns' mom is proud. Has to be. Gabriel Gobi said Cal buzzer 3 in the second comes after one of the best ball circulation I ever saw. Yeah. I mean, I talked about it where, like, that was beautiful ball movement, but it was because the San Antonio Spurs' defensive rotations are on point, and they were forced to make the extra pass and the extra pass and the extra pass, and ultimately they ended up using every single second of the 24-second clock, and Bridges got it off before the shot clock expires out of the corner, and they had to make that extra pass, and that was the last rotation that the Spurs just couldn't make, and Bridges knocked it down out of the corner. Yeah, man. Whew. Courtney, what's up, Courtney? Appreciate you. Josh Hart should stay away from commercials until after the season. He's going to be all right. Everybody's locked in. He had a phenomenal game 1. Not going to be your night every night. Wemby plays 40 minutes tonight, but they do have 2 games off. And hopefully we get a better officiated game. Hopefully we get a game closer to game 1 than we had here in game 2. My goodness, what a rough officiated game. But we made it. We survived. Joe said Wemby missed the shot and threw it away in the clutch. Yeah. Just that. If Wemby gets KD career numbers, he has to team up with a super team at some point, probably. He's newsflash, just that he's on a super team in the making, that is, with Steph Castle and Dylan Harper developing in the wings alongside Wembanyama, along with Devin Vassell, who's still young, Champagny, who's still young, Carter Bryant, like he's on a super team, brother. He's on a super team. All right. I guess that's going to wrap us up. I do want to take a look real quick at the team stats before we sign off. The Knicks dominated the possession battle 89-78. They hit 4 more threes than the Spurs, 15-11. They got killed in the rebounding battle, though the Spurs 19 for 27 from the free throw line. Ton of missed free throws, ton of missed opportunities, man. Whew. That came back to bite them. And we talk about it all the time. The missed free throw is going to come back to bite you. Always. Rebounds. Knicks ended up winning it slightly by 2, but they did grab 5 more offensive rebounds than the Spurs did here tonight. 10 to their 5. Assists, 29 assists for the Knicks. 11 steals. Total turnovers, 15-16. About even in the turnover battle. Fast break points, 19-11. Points in the paint, 38-48. Knicks really struggled in the paint here tonight. Total fouls, 23-20. And look how this evened out. Talked about this at halftime. It was 93-4, something like that. It was 93-4. Spurs led for 93% of the game. The Knicks led the entirety of the way in the second half. Never gave up the lead, never even allowed it to be tied. And they end up winning the percent of the lead battle here, where they led for 50% of the game. Exactly. Literally the entirety of the second half. Literally 50%. There you go. Spurs led for majority of the first half, and the only time they didn't was when it was tied. 3% of the time it was tied. My goodness. So that's going to wrap us up there, guys. Obviously, we will be back on Monday. We have the whole weekend off. We'll be back on Monday. I appreciate you guys. Shout out all of the new channel members. Whether you were gifted a membership or you decided to become a member all on your own, I appreciate you guys nonetheless. Thank you for hanging out with me tonight. Thank you for all of the very generous super chats here tonight. My goodness, I didn't even read them all. My guy Project Slap said, Refs tried hard to screw us. JB got to shoot better. Absolutely. Absolutely, Project Slap. Yes, sir, brother. Thank you for your generosity. The Fleas, MBM, the Fleas multiple times. Appreciate you, brother, for your generosity. Very, very much. My guy Riaz with a very generous super chat. Appreciate you, man. MBM, Jermaine, Freeway Hustler multiple times, AP multiple times, Rich Smith in the community as well. Sons Gen, was that yesterday? That was Sons Gen as well. My goodness, until proven otherwise. Yes, sir, Sons Gen. Yes, sir. Appreciate you, man. My goodness. AP, Keena Hara with a very generous super chat as well. Appreciate you. Michael Mack as well. The Fleas again. My guy El Tigre. Oh my goodness, you guys. The High Vibe. Whew. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, man. We will be back, of course, on Monday. Except on Monday, we will be in Madison Square Garden. We will be in the Mecca of basketball, where Victor Wembanyama is 0-3 in his career. But I'm going to repeat it. Victor Wembanyama is 0-3 throughout his career. And hopefully we make it 0-5 by sweeping the San Antonio Spurs. With that being said, I appreciate you guys. Remember, as always, brush the teeth before bed. Stay hydrated. Knicks in 4. And I'll catch you on the next one. Good night, everybody. Bye.